sorry about that. Wayseeker was just backstage bragging about how he's beating a 5-year-old in Star Wars Unlimited.
Yeah.
So
I heard
there was something wrong with the hyperdrive.
Yeah,
Marco can't hit a button. It's great. It'd be a great show.
I could. It's just the timing on it. You have to hit like the start button, then count down to 3 somehow.
Sounds like you're complaining.
Yeah, there's nobody watching right now anyway.
You're just completely upset that your daughter is the only person you can beat in Star Wars Unlimited. Let's say hi to the people that chat that all left because we were running late today. GTT Comics, thumbs up high, thumbs up high, thumbs up high. Great day to be a Star Wars fan, watching the crew talk about comics, the Bad Batch, the Acolyte. Can't wait to watch the crew talk about everything Star Wars. Hey, listen, we broke down some stuff on the Acolyte. I tried to keep it to like 10 slides, so it didn't get too, because we had a real long thing, but then Dom's internet broke. Might not be as long as it was. Saying hi for the algorithm again. Thank you, Ed. Appreciate it. Sticks. Star Wars Sunday. What's not to Acolyte?
Wow.
Sticks is so clever.
Wow.
Sticks has got way too much time on his hand. That's the problem.
Yeah, you need to
Good.
spend that time
It probably took
developing
him a
better
good
trivia
6 hours to come up with that one. So
Dwayne Scott, Team Sith has an open bounty on Nubs' blue pelt. As you noticed from the trailer, Nubs is nowhere to be found. That's because they already killed him.
not
Spoiler
true.
alert.
He's coming in season 2.
No, he's not. Long box. Hello for Springfield, Missouri. I'm glad you're tripping.
finally watch it
Good
live.
job, Tommy. Is he watching live? Hopefully
I
now.
would imagine, I don't know.
I'm trying to remember Springfield, Missouri. Not much to remember in Springfield. It's beautiful though.
Isn't it just cornfields?
No. It's no that, and that's why they still consider it part of like. It's not that part of the Midwest. There's
Normally
it's
in,
actually like rivers,
Ireland, right?
old bridges. It's
My dad was born in Springfield, Missouri, actually.
really
True story.
a lot of sober county out there. So I don't know why he's cheering because one time I was in Springfield, Missouri, trying to order
From Ireland. They cheer everything. Irish.
I said, "Hey man, can I get some bourbon?" They said, "We don't serve bourbon." I said, "Okay, I'll just take a whiskey." They said, "We don't serve whiskey." I was like, "Oh, it's one of those beer places. Do you just got a light beer, maybe a High Life?" He said, "Sir, we don't serve beer." I said, "Well, isn't this like a steakhouse? I'll just take some wine then." He said, "Sir, we don't serve wine." The guy next to me goes,
"Why did
you're
they
in a dry
you don't
county,
serve
but-"
alcohol?" And
Yeah, why did you just say you don't serve alcohol? They're
20
like,
minutes.
yeah, somebody's like, dry county. I go, what? Dry county? Oh, hell no, dude. Yeah, thank you.
Probably
Thank
not
you
many
for
of
saying-
those left. Yeah. I grew up in
They're
Dry
that
County.
way. Did you? Hi,
Yeah.
John Sanders says hi. At this point, I think they're making bad movies. What? Matt David. TA Matt David. Just so
We'll
they
get
can
into it
take
later.
to stock, buy it for pennies. The stock's going up though.
Hey.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
not making
yeah,
movies.
yeah.
Acolyte is a TV show. Huh? What'd you say, Jen?
I would say he was on our show Friday, or he was watching Friday.
Cool.
And he
Yeah,
came back, so we must have been doing something right.
maybe. Too much time for hands. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Artrell? Good to see you. I should ask for Zima. That's probably what they had there.
Zima. Yeah,
It
you
was-
missed out.
That I think that was my first dry county, and dry counties are.
Did they have
weird, dude.
O'Douls? Did they even have
Yeah.
O'Douls for you?
I don't know. I
No
didn't
duels.
after the
Coors
guy
Cutter.
turned me in.
They should have offered. We do have a Zima.
You have to remember, I'm in my 20s, I think, at the time. Early
Yeah, I would
20s.
know that.
Like
I would
Like
know
22,
that.
23. No, I know, but like, think about if you're in your early
We're not even
20s.
through chat intro. We're off track.
I know, but hold on. Think about you're in your early 20s.
I don't care.
And you're sitting down at a steakhouse, and all you want after a long drive on a road, because I'm helping some friends get out to Arizona, a long drive on the road, and it's 2 girls. So, like, how a car ride for 12 hours with 2 girls. God bless them. They're also in their 20s.
Did you were you wearing a pink polo and had your pants legs rolled up just a little bit?
No, that was never me. That not me. I'm not that guy.
Well, I mean, if you were drinking a Zima, then that's the trifecta.
Yeah, no. So then some older man has to tell you that it's a dry county, and your brain malfunctions at that time because it's the first day you've probably been sober for 24 hours, and then you understand what a dry county is. Like, I didn't think they existed anymore. Like, to be honest with you. So
Baseball season starts Thursday. We're ready.
Are we?
We are.
Most boring.
There is. We talked about it actually since the internet broke. Dom's internet broke. We're going to have some SWU. We actually are going to use a simulator, show you how to do it, show you actually how to build a deck. We're going to have some conversations. Wayseeker wants me to talk about my experience this week. because I got my ass kicked, which is fine. Spoiler alert. We'll talk about it though.
He was in chat crying.
I was not
like
crying.
it was like just bawling about how
that's
his
not.
experience
No,
was.
I think there's a difference between what you don't understand. I'll take the L because I'll win in the end, but it's a learning experience.
You didn't win in the end. We'll see if you ever.
It's
win
not
in the
over
end.
yet. It's not. I'm like, wow,
That
dude,
tournament was.
It was way different play. Like it was crazy. I'm going back this week again, and I'm gonna do the open pacting where you share it, dude. I got look. Just because you get punched in the mouth doesn't mean the fight's over, bro. The Waysinger might be over for you, but for me, I get punched. I just keep going.
Is the game? Wait, it's not over. The game's still going. You just
it's still
got up on
going.
the table and you come back a week later.
Hey, I'm not quitting the game. I'm not quitting Star Wars. Hey, if I was Wayseeker, I would have already quitted Star Wars Unlimited. I'm not quitting. I'm still going.
Like a Jake Paul boxing opponent where you have a losing record, but you're still going.
Oh no, you're good, man. You're good, TA, Matt. You're good, brother. Hi everyone. Pew pew pew.
Let's go.
Pew, 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 pew. All right, let's go. All right. Get into this week of Star Wars.
Dom's
What's up,
not
Mr.
here.
Everman? Welcome, TA Matt Damon.
I was trying to troll Dom right at the start, but he's not here.
He's untrollable lately.
I feel like lately he's been so missed.
He is
like,
untrollable.
I need to figure out news just and expect Dom to not be here because Dom has not been here more than he's been here lately.
Yeah. Well, he's in rehab.
So this week, George Lucas came out and supported Bob Iger amid Disney's internal war that's going on right now. And he states, unlike Dom, what Dom doesn't understand, that creating magic is not for amateurs. And so George Lucas is putting all of his shares and all of his votes behind Bob Iger so that this hostile takeover does not happen.
Listen, no offense to Mr. Lucas. Yeah, whatever. The hostile takeover. There is a group, they call it an activist group. They're really not an activist group. There's really just a dude who's a douchebag who goes into companies and pretty much destroys them. And he's trying to take over Disney to destroy it. So my vote too, with no faith in Iger, by the way, I don't have this great faith in fucking Iger. And I don't think George Lucas is like the one who should be talking about how the magic was made, considering there's a lot of people who fucking made that magic, not named Lucas. But like, yeah, dude, the guy, what's his name's an asshole, dude. And he's just coming in there and he's just gonna slice and dice the thing and try to get rid of it and solve the pieces he can.
If he would take over Disney, Star Wars would probably be over for a long time.
Yeah, it'd be a disaster. You know when that, what was it, the Russian guy that had Fantastic Four, and he did the movie where the guy was just like, it was like Mr. Fantastic was just a skinny dude in a blue suit. The thing with like they did the little arm things. Thing was just like a blob. Yeah, that's what would happen to almost all of the properties. Yeah. So complain all you want about how bad the product is. You get like, this is where I'd like to see Dom, because like if it does happen, you're not getting bad Star Wars, you're getting no Star Wars. And Dom's thing is a very tight argument. It's not just that he believes the Star Wars is not tailored towards him. He believes the Star Wars they're producing isn't tailored towards him before he's going to die. So he believes there's going to be that product. But if this happens, there's no product. Nope. We're not getting anything. Hey, what's up?
Listen, at the end of the day, we just want good writing. Just give me some good writing at the end of the day.
Yeah. Thank you, Jedi. Thank you. Yeah. Well, Jedi Dom, the problem with this is, Jedi Dom, if the hostile takeover happened, you get no writing, Jedi Dom. What do you have to say about that?
Just give me good writing at the end of the
day. Dude, I'm like old. I need something. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't have something, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying that I'm old. That's what you had to go with there, Jedi, I think. Jedi.
Hey, Vice Road.
Hey, Vice Road. I mean, I think that's what you had to go with there. Anybody else want to add into this? I mean, yeah, for all the haters out there, like there's even sites. By the way, all the like negative sites took a pause when this news came out because they're like, oh shit, we can't actually let, like, because what would their content be?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like what happens to their content? Like all the like bullshit fake stuff.
It's all gone.
Like,
there's nothing.
Well, yeah, but also too, they can't start going this route. Like they have to pause the break now with their negative shit because like they know if they push it too far and people just get into that weird cycle, like, then you don't have anything. You like legitimately don't have a channel.
Negative stuff this week about the Acolyte. We can talk about that later, but
not till later. Yeah. They just use that one where that poor girl's got the glasses and she looks like a dope. Whoever the director is, she doesn't do herself any favors with those glasses. Like, let's be honest. Like, right? Am I wrong? That poor girl. Whatever her story is, I don't really give a shit what her story is. Those glasses. I know, but those glasses do her no justice, bro. All right, go ahead. What is it?
All right, Darth Vader this week took over the Empire State Building, both on the inside and the outside. I didn't do the inside pictures about how they transformed hallways and everything, but I thought this was really cool. I wish Don was here. So I don't know if Don was able to see this or not. I hope he was, since he was in New York.
Yeah, he commented. He posted it.
But it's so cool. I'm glad they did that.
That would be funny.
So this was not a projection from the outside of the building. This was done internal to the building.
How?
No, I think the projections were the outside, but they did inside too. Like the hallways, they transformed into like fifth hallway.
Oh, okay, got it. I haven't seen those pictures. That'd be kind of cool to see. Yeah,
that was pretty cool. And like the whole where you go when you enter the building, they had all this cool stuff as well. So
that's cool, man.
Yeah, I think this is great. I wish they did this stuff.
What was the occasion? Was there? I mean, obviously not May 4th yet. What was the occasion for this?
Hayden was in New York. I don't know
because Star Wars is cool. Like, what the fuck?
No, I mean, it's fine, but I mean,
it's a good press.
This is cool as hell, dude.
Yeah. So I thought that was cool. Who's in for this one other than Ruben? 20-hour
paid
Star Wars marathon coming to a theater near you on May the 4th. It will feature all 9 Skywalker Saga movies in a row. 20 hours.
That's a young man's game right there. I can't do it.
20 hours not going to the bathroom.
Says who?
Well, there's intermissions, right?
I mean, you've seen all the movies before. When you go to something like this, you go to the bathroom if you have to. Trust me.
Well, especially during these 3 at the end. Like,
it's like what, $80? They were saying.
Is it worth $80 to see 6 movies?
It's not a bad price. No, it's 9.
Yeah, I mean,
hold on. Is it? That's
Ruben's seeing 9.
I'll give credit to Thay because I think Thay did a little research and it's about $80 or $90 a ticket. He said for this, it better come with something. It better come with a T-shirt, something. Or else,
you should get a T-shirt if you stay for all 9.
Let's be real. No. No. You should win the lotto if you stay through all 9. If you stay through 6, fair. You're a sane human being. I can see that. You stick through all 9, you've got problems. It comes with a shrink, bro. Like, you got problems. You got either like your family doesn't love you or something, or you just need a hug or something. They should give you a hug. Like they should have a Chewbacca and an Ewok outside. And if you're gonna stay after 6, if you go through 7, you get a hug, and then you get another hug through 8, and then you get 2 more hugs through 9. Because that's what you need is a hug. If you're gonna watch those last 3 movies, no.
This was another one that I wish Dom was here because, like I said, I think I put it in the chat that Dom says if you weren't born before 77, you don't know Star Wars. I guarantee you, nobody born before 77 is going to sit through all 9 of these freaking movies.
First off, nobody before 77 is going to stay awake. It's going to stay awake with one of these movies through the first trilogy. They're going to be out cold, dude. If you were born before 77, I've been to a movie theater where it's a double feature. 77, snoring. You're snoring. Don't lie. Don't. Yeah, CJ will tell you. He's part of that category.
Yeah.
So are the Ewoks. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing this. I don't got time for that.
Yeah, right. This is it. 4 Deadly Venoms ain't lying.
Yeah.
They are getting them, maybe.
Ruben was born before 77. Ruben probably would stay awake for all 20 hours. But Ruben's
he's going to stay up. That's torture, dude. I don't know why.
But you know what? I'm kind of offended that Ruben's going to take off work to watch this and not come on the show.
Dude, hey, how about this? Yeah. How about this? This is like one of those things where you see these people who do like, they run marathons in extreme heat just to see if their body can do it. And they're like, they never make the finish line. They only make like 4 miles out of the 6 miles they need to run or something like that. This is what this is. It's an endurance test. It's an endurance test to see if you can stick through it.
Ruben would sleep through 1 through 6 and then wake up and watch 7 through 9.
He's built different. All right. Yeah, that's the other thing. You better you got to get to one of the premium ones, the ones that got the vibrating chairs and the ones that heat and then air condition. You got to do one of those things where you like turn on the heat super high. And then as soon as it gets super high, turn on the air conditioning super cold, just even keep you like motivated somehow. I think Matt Damon's got the point here. Like, cause you're not only your butt's going to fall asleep, but yeah.
So we got some key art for Star Wars Celebration 2025. I think this
you
is
go
awesome.
during the credits.
I love this art of Vader. And tickets go on sale for those that want to go to Celebration Japan and can afford it on May the 2nd. I wish I could go. I would love to go.
Do you Dom isn't here, but I was hoping do you have any other articles on like a question about so anything else in Celebration here?
No, this is it.
Okay. Can we talk about the question that he had? I was waiting to answer.
Sure, we can talk about it. I didn't add
okay,
it.
Jedi Dom, could you please ask the question Dom answered in the chat or asked in the chat?
Well, if they're doing it in Japan, it only makes sense that they're doing it because the future of Japan, the future of Star Wars is animation. It's all anime from here on out because that's why they're doing it in Japan, because anime in Japan is like
thank you, Dom. Thank you, Dom. I appreciate how your attitude has changed.
Good writing.
And you've been more positive lately about certain aspects. Can I ask you a question? Just one, please. Might there be another reason why they're doing Celebration in Japan? Just one. Could you think of one other reason besides Star Wars is just going to give up on everything and just do animation?
The Japanese people love Boba Fett at the end of the day.
That's a good answer. Also, breaking into that big market over there might be sustainable. They've already been there before. They haven't in a long time, and they know that they love American culture. Could that be one maybe at all? And if you funnel in there, you could funnel into other Asian countries and different continents. No,
I actually disagree.
I guess you could say that.
It's already over there.
Yeah, it is already over there.
I need to step outside my.
No. Break it to other markets that they're losing it. Go ahead, Jedi. What were you saying?
Well, I mean, Star Wars, to me, and Star Wars has always been a global thing. It's never been an American thing, like the guys where Dom got this idea said that, hey, it's always been America. Suddenly it's, we're doing it in Japan. It's always been a global commodity or, fandom, whatever the word is.
But what I'm saying, JJ, I think my point is it hasn't been on the level because it hasn't been there. They haven't had a celebration. So to galvanize the core base there and expand on it, Celebrations always do a good job with that. They really do. So when you have an event like that goes there, not just that market, but other markets around them, it kind of pumps it up. And
we might get into it a little bit later with the trailer, but I also think it's because even now, I think they're actually stealing just as much, if not more, content from Japanese culture than
for sure.
So
yeah, for sure they are. But
a little bit to that,
but it's never a bad idea to expand into markets, man. And these events, say what you will, they galvanize the fan base there, and that is number one. While they're probably doing it, 100%.
Yeah.
Born in 76 and 8.
But I just want to say, who's the artist behind this? Is some of the best art I've seen.
I don't know who the artist is.
Not just the best art.
Great.
This is some of the best Celebration art, dude.
Sure.
Can we be honest about some of the Celebration art? Some of it was bullshit. Remember when they did the what? Remember Chicago of what was that? The Orlando one.
It's usually generic. It looks like
it was just like some panel bullshit, and you're like, what the hell is this? It's garbage.
I can tell you who didn't do this.
Yes,
Momoka.
Hey,
JJ,
early shot.
Don't take a shot at
my later. It's not easy.
All right. I know Dom really loved this one last time too, so I brought this one back. We got our second coin in the series. This is the Millennium Falcon coin. This is the UK.
I just got what you're saying. Why, Wayseeker? Why?
What?
That's not right. What you're really grasping at this point, dude.
What do you mean?
Because I shame on you. What he did was make an honest mistake. He thought these were going to be super extremely valuable. He fell for a late night infomercial, and now you're throwing it back in his face. Jedi Dom.
He was
Since Dom
actually
isn't
going
here,
to buy him and thinks he can spend
hold
money with it.
on. You're getting a mute. Hold on, Jedi Dom. Since
Don't
Dom
make me
isn't
do this
here,
every time. I got
since Dom isn't here. No, but you can take out your vengeance on Wayseeker for trying to shame you, Jedi Dom. Damn it!
Nothing.
Dang, you're not.
I just wanted to say, Dom. I mean, Dom's mistake was he thought the other thing was currency. He thought it was legit. You could spend
legit
it.
currency.
Yeah.
Yes. This is why
It
it's
wasn't.
shame on you, Wayseeker. That's not funny.
It is funny. You're laughing. You were totally laughing, Mark.
I'm laughing at Jedi because Jedi I thought was actually going to come up with something Dom-wise, and he came up with Squadouche. So that just didn't work at all. That segment fell flat. Okay.
Go to the well too many times.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Apart from currency, do you want Millennium Falcon coin?
There's no writing involved with this one, so it's hard.
How much are these a piece? Probably like $60 or $70.
The rebel symbol looks like somebody drilled a hole in the top of everyone.
As I say, it looks like a medallion.
Oh, that is. That's a sun. That
I think they're 40.
What? Oh, that is a rebel sign. I can't see it until you look at the
It
upper
is,
ones. I thought
yeah.
that was.
It looks like
a
a
hole,
hole,
like a
though.
dog tag
It
type
looks
thing.
like a hole. Yeah.
Yeah.
He does. He's just a classic troll.
Yeah,
he is. Yeah, he is.
So you got these. You also got these little bullion bars or whatever that are available.
Yeah.
With, you can get them in gold and silver.
Plated or actual silver?
It's a horrible Luke.
rendition.
Like, what is Luke up with Luke's hair? I can't really understand it.
Are these plated or are these actually made out of silver and gold?
They're plated.
Oh, they're not even. Jesus. How much are they plated?
What?
These are kind of fun though. If you're going to play like cards or something,
they can't be bullion bars if they're plated.
I don't know. I thought they're partially plated. Maybe they're partial. I don't know. I thought I was reading that.
Wait, no. Hold on now. If you're going to troll somebody, you
weight.
better come with the facts. You can't just be making shit up as you go. Yeah, you got to come up. I mean, that could be like 10 carat, and it could be worth. Well, that'd be expensive, maybe.
It's not.
Plated. It's plated. This shit's plated. How small is that? I can't tell because of how he's holding it, and there's 3 different sizes. Because it looks like it's only that big.
He has a very tiny hand.
Yeah, but do you see?
Well, there's probably not much weight.
It looks like it's only an inch big. Like
I imagine it's not very big and not very thick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it could be, but if it's plated, it's even worse.
That way.
Like, why would you make it bigger if it's plated?
So I think there's some variation. So there's a gold proof coin that's selling for about $3,500.
Damn.
But there is the uncirculated Millennium Falcon, which is that one's going for $15, and the colored version's going for $25. So you can get a gold proof one for $3,500.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So that one, because it's small. Yeah, $3,500. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What about the silver one though? The full silver.
The full silver one, it says price will depend. The prices are going to depend on the precious metal prices, and they're going to change every day.
Oh, holy hell!
Well, it's pure then.
Yeah, it's pure.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go up and down based off of current prices.
$3,500. What's up, Timbo Toys? What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
So you can buy it either way. You can buy it plated, or you can buy it regular. So what I'm saying is, like, plated. If you get these silver ones plated cheap enough, like that'd be kind of fun to like use them for like when you're playing some of the card games or gambling with. That would be kind of fun.
It would be.
Yeah. Rather just use plastic ones that look better.
Yeah, maybe.
Like in Leia's weird face.
Yeah, but clink.
I think Luke looks worse than Leia, but hey.
Luke looks like he has a bad haircut from that 70s show.
Yeah.
Oh, a premium. Yeah, of course it's a premium over spot. Of course. They're not going to sell it to you for spot, dude.
No.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh, for those people that know, he's talking about the spot price of the metal, and then they sell it for extra money on top of it instead of. I'd buy it for scrap, though. Scrap price. That sounds fair. All right.
We got some new water bottles available. These ones are at Target, so these ones actually hold. Actually, hold water.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot. No, they don't. They probably still remember the last.
They're 22 ounces.
Don't anybody hold on. Wayseeker's getting muted again. Listen, this is we have.
I can mute myself, Marco.
Okay, I can still mute you guys. Okay, we have to give a disclaimer. We have to give a disclaimer because of what Wayseeker did last time. Wayseeker talked some of you into buying a water bottle last time. And how many? It's 2 ounces of water. 2 ounces of water in the water bottle.
These are 22 ounces. I looked it up. These ones
Do
hold
not
20
believe
ounces of
anything
water.
Wayseeker says about it's a scam. He fell for a scam again. Don't believe the hype.
These are Target water bottles. These are 22 ounces. They're double walled. They're vacuum sealed. These are actually going to be nice water bottles at Target.
Cool.
There's 3 of them. I'll show you. You can tell me which one your favorite. You have an indoor one right there.
I like that. That's cool.
You got a Hoth one, as you can see there with
who makes
the walkers
these
on the bottom.
Who makes
cool blue?
Oh, I don't know what that is.
What?
I don't know what that is. Who makes them? Cold blue?
I don't know who makes them. I didn't look.
Wait, see, what good are you?
Come on, I had like an hour to do news because I got home. I was gone all week. And
you don't know how much gold costs. You don't know how much who makes the water bottles.
Come on, you can do news next week. Don't worry. And there's a Death Star water bottle with black. I really like the Hoth one. I like the color on the Hoth one.
Yeah, it's cool. The Andor one looks cool.
The Death Star is probably the weakest of the 3.
It looks like they stuck it in a fish tank when they took the picture.
I think they did.
That too. Yes, they did.
But I'll pick up one of these. You can give it a Target.
Yeah, we know you will. You picked up the 2-ounce water bottle. We understand. You'll pick up.
I got to pick up the other one. I'm going to be in Disney next month, so I'm going to pick up the set.
That's no moon. Yeah.
So
good.
Ruben will probably have me pick one up for him too. It'll be perfect. All right. We also got some May the 4th swag coming from Star Wars Shop Disney. We are getting a new Darth Maul double lightsaber that has been announced. This one's going to be limited to 7,000, and the lightsaber will play Duel of the Fates on it, and they'll come in like a beautiful case.
How much?
Who's in? I think this one. I think I saw this one's going for 500.
That's actually not bad. I guess.
Yeah. Duel.
I don't get it. So it's just like the old one, right? Only now it plays music.
It plays music and it comes in a cooler box.
Not pass.
And
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting it. It's cooler, but I'm not getting it.
Like of all the things when I buy a lightsaber, like the thing I don't want it to probably do is play music.
I'll get it when it shows up at Ollie's, like those other ones are showing up now.
This one won't show up at Ollie's because this one's only going to be
Park exclusive.
That's what you said. But a lot of other stuff started showing up at Ollie's and Ross's, bro. Lots of other things.
Yeah.
It has stickers
7,000
too.
total. You know, you could just listen to Duel of the Fates all day while you're playing with.
Are
your
the blades
lightsaber.
included?
No, blades are not included.
No. Ooh.
Oh god, it's even worse.
They never.
Yeah,
include
no, not
I
500.
know, but that's still makes it worse.
I wish they'd go
Holy
back to
joke.
selling just the patches. These hats are stupid.
You don't want that hat?
No, the patch is cool, but the hat's stupid.
It's got C-3PO on there for you, Jedi.
It wouldn't fit my head. It's hard.
All right, so
No, Jesus.
Star Wars Outlaws. Rumor has it maybe that we'll be seeing this game coming soon. Outlaws this week got rated by the Korea rating board, and typically games release within 4 months of their rating. And so
Hopefully.
if things follow this pattern, that would put this thing out sometime maybe in July or before. So
Was that 1 out of 3 or 4 video games around the same time that they came out that said that we're going to be done, and this is the one we're going to get? I'm down. This is actually one of the better ones anyways that you're looking at.
I would love to see this thing. I don't think it'll come out before September. I think September is more
I
likely.
think it's going to come out in December.
No, I think it'll be before that. But I don't know. Do Games Joy come out in summer? Is that like a prime time for games?
Yeah, games come out.
Yeah,
in summer.
some, and then Christmas because you can get all right before Christmas, so you can get all the specials on them. Don't get too excited.
Yeah, I hope this works. I want to see this game. I want to play.
No, it's gonna. Isn't it?
It's everything.
All the
It's
major
everything.
systems.
Everything.
Not Switch though.
What's that? Not Switch.
Not
Not Switch.
PlayStation,
Or Switch.
PC, Xbox.
Yeah.
I put this one in here. This one got announced this week. This is Vader's Castle, the Deluxe Library Collection. This will be a hardcover. This one will also include for the very first time the Vader Castle one-shot, and also will include the 2019 Free Comic Book Day. This one's going to retail at $50. The reason I put this in there is because there was a hardcover that was released in 3 years ago, Beware of Vader's Castle. That hardcover sells for like $150 normally.
Wow.
So, like, if you have that one, you might want to sell it before too long, or don't pick up the Beware of Vader's Castle if you want that one, because the deluxe one will come out for $50. And so,
Wasn't the Free
the-
Comic Book Day story one of the? It was already in there, wasn't it? Like,
What?
isn't it?
the free comic book story was in there.
stories
but the one shot was not.
The reprint.
Yeah.
I don't know why they give you the free comic book day though, because it's just a reprint of what's already in the rest of it, right? It wasn't its own story, was it?
I think it was its own story. Part of it.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. And so pick that one up instead of picking up the Beware of Vader Castle hardcover. And if you have Beware of Vader Castle, you might want to unload it so then you can buy the other one. Dude,
unload it fast because you get a good price for it.
Keep
How much did it retail for originally?
This one?
The Vader,
it was
the
40.
first one. $40 and sell for like over 100. That's cool.
Yeah. So
that
it's one of the ones that are really rare. People didn't pick up very many of them when it came out, and the people like their hardcover.
Actually, I think they blew it out on a IDW sale or something at some point too. It was even cheaper.
Yeah. Star Wars Unlimited. We found out this week that product has become very hard to find right now. And what they're going to do, at least temporarily until they reprint, is they're going to release what product they have in limited waves every few weeks so that they have enough product for drafts and sealed. Yeah. And so over the last, week, we've seen prices begin to jump. We've seen boxes kind of peak at 150 and now they've come down to about 130. And so we've seen them stuff. We've seen singles like for like Vader and Boba picking up and showcases picking up as well and adding prices. And so
that's not, the price is going to drop, Ruben. You're buying them, but you're buying them at a high premium right now.
You're buying them at a premium. They're going to be more product, but you're gonna, and they don't want the Lorcana thing where like they sell out completely and have nothing coming for months. But they are going to reprint at some point.
So if Wayseeker was in the streets, he would know, but he's not, even though he says he's a card guy. That most of this, if you could find shops that are doing the official unlimited weekly plays, they are going to have priority for some of this stuff. So they will have some product coming in weekly for them on top of already their promo packs and everything else they're getting. And originally this was supposed to start reprinting in, July, Wayseeker, and now they have the distributors are saying, or June, Double J. What are you shaking your head? That's what they said originally. And now it's moving up to April, is what the distributor's saying.
Yeah,
so
I heard July too.
July is the second set.
Yeah, they were going to come out in June.
July is the second set. Yeah, June was when they're going to.
June was the original rumor. April's the rumor now. The actual press release didn't mention anything about actually going back to the printers.
I'm telling you what distributors are saying. I don't know about their press release.
No, you're saying what the card shop is saying, which is
no. I'm saying what the distributor, because I talked to the distributor on the phone at a card shop, which I told you earlier, and you didn't listen.
Well, it doesn't matter. So that press release from Fantasy Flight is the thing I trust the most, which says doesn't sound like they're going back to print anytime soon. Because if they have to, you have to have a huge lead on print. They ship it via usually sea cargo,
right? But they already have a huge.
But all printing is in the United States for this game. So that's
a quick question though.
They're not doing any overseas printing for Unlimited.
Damn.
When Wayseeker says they're going back, that they're going to go back to print, so they're going to reprint Spark of Rebellion, or were you talking about the next?
Yes, they're going to reprint booster boxes for Spark of Rebellion and try to get them out there.
Or a bad thing?
It's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing at the start of the game because you can't have new people coming into the game and not being able to get the cards.
You know how we're trying to get that Vader card and nobody can get it right now? Like,
you can get
that's a bad thing.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
John.
John,
I would not be putting that in chat if I was you.
I think we're spinning this in a way it's not really going here.
Oh, that's only because he's beating his 4-year-old daughter, John. Let it go. It's good.
Comparing it to like Lorcana is not an accurate comparison. For one, that's not really what happened with Lorcana. They had plenty in stock. The reason the shops didn't have it in stock is because they went to big box stores shortly after going to shops.
Fair.
Also,
fair, but JJ, and I get it, but you all, like, with all due respect, you did say a couple shows ago you didn't think this was going to sell out like it did, and it happened to sell out. Which
but
also, by the way,
prices,
Fantasy Fight also didn't think it was going to sell out. Like, nobody thought this was going to do what.
Marco's looking for 3, Ruben, not just 1.
Yeah, so 3. Most TCGs.
Who's that?
Oh man,
have a problem.
We got the old man himself on.
Never mind.
Oh, he's bad. Oh, is he bad? Is he bad?
Yeah, it's I'm on my cell phone because my computer's out, the internet's out. So,
well, we used Jedi.
Jedi was doing impersonations.
Doing you.
I was your stunt double.
Stunt double?
Yeah, he was. All right. So we got
cut
some time.
you
We'll
off.
do some. We'll do some limited stuff later, guys.
So maybe you can do it this way. There we go.
There it is.
This is better.
All right, Dom. I'm going to go back to news and just show you, but
Do
not
not go
real
back
quick,
to news.
No.
You know,
Forward.
Don't worry about these. I know these ones aren't real currency. You can't go to the store and spend your money on these with these things.
Is that the New Zealand Mint?
Yep.
Yeah.
So just to let you know,
Royal Mint.
He was
Royal
watching the
Mint
show.
coming out
You know
with
he was
their
paying attention.
coins.
He was watching the video. All right.
Now we're going to Acolyte. So we got a lot of Acolyte news coming up here this week, and
What is it? What?
The
You pulled his headline from.
this was what she described. It was her exact quote.
Who? Who's her?
Headland, whatever her name is. She asked. She was asked, "How would you describe this show?" And the way she described it is, Acolyte is going to be Kill Bill meets Frozen.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I don't even
I don't
understand
know.
what that means. What does that even mean? That doesn't
I
mean
get the
anything.
Kill
That's-
Bill reference. I don't get the Frozen reference as
Let
much.
it
Unless there's some
go.
I've never
sisters we
watched
don't know
Frozen,
about.
so I couldn't tell
Oh,
you.
They're gonna break out in song. You know.
That's what that is. That's word salad. That is a whole
That
bunch
was
of
her
word
quote.
salad.
That was her exact quote.
That's fine. That's
Kill
what that
Bill
is.
meets Frozen.
What's she going to tell you about it? They don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, but they did turn around and said that it was supposed to be a
Who's they, Dom?
thriller. No, what she described is a martial art thriller, and that's what it was basically going to be about. Now, Frozen is a new thing that they just put in there. Kill Bill meets Frozen.
Do you
So-
think she's just trolling at this point?
All right, you know what?
Yes.
The Kill Bill part might be violent. Might get because that poster with the lightsaber that was there with the blood could easily be a little dark and a little
What's he
gritty.
talking
So we might get
I
that.
have no idea what you're talking about, dude.
Hope you don't get freaking goddamn what's his face, the damn snowman for fucking Frozen.
Okay,
Get some Olaf.
Olaf.
Dude, I
Olaf.
can't wait.
What are you
do?
doing?
A little bit.
I don't know what's. There's a lot of word salad going on here. What? Who cares?
Well,
Go ahead.
Also,
I'm excited. I'll be honest with you. I'm excited. The trailer.
Yeah.
we'll
Did
talk
bring
about the
some
show in a
excitement.
bit.
Right after news, we're going to talk about the trailer.
It was confirmed this week that
Do you
Vernestra
want to
is
kill
gonna
a
be-
snowman? Is he a Sith or a Jedi?
No, you want to kill a Jedi.
Vernestra's going to be
Do
the
you
only
want to use the
character
Force to melt
from the High
everyone
Republic
else?
that will make their way into season 1, and I'm happy about that.
Listen, don't you be putting Frozen on here and not let me sing Frozen songs, Wazy.
No,
all
I'm
right?
not letting you sing Frozen. I mean, I think one of the things people have been upset about is they know that Vernestra's not going to die. It's kind of taken away from Phase 3 a little bit. So we don't really want to see more characters from the book.
Ruben is already overanalyzing the dumbest thing I've heard today. Ruben, it doesn't have to mean anything, buddy. It could just be some girl with oversized glasses talking shit because she can't say anything about a TV show that's coming out. In
Two
a couple of
sisters
months.
that are long lost sisters and their parents died.
Yeah, really.
Well,
I mean,
all kidding aside, I actually think the premise of if you get the village that they had the force sensitive sister, the one sister is force sensitive and the other one isn't. They take her and they say they're going to help them protect the village from the raiders or whoever they are, and they don't show up when the raiders do attack and kill everybody in there. And then she gets pissed off and wants to go kill the Jedi because of that. I actually think
They'll have ripped that storyline almost entirely off of the Old Republic video game.
and they did it again in the High. By the way, they did it again in High Republic Phase 2. They used that exact same storyline in High Republic Phase 2. Literally.
All right. So are you happy that going on the other part? Are you happy that Vern's the only character that we know of in the?
Oh my
Acolyte?
God! I mean, Dom said for sure that. Well, I don't know, but that definitely could be. You know what I'm saying? That could 100% be Buryaga, which we've heard from like 80,000 people, and 100 times have said that's 100% not Buryaga. But like, I don't care. The only thing that I really do care, I'll say this. Can I say this? Vernestra Lowe looks fucking weird as shit. That is not. I mean, I thought there would be more to her.
I want to know when she decided to go through her
lizard
phase of shaving her head apparently and looking like Nebula from Guardians of the Galaxy,
like a lizard. Nebula. Can we do the Sonic thing with her? Can we just hey, not be mean about it, but hey guys, how about you just use some CGI? Spend like $2 more.
Does her race automatically lose its hair when they get older?
Yeah, make that not look like a lizard person coming from.
I don't care about her being a bull chick. All I want to see is her use that damn lightsaber freaking whip she has.
She's going to. They already said she's going to.
They're going to use it.
You're going to use the whip.
Yeah,
I think
I don't
dumb when
understand
they
the
use
boldness.
Huh?
Yeah, we'll see if they bring it in.
Yeah, I don't get it. Hold on, Jedi was saying something.
Yeah, she said he didn't.
No, I was just saying if I remember correctly from the cards and the comics, she kind of had purple hair or something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
How
then
hard
she
is that?
changed it. She changed it again, and because she cut it with her lightsaber when she was
Yeah,
in her.
shorter, not off.
I know.
And she didn't look like a lizard. She never looked like a
I guess
lizard.
yeah, why? I mean, it's
Go
not
back,
like it's
go
not
back.
like we're talking about.
Go back.
It's not
Go
like
back.
we're talking about Ahsoka moving around with
Trooper.
her Lecky or whatever. This is
Yeah.
hair. What's so
Or
hard
being
about hair?
old. Yeah.
All right.
No,
So
it literally looks like they.
Okay.
I mean, this looks like it should be in front of a blue screen, and they're going to transpose something onto her because this literally looks like they're like, hey, yo, go dunk your head in some green paint and call it a day.
no,
like-
I actually think that they're trying to throw us off. There's something else there, because
Of course.
if you when we go to toys,
Of course, you think
I'm
that.
gonna mention something in toys, because the Black Series came out with a couple of figures, and on the box art of Soul, there was a piece of something that they weren't supposed to show. They took it off right away. So there is some things that
Maybe it's the whip.
maybe who knows? Maybe they're going to CGI. I don't know, something. It's something big that they're blocking, because I don't think that's her final form.
I don't think so.
I don't think
I
so
don't think-
either. I think this is what we're getting, bro. I think unfortunately.
we're getting
a ball.
I mean, hey, look, it's not gonna ruin it. It's weird. She looks weird as shit, but like, dude, it's not gonna ruin it. But like, yeah, do something. Give her. Come on, like, give her some lips.
I think her
too,
part
like,
will be pretty small too. But
dude, what happens if she starts like? Don't you expect her to shoot out like a lizard tongue too? At this point, like, she just looks very reptilian, which is not what Ro looks like. So,
Well, we don't. But the thing is, we don't know what her final form was after the High Republic. Maybe she went through a change. Who knows?
oh, she
So
turned
maybe
into an
her
egg.
final
Oh,
form.
you're right. She could have gone into a
Frieza
cocoon.
from Dragon
Come
Ball.
out of fucking right. She could have gone into a cocoon and came out of fucking lizard person. That sounds right. Woo.
Who knows? Maybe she
All
got the friggin' fused with a
little bit
Dragon.
CGI, John.
Oh,
A little bit. It's
After
not
all,
hard.
we are just amateurs. It's not easy for us to create magic. So
Oh no, we are. But when you could go on your iPhone and like
Easy
you
for
could
me to
become a
criticize
squid,
magic.
I think you could put some hair on it. Like, I don't know. Her final form, what?
Yeah,
that
it's
was
Final
awesome,
Fantasy.
John.
Final
He's
Fantasy,
making up.
you know?
He's making up.
All right, so the Acolyte trailer, it breaks records for most views for any Star Wars trailer. I'm not sure if it broke Disney records or not. I didn't look, but I know it broke the Lucasfilm record with 51 million views in the first 24 hours.
Which is good.
People are excited.
You know what the
People-
funny part about it
Some
is
people.
like I forgot that like because I talked to somebody and they're like, oh yeah, I go, it's kind of like a sizzler, and they're like, well, no, it's all. I go, well, it's not all new stuff. We've seen it all before,
Yeah, we saw most of it before.
and they're like, it's like 3 or 4 new scenes, and they're like, we have. I was like,
Most people didn't see it.
oh
Yeah.
shit, like I didn't realize like people. Oh, down left because I was talking to the guys at the card thing the night before, and they're all stoked. I was like, yeah, I think we're gonna get maybe some new scenes, but it's pretty much. And they looked at me like I was on crack, and I was like. And then I talked to Lopez, and he's like, "We've never seen a trailer before." I go, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "We've reviewed the trailer like 18 times. It came out at Celebration. We gave you screenshots of all this shit." And he's like, "Yeah, oh, I forgot about that because we never actually saw a trailer." And I was like, "Oh, well, you didn't? Yeah, okay." So I mean,
maybe Wayseeker wasn't on that night.
well, he's seen it.
No, it's before I got my haircut. He only watched me after. I got
Oh,
my haircut.
yeah. But what I'm saying is like 4 people already have seen it. Like we knew most of that stuff in that trailer. A lot of that fighting scene. We knew the parts with the Jedi Knight talking to we knew a bunch of the parts. We knew 90% of that trailer. But still, man, to break that record, hell yeah, baby. Like people are excited about this.
Mhm.
People are really excited about this.
I
Yeah,
just hope-
next week I'll try to do. Or in 2 weeks, I'll try to. Do
Oh,
some fan art.
internet's back. No, it's not.
I'll try to do some fan art because there's been a lot of really cool fan art for the Acolyte that's already seen, and I'll try to put some of that together in 2 weeks.
I still love this. Her final form. What? That was the greatest thing. Dom, God bless you. That was the greatest thing you.
Oh,
said.
that did not. That
Like,
picture
all
did
year.
not go through.
What is that?
It worked fine on my computer. I don't know what happened. I don't know
Wait,
how
what?
to say. Don't worry about that picture.
What the?
That's not the final form of that picture.
There you go.
BK, you missed
I
it.
was right. Vernestra transformed.
You missed it. He did give us the insider about it. Something about Vernestra transforming in a cocoon.
All right. So, Acolyte Showrunner came out this week and had to explain why she purposely hired a writer who has never seen Star Wars before. And she also confirmed the Acolyte did not use the volume at all. And I'm
That's
excited.
why she doesn't have the hair.
We already knew
I'm
both those
excited
things,
about
though,
both of these things. This is
I
really
think we already
good.
knew both of them.
What?
I think we already knew both those things. I think they said that early on that it wouldn't use the volume and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she explained why she did it. So why did she do it?
She wanted somebody in there because she's such a big Star Wars fan, and most of the people who develop Star Wars are such big Star Wars fan, they could just focus on if the story's good. And not focus on bringing in and adding Easter eggs and all that other stuff.
Hold on. We got to shout out some people real quickly. TXB900, congratulations on the membership. Cosmic One got one too from Pete, from us, I guess. Stan, good job. Lady V, awesome. Lady V usually turns in. It's good to see her. She usually gets a fight, puts BK in his place. And the Comic Chef, good to see you, Chef. Always love seeing you. Congratulations on you guys' memberships. All right, go ahead. I think it's a good idea. I think this actually should help. You should have
writers.
I don't
wanted.
I'm not against it either because I think if somebody that's really into Star Wars, there's always that temptation to make everything lead towards the Skywalkers or whatever. So maybe this will, keep.
Also,
this is way before the Skywalkers, but
also too, Jedi. I think we're having the same thing. Like we just started getting into playing the cards, right? The TCG, and then like when Wayseeker and JJ talk about it, they don't realize what they're saying are words that made no sense to us. Like even when me and you were talking about it, I was like, hey, just don't worry, go through this and you'll be able to get it. Like, and you did. Like you start picking up on it, enjoyed it more. Like I think sometimes having that insight of people who don't know as much as like Star Wars does have a problem with a lot of us. And we talked about this the other day, accidentally gatekeeping people, right? Like we just get so nerded out that we're like, and this is why you can't use this force power. And this is why this and this and that. And you don't even explain it. You just breeze over it. And like some people have to know that the guy who voiced Kanan Jarrus is an asshole. Like they have to know that, but you have to explain why. You can't just call him an asshole all the time.
I think the goal of doing something like that, and I think it's always been the goal of all TV shows and movies and stuff like that. When you're already in like a universe like Marvel or Star Wars or whatever, when you're a fan of it, you can kind of get lost in the weeds as you're creating. And it, like Marco says, it keeps out any potential new people. So, to bring in new people to the fandom as like an introductory point, you can't be already deep in the weeds when you start. So.
Jedi will never do timelines because we ruined it for him when he first started here. Because all we talked about were fucking timelines, bro. We ruined it. We absolutely ruined it for him, and that's what we don't need. So, yeah.
Can I just add real quick, since you brought up me and Marco being kind of novice at that game, and this really has nothing to do with the story, but I'm going to throw it in right now. As me and Marco get better, you're going to see those mats behind Wayseeker. They're going to start disappearing as we get better.
You're going to take it from me?
You're going to play for Matt?
No, we're going to win
Pink
them
slips?
Oh, you said win them.
What are you going to wager? Worth me wagering my mats? That's what I want to know. I'm interested to hear what you are going to wager.
Let me think on it.
Hawaii Islands.
You have to remember, John, Wayseeker is my apprentice.
No,
just go ahead. Go ahead.
You are the apprentice now.
He may have to remind you too much of Ghostbusters now.
Please.
All right. And this one's going to be Matt.
See, there she is. You cut her off so that we couldn't make fun of how she's bald. Look at how she's got nice hair over there.
Star Wars Acolyte episode links came out as well, and we were hoping they were going to be longer, and they're not. Most of the episodes will be around 30 minutes. A couple episodes will be closer to that 40-minute mark. Episodes, though, good news, are going to drop at 9 p.m. Eastern, so we don't have to stay.
But we're getting the double, right? We're starting with the double.
We're going to get double of the first one.
I'll take the double.
First drop.
I'll take the double. I'll take a double. Even though most of the double.
I don't think you're ever going to see longer episodes on Disney Plus. I just don't think it's the format they want.
Yeah, I think they've learned their lesson. Yeah.
Because, it's not just a Star Wars thing. Most Marvel shows are not an hour long. It's not an HBO length or whatever you want to call it. So.
And also too, it's not a bad thing, right? We got those drops all the time, and they were okay. There's a 2-part thing, right? For one, it's nice that we can break them up. We even have that problem with, well, Bad Batch sucks. They should put those together. But like with some of the other shows, they would give us a whole drop, and then you can't discuss them really because you got to go through all of them at once, where you can break these up into pieces. People can actually get excited for a week and get the expectation for the next week to get excited. Dom sites can make bullshit up for a couple days. You know what I mean? Like, it's all the new way of doing things now, right? You're not getting 50,000 commercial. Think about like when you used to watch TV, right? A TGI Friday, right? And then like you'd watch Saturday morning cartoons, and guess what? They drop a commercial from last night's TGI Friday for the next episode, dude. And they get you still hyped throughout the week. Or maybe you catch something on Nickelodeon. You can't
what
do
does that
that.
have to do with the episode length?
What do you mean?
You're talking about like
I'm just saying dropping. I'm just saying dropping in general because like even I'm just saying dropping in general. Like 40 minutes is still fine. Like if you get 2 30s together, a 40-minute, a 40 and a third, like 40 is not.
That's
bad.
only one time. That's only the opening.
Yeah, but it's 40 minutes without commercials.
Personally, I think in a serial where you're doing a week to week in streaming, it should be longer than 30 minutes or 40 minutes. Just my thought.
What?
But
well,
your episode lengths should be longer. For one drop a week, because it's just the first episode. Just the first episode is the double drop. Then you got 6 weeks of 30-minute episodes.
Drop them like less than an hour. They were doing movie formats for a long time. That's why a lot of the episodes were like less to make a movie format. Never a TV show. They just got the new people in for the TV stuff to try to make it work. So maybe later on, the next shows we get might be an hour. Who knows? But everything.
I'm just saying, like, we're getting 40 minutes of showtime.
That's normal. Regular that's short. 40 minutes of showtime isn't even an
hour-long show. Is an hour-long network television.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's 47 minutes is a network television
42.
show
42
without the
is
commercials.
Show.
Oh my
God.
42.
So
Either way,
we're
30 minutes
over
is not
2 minutes.
The same. It's not the same. It's
short.
It's too short.
2 minutes short.
But that's if you're on the longest. A lot of them are also closer to 30 minutes.
All right. Well, I guess if you got to find something to not be.
But if you look at other formats where they don't have commercials, like the way HBO used to release weekly serials, it was closer to an hour or sometimes 80 minutes.
Yeah.
Disney Plus is about the only one that goes that short.
Well, I don't know. I don't have a problem with it. I
found the reason why this girl's bald now, because she's going through a menopause stage. That's why she's bald. There you go.
Jesus.
She's 150 years old, Dom.
She passed menopause a long time ago, bro.
She's pretty old. That's true.
Hey, you never know, because she's older. Her species menopause is later.
Wow. Yeah.
Thanks for your medical expertise in the species of whatever Vanessa is.
Is that all we got? All right. Well, we might. What the hell happened here?
I don't know what happened
on here. I can't even get going. All right. Let's get. I don't have toys loaded. I'm gonna have to do that later. Let's get into the Acolyte trailer. I kind of cut it up a different way. Like I said, I tried to keep it a little shorter. We're not going to do the around the horn style that we do with Bad Batch. We'll keep that for later. We have a lot of crap to get through now. All right, the Acolyte.
Well, he's been an hour on news.
Yeah, no, it's all right. So I also wanted to add in a couple things to give the names and kind of descriptions of these people, because I know people are getting some confused. But as Wayseeker said in the news, we're only actually getting one figure out there, or one person from the current High Republic thing. That does not mean that there's not notes of other characters. Like this, should they call her mother too? JJ, would you like to say what her name is before I murder it?
Anastasia?
Yeah, Anastasia. All right. So she's the leader of a coven of witches who value their independence and preservation of the Force. It says of the Force. We cut that short or whatever. But you saw her show up many times. You also, we'll get to a little point of this later when we start pointing her out, but she did remind us of the other mother. If you guys remember, the mother of the open hand, which became the mother of the closed hand, which became, there's a lot of linkage between what she was looking like in her parts. She also even has, go ahead.
I was going to say also with the kind of the tribal feeling Dathomir witches.
Yeah, a combination of the two, right?
Sort of. Seems that way.
Yeah, seemed that way. That's where I was going to go with this. I kept looking, I searched everywhere because the thing that she had on her head had more of that Dathomir feeling to me. I looked through scenes. I didn't comb back through all of Ahsoka, but it sure did feel. The only thing I kept seeing was like that, what Dom referred to as the world between worlds thing turned out to be a planetary map. But it definitely, I think if you comb through all the witches stuff, you might actually see something out there, which would be kind of interesting. I just think it's different take. We got this character right here. Her name is May. They pretty much said she's an assassin. We got some great scenes of her. It looks like we get to see at least her flashbacks, her running through a forest that's burning. By the way, I think we've all seen the clip, if you watch the trailer, about the one kid in there saying that.
Yeah, it's definitely her.
Yeah, you think it was her?
I think it was her.
I think it was too. I wasn't going to go that far. Go ahead. What's that, Dom?
It's the village burning down. The Jedi didn't save her. That's what she's flashing back. If that's the case, you know.
Except for the problem with that is she'd already have been. Your sister and sister theory doesn't work if she's the girl that's already in a. No,
that's her. That's the assassin right now. That's her running right there. That's
Dom, I understand what you're saying, but what you have said in your theory is there's two girls in a village.
There's two girls, two sisters.
Except for here's the problem with that.
What?
She in the trailer, this character, a lot of people are crediting as being the Jedi. What's it called? The Padawan who says, "All I see is a lot of burning." That little girl turns into May, who is this girl in there. So under your theory of two girls living in a village, she's way older than that kid there running through the village. That's like her as a teenager.
That's a flashback. That figure with soul. That's going to be a flashback. She's going to be thinking about it.
She'd be a baby, Dom.
Yeah, if she's having back to when she was a kid.
Okay.
Can somebody please explain?
I think what Dom is saying, and I
try to give him all the pictures to help him out with the timeline too.
Let me finish before you interrupt. I think what Dom is saying, it works in a probable way if maybe one of the two things, either that flashback is of her sister, or the flashback is her, and this is her running through that burning village trying to find her sister or family or whatever. Because it almost looks like she's in Jedi robes in that silhouette. But
in this one,
a little bit.
She's got a crop top. It looks almost identical to the outfit she's wearing.
Well, look,
I probably grows. I don't know. Whatever.
I don't see that one.
I do think though that it is the only reason that I think that kind of links up. Yes, I hear you, Lacey. The only thing that kind of links up is the character that's on the top does look like it's in Jedi robes, and they look like they have acknowledgement for each other. Dom, we'll show you which girl everybody's saying she is. Here are the rest of the people that we saw. Just so you know, that cannot be burning out. Well, I mean, I guess it could, but they've already given a name. They've given a description. That's a Wookiee that is a loner and lives by himself in solitaire. We get Jack, who is a Padawan apprentice. You see her. You see Indira. And everybody says, I mean, they tell you that she's going on this mission undercover to find out the Sith thing and then comes back. The question I have is about Master Soul. Does it seem like he's aging through that trailer? Like right now, that scene we see right there, it looks like he's like using the mind trick that there's a person that he's talking to, and the person's freaking out like they've seen the worst thing ever. And he's using the Force to calm the person's mind. Do you think that is a lot? Does it look like he aged a lot since when he was talking to the younglings?
I think a lot of this flashback. That's another thing too. You got to, it's the parts they're putting in. Maybe later on, it could be later on in the timeline that he's doing that part, or that could be the same timeline with the kids. It's hard to tell. It's
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, all right. Well, I mean, this is who you get. So you get all your little characters here. That's their backgrounds, and then of course you get Rowan. They gave us a scene of her opening doors with her hands. I mean, they explained the whole thing and how she kind of pulled back from the order and pretty much had just been meditating for the last 50 years or so. So I don't know what they're doing with her, but we'll see.
They got
the
that
younglings
stuff going. The adventurous bull chick thing she's going with. There you go.
Yeah, she started to grow dots on her head too, I guess.
I mean, we've already seen her do this. I think that's the way seeker mentality is what we saw her do for a year, and she came back.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that we see her pull back from the order because, I mean, I think she has some serious questions about the order even already in phase 3.
May does seem to be one of the great characters. You actually see her, or at least it appears to be her stabbing this Jedi, which was cool as hell. I thought that was cool. I mean, they had Inera talking over it, or Soul, one of the two, so it didn't take it. But if you slowed it down, you can definitely see this dude's got a beard, and she's going straight for him. She's also got the dagger and the chest plate that she uses later, which is so it means they're actually gonna, like, with a primitive weapon, they're gonna be killing Jedi, which I thought was kind of cool. I don't know what you guys thought about that. Nobody? All right, cool. Either way, kind of cool. Dom, here you go. You always ask for multi-aliens, all different types.
Yes.
We're giving it to you. Are you happy?
I like that. I like that.
Is there a Star Wars show that doesn't have that?
I don't know. He just always makes a big deal about it, so I pulled out 2 scenes with multiple aliens. This is the scene I was talking about. In the bottom, Dom, the girl that's behind the
girl
orange
that's
person.
Fire. Yes. I know what you're talking about.
So I guess my question to you in your theory is, if she's the sister and in the village when it's burning, you're telling me that girl is running when it's burning, and I'm going to go back to her. She looks way younger.
That girl is her. I think it's just a girl, a Jedi that's.
Oh, it's just a random Jedi. It's not her.
Yeah, I don't think it's her. I think
maybe it's her sister.
You're going to see the flashback. It's going to start off with the village. You're going to see that. That's probably going to be the scene you start off with, and then it's going to jump forward. That's what's going to happen. But the funniest part about this scene, when he goes, close your eyes, alien can't even damn close his eyes. That's the funniest scene. The alien's eyes are like wide open.
Tom,
he can't close his eyes.
That is actually fucking funny. That's really funny. And it's kind of funny.
Maybe the eyelids are on the inside. We just don't know.
Yeah, maybe the sister does have ice power. I don't know, man. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't. You know what? Like I said, you know how they do videos.
Wouldn't the sister have to be? You said the sister dies, though, in your theory, Don. Wouldn't she have to be alive to be frozen?
No, the sister doesn't die. The sister doesn't die. The Jedi.
Why she have a grudge against the Jedi?
No, because the Jedi's were supposed to protect the village by giving the sister to the Jedi. They said, in return, you got to protect us from these raiders or aliens. They never showed up with the aliens, and they destroyed the entire village, killed everybody, and the other sister was left. And that's why she wants to kill the Jedi, because they didn't hold their part of the bargain of after they gave her sister away.
Can I improve your theory? Can I improve your theory, Dom?
Yeah.
Can I improve your theory? Okay.
No, you can't. That is the most thing I've ever heard.
Let me go.
How do you
hold on.
Theory? How do you get a theory like that out of this stupid?
Let me go. I can go with it here, because I can take it like this. Here, let me take it
from Reddit.
So, Dom, it's not aliens or raiders. Technically, it's that mother group of the witch cults, and they actually are trying to make the Jedi look bad. So they purposely burn her city, and then as she runs, they act as a protector, and then brainwash her to become an assassin, saying, "Hey, the Jedi left you there," and everything. Yeah, makes perfect sense.
They pulled a Sidious.
Yes, they call Sidious.
Pulling a Sidious.
Hey, remember, this timeline has to show Dark Plagueis and friggin' Doctor.
I affirm this theory. If you're going to start affirming theories, I'm affirming that one.
Which one?
The one from John.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's it. Give him the bell. That comment.
That's the theory.
That the one that can't close his eyes, dreaming of shrimp. He gets the bell.
Ring the bell.
Oh, that's funny.
Fried shrimp, grilled shrimp.
Give Dom credit. I did think it was cool seeing all the lightsabers pop
Oh,
out.
that was badass.
I mean, I think that got everybody back excited. We kind of saw this before, but it was great to see it.
Yeah, but say the same as before.
Yeah. It still is cool. And then, we saw this kind of too, but we saw this in the hand. And then it gets to the question of the first question everybody asked me is, well, what Sith is that? Which,
look, this is going to be a debate.
Dom,
this
is how you troll Dom Wayseeker. This is how you do it. Go ahead, Dom.
Saying the debate on who's going to be, because remember, the Sith have been
for it.
There's
a whole segment.
Hold on. Go, Dom. Go. Let him go.
So who's the Sith going to be? Because remember, Mundi said that you haven't seen the Sith in a millennium in the Phantom Menace. So who can the Sith be? They're in the shadows. So
that's a great question. And with that everybody loved the trailer though, right? We all love the trailer. Yes. Jedi, anything rad with the trailer?
No, I didn't get it as excited about it as you guys did, because I'm concerned about something. But
this is the fact that there's kung fu in Star Wars. That's the thing that kind of bothered me. I don't know. Does that bother anybody else?
No, not at all.
I'm interested in what Jedi, but I actually thought the show was fine.
I'm not done yet. I got a couple other things.
It didn't make me more excited for the show.
Wayseeker thinks this is Pol Koon, by the way.
I don't know if it's Pol. It could be Po's sister or niece, because we also know his niece is a Jedi, Shah. It could be Shah Koon.
Wouldn't his niece be younger than him, though?
But he's 400 yeers old, according to legends. He was born in 382.
The same thing Yoda. Yoda could be around too somewhere.
So, like, yeah, the niece is younger. He by legends things, he's 300 now, and she's 250. So, like, could be either of them. So it could be Shah. Shah's in the comics too. It could be Shah Koon.
This is kind
Marco
of
Marco doesn't care about Shah Koon at all.
Whatever. I don't think it's gonna be any of those people.
It's gonna definitely be one of the two. I'm putting.
Yeah.
I mean, odds
are. Okay, this is why. Because then it's a Dave thing. If Pol Koon's there, it's a fucking Dave thing.
It's a Dave thing. Sure.
Which will piss me off. I just don't want it there.
I would love to see Monsal Rowe actually be in this, but he's not.
He's dead. He's dead. It's 100 some years after that. He's dead.
Dude.
He's not dead.
Dude, the Eveready don't live that long. He's dead.
He's in carbonite, or he's fucking in a bathtub tank.
How do you know that?
It's Lobot.
It's Lobot.
There is 0% chance.
Nah, I know.
Lobot before they wiped his memory.
Zero.
I hope they at least give him a shout out. I hope a name is dropped, something. But
for what?
Why? Why is he important? He's not important anymore. He's dead. That's why
he's not dead yet. He's not dead.
It's a
yet.
clone. It's a clone. Guys, dude, Wayseeker, you are pulling a Dom, and this is funny because this is usually the Dom. I'm so sure and positive bullshit that I'm just gonna spin it any way I can fucking get it. And dude, wait, you're welcome, Dom. You're welcome for trolling him. Also, too, I looked at this again while I pulled this scene. I was going to show it earlier, but then you look at the three people in the background. They don't look like Jedi.
They're not.
Did you notice that?
They're not.
I kind of pulled them up. They really do. They're on the right and the left are them.
They're part of the
coven. Look at
coven.
the one on the Yeah, part of the
part
coven.
of the coven.
They look like people that are part of that coven, dude, which is kind of cool too, because the Jedi get fully surrounded.
Bows,
which means there's a relationship. Because a lot of people were saying that this character right here is May, the assassin. I don't think it is. I think it's the mother, and I think they have met with the mother and they're having pretty deep conversations with her. So, all right, we could get through this. Wayseeker is the gatekeeper. Yeah, there you go. All right, we can get through this, and we will get into the other part, and this is where we can just go even like irregardless speculation that we haven't already, like with Pol Koon.
But I want to hear Jedi's. I want to hear what Jedi had to say about what he didn't like.
Yeah, Jedi. What did you say? What didn't you like about the trailer?
No, I guess it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't. Just wasn't anything that got me super excited. It was a trailer. My fear, though. And maybe you guys can talk me down off this ledge. Is so we see this at the towards the end of the trailer. There's a bunch of lightsabers, and then there's the red lightsaber that goes swishing through. I want a good Sith. That's all. I almost sound like Dom.
Oh, you're not getting a good Sith,
but I want a good Sith. If it turns out to be some white chick and dark makeup, then I'm going to be pissed. You know, give me like
you know what?
What he's saying is he wants a red, like the Sith, the actual species,
like an alien Sith.
Yeah, like no, the species, the Sith, like that type of thing.
Yeah.
Like the species, not just
like something different. You know, like who's the red Twi'lek from the
Talon.
Yeah, Talon. Yeah, so
he wants like a non-humanoid species. That's what he wants.
If it turns out just to be some force strong, pissed off again white chick with
white dude.
Well, looking at that hand, you maybe.
Yeah, it's a white hand, dude. I mean,
so that's.
I know if it's feminine or male, but
that scene might be cut differently. You might think that part is part of. I don't think that's part of that. I think it's something else.
Catching the lightsaber.
Yeah, I don't think it could be the way they spliced it to make it think it's the same type of scene.
Maybe
it could be something else.
Go ahead, Dom. Tell us. I might as well go. I want to hear.
What? Tell us what? I'm just saying.
Well, what do you
think? He said it.
What are you saying though?
He's saying that the scene. He's saying
no, JJ. No, that's not what he's saying.
Yes, it is. He's saying that the scene where they ignite their lightsabers and the scene where the lightsaber is thrown could be two different scenes, and they splice it together. I get that trailer, part. Which they do. That's all he's saying.
No, he was saying the hand part. I thought he was saying the hand is not catching the lightsaber.
No, it's not. It's basically. I think that's two different scenes. I think they're throwing us off. there's something else. So I don't know what it is, but that's a different scene altogether.
Yeah, they're all different scenes.
I know.
So okay. All right. I thought you had something good. I thought you were going into like your usual like it's not really a Sith that they're going to change the color of the lightsaber and something else. All right, so we're going over a couple Siths. I don't think. Oh man, this is bad. What are we doing, JJ? Go ahead.
Oh, are we doing this now? Okay.
No, we got to do the Sith thing now. What else are we going to do? Go into comics?
So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to, as quickly as I can, and you guys can ask questions or whatever you want, but I'm going to dispel some of the more popular guesses that have been, or at least put odds to them. Maybe not dispel them, but some more popular guesses that have been put out there. So first, real quick, is Dagan Gera. So this actually kind of fits almost timeline-wise. Not to get sorry Jedi on the timeline thing, but he is a High Republic Jedi who does turn against the Jedi, and he has a red lightsaber. Of course, it's double bladed. We don't really see that in the thing, but at the same time, what's missing here that rules him out the most? You think
the robe?
No.
Yes, again.
A hand?
Yellow
A
eyes.
hand.
I don't know.
Catches it in a right hand. He's got no right arm.
Oh, yeah. That's tough. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. They can change that, though. They have no problem changing that. They can change it.
Well,
that's why they only showed one hand.
Cut off prior to when this would take place. So.
Maybe that is why they only showed one hand. That's all they showed was his like hand. Yeah, before it got cut off.
It's the wrong hand, though.
It doesn't matter. They can change that around. You know that.
Well, you can change anything around as far as that goes.
All right. This one, it's 100% not this.
Yeah.
It's 100% not the other one, though. So
yeah, I know that too. But
it could be I don't even know why people are thinking this is who this is, but he's way too old.
This is
about 3,000 years off.
Right? This is the Mephisto of this, right? Like this name keeps coming up over and over again, and it's just like an impossibility. Dom, it is an impossibility. We're gonna ask Dom who he feels out of these guys is gonna come up. Maybe
also the other reason he's disqualified is he's not a Darth anymore at this point. He got redeemed as a Jedi, so he was only a Darth for a little while. So
yeah, we don't know. At Legends, he got redeemed, but we don't know what canon he'll ever get redeemed. So who knows?
He doesn't exist in canon.
He exists. His name's been dropped.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
he exists. We don't
go
know
ahead, Dom. Dom's got something to say.
I have anything to say. Look, we're going through all these possibilities. It's going to be nothing. It's going to be something different. A new person.
Wait for the end.
Go ahead.
Damn
it. All right.
Darth Bane. Close, but still too old. About 1,000 years early. It was the Master Rule tool. The only thing, the one outside shot of why it still could be Bane is there's a question of whether or not Bane kind of went along with the can his ghost kind of possess people thing. We don't really know that, but other than that, he's dead.
Hey, somebody went to Wikipedia real quickly. And they're saying you're wrong. You got cybernetic.
Only
that's
also in a back tank.
BK doesn't know how to use Wikipedia. So, like, if you as anybody else, we would agree with you. But BK literally.
Oh, he does. He's a master of it. All right, Bane's great.
I didn't know BK was such a Dagan fan. Then he really thought Dagan was going to be the.
This is the only thing I'll say about Bane is they try to They've tried to shoo him into a lot of stuff so far, and especially like the Pol Koon thing, the Pol Koon Wayseeker theory. Like they are waiting for the day.
He was killed about 900 years before this.
I get it, dude. I get it.
Same with Dark Crate. He was killed about 200 years after this takes place. So
we don't know. I totally think they could redo timeline. We know nothing about Dark Crate. Dark Crate hasn't even been mentioned in Legends. So this one is way more.
That's why I didn't put it's not a chance. It's a 500 to 1 chance.
Oh, I'd put this one way higher than Bane because Bane they aren't going to bring back. So,
like, dude, what do you mean? They've tried to bring him back. David said it's his goal to bring him back again.
It could be 100 to 1. I'd totally buy it
on either one of these. I think these two have got great shots at it.
I think Crate's a little more likely only because Crate. So whoever they put in, if it's a new Darth, if it's somebody we don't know yet or something has to happen to them at some point, right? For them to not be around for the Clone Wars era and everything else. And I think it was Bane being who he is, unless it was like some sort of crappy resurrection like they did in the stupid 9th movie type thing. It'd be easier to take a character like Fate or somebody like that and kill him off quickly.
I wouldn't mind it being him, but they have to fit in the timeline. Look, you got Plagueis.
No, you don't.
Plagueis is alive at this time.
No, we don't know Plagueis is alive
Wait,
yet.
we don't know
Absolutely not true.
Dom, also wait. Yeah, wait.
There's like 10 of these.
But we don't know Plagueis is alive, Dom. We don't have a
You guys can
backstory.
debate
Wait, just
it.
wait. Hey, Wayseeker. He said,
isn't
Jay,
canon.
Wayseeker. He said, wait. We'll let
Wait
Dom
for it.
get over there, but
We'll
JJ
get to
said,
it.
wait.
You can prep your arguments. It's like
Yes,
slides
prep your
from now.
arguments. All right.
So there's Dana.
Okay,
For
JJ,
those
I'm
unaware.
sorry. I'm sorry I made
Are
you
you-
do this. I'm sorry I made you
know,
do this,
see.
dude. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Dana is, for those unaware, Darth Dana was Darth Bane's apprentice.
Yes.
She killed Darth Bane. That's why we know Darth Bane is dead.
Yes.
And Legends, though, from there it's Legends. So we don't know. We don't know if we know at some point she had to have died because there's other Sith Lords that kind of take her title, but we don't know how she died or even when she died or whatnot. But so
You don't think
there's
they're
a
gonna
slight
do it?
possibility that she can still be alive.
This is Jedi's nightmare right here. White chick Sith with dark makeup on her
Yeah,
eyes.
this is
This is
Jedi's
exactly who he said he
worst pick.
didn't want.
This
is
is exactly
exactly
just
it.
50-1 because of Jedi.
Yeah, 50-1.
Yeah.
I think you're way out of pocket with these odds, bro, on this one.
Well, the only reason I put it like this is too actually Jedi's pick of like, it's an easy character to do. It's a white female that paints her face.
Yes. Well, they obviously didn't do much with Verdestra Row because they didn't even give her freaking.
And you
hair.
don't know what her fate is, so you don't know, has she been in stasis or whatever? You have no idea.
All right, who else you got? Oh,
Your
Killer
favorite,
Croc.
Darth Killer Croc,
This
aka
is
Darth
zero.
Crawl.
Zero.
Nope, 0 chance with the hand. It's not a freaking alien hand.
That was going to be one of my points. Very good, Dom.
No, wait, but unless they're deceiving us.
That's what I was trying to get at earlier. That's what I was looking for. That, JJ, when you interrupted me and said, no, he doesn't have anything else to say, he had that in him, and you killed it, JJ. Go ahead, Dom. What do you got?
You know what? Listen, the hand, like I said, it's funny how they can make us see things and put things in the trailers and make things happen without the actual the final product. So it could be anybody. We're talking about all these guys and girls. We don't know what it possibly be. And you know what? There could be a chance they're using somebody from the High Republic to be part of this, as a Darth and making them a primary.
Here's the problem.
This is the least likely. We know from the timeline.
Dude, now that I look at him, he doesn't look like a crocodile. He kind of looks like
we know from the
dog.
timeline
He
that
only
Darth
looks like
Maul
Crocodile and
was
Mayhew's
before
brother.
Darth Bane. That when the story we have, we know he's older than Darth Bane. That makes this one
I was
is a
about to say,
zero.
the only problem with that is you see him in the High Republic, but you see him in a vision that Kiwi has, which is actually a vision of the far past.
But also,
Old
too,
Republic.
she said there's nobody in the High Republic books that are going to be in this
Zero.
show.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Zero.
But
Give me Zaina. Zaina has high chances. This one.
Well, when she said that,
Why does-
I took that as she meant books, as in like the novels, not the comics. But I highly doubt she reads the comics. But anyways,
I don't know.
she
I
might. I
heard
don't
her
know.
talk at celebrations. She seemed like she had pretty well knowledge of most of the stuff. Oh, Jesus.
This one's high. This one's high. This is probably like 25-1.
All right, Wayseeker, take it. Tell us why you.
No, Moment's been in everything. Moment is like
Go.
Charles
I threw this one
Soule's
in
like
for
dream
Wayseeker.
lover.
It's gonna come up.
And
The
Moment has like this ability to go in through time with a Moment's machine. So we know Moment's old, but like, why not bring back this?
Sounds
thing
like somebody bought a lot of Moment books. This is the problem with Moment. This is the problem with Moment. He's like he is like Darth Vader on steroids with how many like parts he has on him. Like, I don't think it's a deep fake with the human hand that Dom is saying. I think it's probably realistic. But this guy's a half a freaking what's his name? Grievous at this point. So
Yeah, and Wave Seeker, this is not no bad sexual lover here.
That's no, not at all. But let's say this though: just because you saw one Sith doesn't mean there's not more.
I don't think we're gonna get any Sith.
That's
I
true.
think
Also-
Dark Force users, but the Sith are better in the shadows. We don't know.
Well, a reason why Moment's a little higher up there, his story takes place in the comics. Originally, was born in like old Republic times, like 1200 years before this would take place, as far as Acolyte goes.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he can also basically sort of revive himself via possession.
Yeah, he could do whatever. He could be anywhere he wants to be.
So more or less on the timeline,
20
it doesn't really matter too much for a moment.
25 to 1. Put that money down right now. If somebody was taking bets, I would put money on this one.
Wayseeker, I will tell you, probably never gambled before. Don't start today. All right.
Just like my last point on the last slide, though, I don't know that many people read the comics as far as show creators go. So,
I mean, I bet you. Well, I mean, there is a link though. That I mean, she has said that she's had conversations with the whole group, and that one of the big people in that group has been pushing this character for a very long time. So
this has been tossed around a little bit. The only reason it's 100 to 1, I don't think it's her. I'll tell you why I don't think it's her in a second. But the only reason why it's 100 to 1 is it fits perfectly as far as, again, I hate to say it, the timeline goes, where we know at some point she drops out of the Jedi Order altogether, and she also becomes a master, and she's powerful. And it could be that when she drops out of the Order, she becomes a Sith. She's one of the Lost 20. The only reason I say that is because she is one of the Lost 20 does not mean you turn to the dark side and become a Sith. Just because it even actually Palpatine in a book, I think it was a Plagueis book or something, when he was researching the Lost 20, he said he was disappointed because a lot of the Lost 20 didn't become combatants. They didn't become dark side users. They just dropped out.
Yeah, I mean, everybody thinks Dooku all the time, but
yeah. So Dooku was kind of the exception.
Yeah. I mean, everybody's going to remember it because they think, but once again, I don't think it was smoke and mirrors because they've been saying it for a long time. That's only one character from the High Republic books. And you can't pass over on Kiwi because she's on every damn book.
Well, the question to that is, though, if she is a dark Kiwi and a Darth, is that a different character?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No. Jedi, would you be happy about this?
For a long time, they considered Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker two different characters. Just saying.
Who's they?
As far as the canon goes,
just saying,
the whole line of in the first movie, your father's dead. Anakin
that's because he didn't know. JJ, that's because he didn't know. He didn't know. It's because he didn't know.
But we don't know. We don't know.
Lucas thought they were two different people.
JJ's turning into Dom now. What is going on?
The point is, it could be her and you not know it.
You know what, JJ?
Jedi.
Theory. There you go.
If Kiwi was where it was scantily clad in this, would that satisfy your need? If she was the dark side user,
I don't know what you think my needs are.
Well, because Talon, I guess Talon is what you didn't want just a regular plain person. You wanted Talon, and we all.
I don't think
we know what that's code for. Old guys being creepy characters. What?
I mean, Kiwi's probably. I don't know how old she is, but anyway, I won't go there. But she's probably too young. I would say though that kind of going back to if it's Kiwi, then doesn't that, even though we kind of know because you guys have said that she's one of the lost Jedi or whatever, but if it's Kiwi, doesn't that kind of spoil a lot of the stuff that's going on? Because right now Kiwi's still the the hero for the main part of Phase 3.
Hold on. I agree. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, fish up, and then I got something to say.
No. I mean, that was pretty much my point. Is if they suddenly make her a villain in the Acolyte, then that kind of spoils everything they're doing with her in the comics and the novels.
Okay.
Right now,
to the chat before JJ gets way too much hate for this. This isn't JJ's opinion. This is the internet. JJ went to the internet. We sent him to a couple sites where the rumors were being put there, and he took the most upped. Not thumbs up, but most upped rumors and use those characters.
Order, but
yeah, and use those characters. Okay, these aren't JJ's. What up, Kyle?
The actual odds are totally made up. I didn't even really think of them.
Yeah, he just put odds to it, which he made up. Yeah, but yeah, Jedi, I think you have a very valid point. It would ruin everything. It would ruin the rest.
Well, I don't know. To that point, though, I'm not so sure it would, because there's two methods of introducing her as a thing. Is like I said, you introduce her one as a Darth Vader type character where you don't know her identity right away.
Oh, because she could.
You don't know that she's TV Trinus.
Yeah, she could.
Yeah, you may not know till a second season or something. Yeah. And the other way you can do it is it's 6 weeks. Let's say it's the last episode that you figure out who the Sith is, right? It's 6 weeks from, actually 7 weeks from what, June 4th?
Yeah, June 4th.
So that's a lot of time in High Republic stories for something else to come out between now and then.
What are we at? 6? Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean that's 4, 8. That's another 8. That's 6. That's around the time.
I mean, yeah, they could always do something like that. But looking at, and we haven't reviewed the comic yet, but by looking at what happened in the comic, yeah, something would have to happen pretty quickly, even in the comics, to make her take that turn.
Yeah, and I honestly don't think she will. I don't think if she leaves the Order. I think because something happens.
Get out here!
I don't think she becomes a Sith.
Hey, real quickly, just a pause to shamelessly plug Kyle. What's going on in chat? Make sure you're checking out Kyle. He's starting an Etsy store where you can find great merchandise. He's working on a couple things. His mom and his sister have made some great art with him. Magnets, air fresheners, whatever you can get. They will be going live on Etsy. Kyle, I don't know when, but we'll let you know about that. Okay. All right. Next one up. Let's go.
So this one was floated on the internet quite a bit. Darth Tenebrous, who, for the unaware, is actually Plagueis' master.
Yes.
Plagueis was his apprentice. It's an interesting character in the fact that, yes, Plagueis does kill him at some point.
Yes.
Rather nefariously. But at the same time, he also created a lot of things that kind of... Plagueis had this obsession with extending his life, and a lot of it came from Tenebrous. Yes. Tenebrous even created things that... He created kind of a virus in Legends. This is Legends, mind you, not canon. He created a virus that basically dulled the Jedi's sensitivity to the dark side of the Force. A lot of people think the reason why they couldn't sense a Sith for hundreds of years or whatever prior to the Clone Wars is because he created that virus and released it amongst the Jedi. Now, I don't know. Maybe he's kind of the mastermind that they're showing in this end of this High Republic. Hard to say. But that's why he's 75-1.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that one. That one to me seems...
And he's a humanoid, but an alien, so he fits Jedi's criteria of being an alien Sith.
Yeah. What do you think about a butthead Sith? Do you want a butthead Sith Jedi?
You could change how he looks, though. Like,
yeah, you give him armor or some other thing. You know.
So
I don't know. He doesn't look too scary. He looks like he be playing. He looks like he should be playing in a band in with cantina somewhere.
Without the tentacles, he reminds me of the thing that Will Smith punches in Independence Day in the face.
Yeah, I really do think that what Jedi really meant was nobody's going to satisfy it except for Talon or a form that looks exactly like Talon, if you know what we're saying. Okay, next up.
Darth Sidious, which unfortunately I put at high odds. He would be basically in a Sith apprentice. He'd be very young at this point. He'd just be becoming an apprentice to Plagueis. But that doesn't mean they won't fit in the timeline. It doesn't mean they won't shift things a little bit.
Yeah, they can shift the timeline. You're right. They could shift
8 years older or whatever.
But wasn't he from Naboo? So he wouldn't. I mean, I get it. You can play fast and loose. You can play fast and loose.
And also, he seems to pop up in every damn thing, unfortunately, and probably will pop up in this. So that's why I put him kind of up.
He also shows up in, not to say that he couldn't be evil or whatever, because he could be masking, using the dark side to mask his appearance. But I mean, he also shows up in Disciple. Was it Disciple?
Yeah,
Jedi Lost, basically. Jedi Lost.
Dooku, yeah, he does. Mm-hmm.
He shows up in there where he's I don't know if he's a new senator or whatever, but
he's young though. That's what I'm saying. Young. That's where it'd be really iffy because you've already have him
young,
as young. So
0.
Anything else?
0.
Oh,
but this one is all about Lopez right here.
It is.
Yeah. If Lopez was here, he'd just grab this. This one's kind of the odds-on favorite I see tossed around the most as far as internet rumors go. Basically, he fits the timeline well. We know he turned Sidious at some point. He would be the only Sith that's kind of known to exist around this time. He's already introduced in canon via, I guess, a third-party story or whatever you want to call it. We haven't actually seen him. Yeah. But, if somebody's going to introduce himself, the only thing that I have issue-wise with him is he went through painstaking efforts to keep himself hidden. No. I don't know that he would unless somehow all those Jedi die that see him in this show, or somehow you don't know who he is, one of the two, I don't think it would be him. But.
Well, listen, you know what? The alien race, the alien race who Plagueis is are in the Acolyte. They're bankers, so you don't know.
Well, that's what his family did, not the race. But yes,
I know, but you don't know it's going to be one of them.
it's not a race of bankers, Dom.
I know, I'm just saying.
The Jedi are gonna go take out a loan, and there's Plagueis going, "Yo,
No, Plagueis.
what's up?"
Plagueis was a banker.
I
before. That's how he cut.
You're
don't have the right
gonna kill off the Jedi by applying.
Wait, hold on, Dom, go with it. Sorry, I should have done that because now everybody's
I'm just saying the fact is that he was. That's how he started off. He started off as that and worked his way up to become a Sith.
Okay,
so if you reject people on their credit score, you will be a Sith one day. Is that what you're saying?
That's
Bad
half true.
credit turns you to a Sith.
First off, that's half true. That's not.
Oh my
It's
God.
not necessarily true. Being his
bank-
family did that. His family was very wealthy, and his family did that. But he himself used
It's all part of
his
the career
family's
ladder.
connections and his identity through his family as a cover. That was the whole point. He was a Sith the whole time.
You start as a bank teller, and you just work your way up to Sith.
No, yeah. How go to school? Yeah, a dark degree. Yeah, he got a dark degree after he became a certain level of banker.
And the final and probably, unfortunately, most obvious option is dark. We made them up, which is who the hell knows? It'll just be whoever they decide it will be. It probably won't be anybody we know.
So
I got one word for you. Who the most likely is after you're done? Go ahead, Marco.
So this is where it was. I asked him to put in this character named Kanan. It was a Darth Kanan, and
It makes no sense.
it does because
He's not a Darth. He's an apprentice.
He's apprentice,
He's Sidious.
but he
He's like
came
a
from a
prophet.
cult. Hold on, he came from a cult. Which there's a cult connection there. He was a little wizardy, and I don't think they're actually using that character, but I think that type of character is what they're going to use. They're going to use a apprentice who wasn't really, because like he was an apprentice to Darth Hippie. Fuck, like I mean, he wasn't really an apprentice. Huh?
It was Sidious. He's too young to be actually him.
I'm just saying that they're going to use that style of person where he
Well,
was
that's what
like,
they always do, right? So
yeah.
You're right, though. I completely agree with you. Headland has said that she's a big extended universe fan too. So
and that's why I think they're
totally think it'll be somebody from the extended universe.
Yeah,
but not them. It'll just be based basically on that character.
And I think that's the character. You could already see it with the like Covenant and stuff. Like if you see that character and you know that she likes that type of stuff, like that's the character is going to be based on. I think because you could just put that anywhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
y'all are missing the greatest Sith.
I don't know who this
we've
is.
got mentioned so far that wasn't on this list.
You're welcome. Bats, fire, Ace of Spades, fire, bats, thumb. Y'all are
Dark
awesome.
Millennial. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Dark All right, Dom. Who do you think it's going to be?
Me personally, I think it's going to be a new person made up. It's going to be somebody maybe from the extended universe. None of these, I think, all these theories put out there, it's great, but they're going to go their own way. It's going to be a brand new character that they're going to make up
Red Yoda.
a Dark Force user. I don't think you're going to see a major Sith. You're going to hear about the Sith, but it's going to be Dark Force users. I don't think it's going to be anybody.
TK thinks it's going to be a Red Yoda. That's like talent. I
How
don't
cool would
know.
that be, a Red Yoda? Crimson Yoda.
All right. I do. At the end of comics, we got a lot of comics to get through, but at the end, I did look at some of the books related to maybe some characters JJ mentioned because of the rumors and maybe some character that we saw. So we'll get into that. Anybody else? Jedi? Anybody have a last word? Jedi, you still think talent's a good call? Okay, good. Wayseeker, would you like to ruin everything and talk over people and not let Don do his thing?
It's gonna be Moment.
It's not gonna be Moment.
It's gonna be Moment.
Don't bet.
Moment's
Don't
got
bet.
the highest odds. I would put money on Moment if I had to put money on anybody.
JJ
right.
made up those odds. It's not even real odds.
Yeah, it's not real odds. He made them up. He literally just made up.
It's definitely not
He
real.
literally just made this shit up.
Don't go to Vegas.
Vegas to come out with real odds.
Yeah, don't go to Vegas and try to
with
put
real odds?
$200 on
Yeah.
Darth
No,
Moment. I don't think it's
$100
gonna
on
work.
Moment.
He just made it up. All right, we're gonna fly through Jango Fett. It wasn't a bad storyline. I actually thought this was a better storyline from. There's a couple species that they have going at it. They don't trust each other, but they build a thing. Then these bad dudes come in looking like whatever, but it was at least sweet because they were shooting down all the guards who had guns, like the Imperial Guard people. That was kind of cool.
Could be nice.
And that
Could be nice.
it's gonna be nubs, dude. That'd be hilarious. They end up having to go with Jango because they don't trust the Jedi, because one of the people is a Jedi. Wait, who's the Jedi they were talking about too? Wasn't it Poku? Let's see what it was. No, it was Kate Fisto, because Kate Fisto was the same species. We got a couple cool bar scenes with them fighting, lots of action, which is what you want. Real cool thing was Singh showing up, and then we get Slave One. There you go. Everybody happy? Yeah, Dom's happy. Cool. It was actually a pretty decent read. I'm glad they didn't screw this one up like they did with Boba Fett. Next up, the High Republic at 125 is terrible and sells for penny on the dollar. All right, so we get killer. For all those people that don't know, Skier's gone crazy. D is kind of helping out Kiwi, and kind of not, because all of a sudden we get the off the top rope from Skier, and then D ends up cracking a rock over his head and taking a lightsaber to his back, which for some reason the lightsaber does not kill him. I didn't know Skier was like impossible to kill, but apparently a lightsaber doesn't kill him. We get Kiwi defending D after Skier gets pissed because he now was tickled with a lightsaber, I guess. She starts crying, giving him a hug. He's coming back. And then we get to see a little kid. That's cool. That's who the witch is going to be in the TV show, just so you guys know. All right, next up.
That's Yakambi, too. That's the thing.
I did the
High Republic. They're Yakambi. That is the... We saw them in High Republic Phase 2.
Oh, yeah, the Kandi. Yeah, the religion.
They're a dark side cult. And I think the Yakambi is actually what we're going to see in the
TV show. Yeah, in the Acolyte. That does look a lot like it. Okay, but there was another part to this book with the twins. This is very interesting for those people that were waiting. There is a nameless on the planet. The twins are, and so is Goop. They're trying to get affected by it. One of the twins falls in there, starts to see. I was like, damn, dude, they brought the dang gear back.
I was like, somebody's pissed.
Yeah, I was mad. I was so mad when I saw this page. But it got better because it's kind of answered the question, like, because we know it's been happening, but how is it happening? Apparently, since they now have the knowledge that that the Nameless are doing this, they can somehow break glass. And when they break glass, they then just kill the Nameless or shock it somehow. We haven't figured that out. But they brought back an old character that everybody loves, or do they? They brought back the troll person from Phase 2. He is using the gauntlet that he had in Phase 2. I will tell you, when I discussed this stuff with the people at the card game, they were very nice to say that they love Phase 1 and they're still struggling to get through Phase 2. I'm not sure bringing back Phase 2 characters is the right decision. Wayseeker's the only one that does. All right.
Exactly.
Good book, though.
I like Tay. Tay's a good character.
Yeah, at least.
They kind of have to tie it in at some point, though, right?
They do. And
I guess, and if this is how they're going to tie it in, fine. Hopefully, I mean, whatever.
Otherwise,
I'm just saying.
I guessed it would have been Ty or Tay.
Well, we got Tay. We also got
tie-in point.
We also got the Ukambi as a tie-in. So I mean, they are trying to tie it in, and I think both of these
which we saw in Phase 2.
We're actually both seeing those are pretty good tie-ins. I mean, they're not getting us the crappy stuff with like the Shield Woman and Mac and some of those crappy characters.
Sunshine and whatever it was.
Yeah. Oh, the twins.
The twins are good.
I love the twins though; they're fun. All right, next up is Vision. I haven't heard a single person say a bad thing about this book. We get a story about this is actually kind of cool. It was a story about a Force user that ends up seeing the future of him being attacked and his droid going over to a new Force user. They do this little thing with Ewoks and everything. He's fishing. Any book that you got fishing is pretty dupe. Watching fireworks shit. He's hanging out. All of a sudden, he's like, hey, listen, I have this vision of this youngling or younger person coming over and you're hanging out with him and you get your foot repaired. He's like, I'm going to die soon anyways. Those two get in a battle. He dies, and the young guy takes him by, and they explain how the robot got his little hat and starts walking in the desert with his hat from his old master. I'm not going to give the whole thing away. Read it. It was good. Thrawn. We get the Grist. They look like shit. There they are. Half of them are dead. There's more. They trick the soldiers. The only part of this book that's good is the actual Darth Vader Thrawn part. The Anakin part sucks, so I refuse to put it in the book. We do get healing pods. But Thrawn does make a comment real quickly about how he thought they were clone pods. Go ahead.
No, I just thought this was cool. I really enjoyed how they did this. I mean, this is one of the better parts of the story.
Yeah.
It's the weird part to me, though, is we're still only halfway through the book. And we have
they've only got like 2 more books. One, two.
One.
Because it's 5.
Yeah,
I mean, go ahead, JJ. Jedi?
No, say I haven't been reading Thrawn, but and this is the first time I see these pods. Is that a tie-in to the pods we saw in the Ahsoka series?
Maybe.
Possibly, don't know, but
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, they did bring it up. I will tell you that they could have just cut out all the Anakin stuff because that stuff's fucking trash. It's horrible.
It was
I think they
trash in the
did.
book too.
Yeah,
well,
it's trash.
they cut out all the Padme stuff, well, at least so far.
Yeah, I
some
cut all that
Padme
stuff out.
Yeah.
I cut it out when I was reviewing this because it wasn't cool. The dagger thing was dope, but he pulls all the daggers. They're back to the bar. I told you the bartender was going to have a lot to do here. He brings up the this is where Thrawn kind of brings up the whole Grist thing again, and like maybe there's something else behind it. They show a picture to the bartender. The bartender says, "Yeah, that's scary." They talk a little bit more about the healing pods, and Vader says, "I'm taking the healing pods with me." It's a solid book, except for the Anakin stuff. What?
Why do there's a bunch of Batman behind them? Like one-eyed Batman.
Oh no, that's the ships from up.
I
That's where he's
know.
saying that. Yeah, I know.
I know.
Yeah.
It looks that way.
It is.
They ruined the Grisk though. That was the thing that makes
Grist
me
look like shit. Yeah, they did.
like this is what we've been looking for, waiting for. Like, what are these
See what they actually
characters
look
going
like.
to look like?
I don't know that many people have been waiting on the Grist.
I don't know either because I really do think that they are just like they're the not the MacGuffin, but like I think they're just. I don't think they're really the big threat. I think there's something bigger
No.
behind them.
Yeah.
So coming
Used
soon,
on Vong.
huh? What?
They used on Vong. I know the Grisk is used on Vong. They changed the thing.
No, there's somebody behind the Grist. There's a bigger power behind the Grist.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
Well,
I
they
just
said
think
it in one of the books.
I just think it's a
Wait for that
different
third part of the
Yeah,
trilogy.
it's
That's
That's
never
true.
going to happen because Filoni's never going to let it happen. So
Yeah, well.
that's it.
We'll see. Except for when Acolyte does really good, and then they're like, "Wow, we could actually make something good. It's better than the phone universe." Obi-Wan Kenobi is coming out next week. Okay,
There you go.
there's a 25.
After
There's
you
a
knock
125.
cover,
Spoiler alert! If I didn't cover it later, that 125 is going for like $7. So
Well, the first appearance of Omega on the cover there.
not go. It's not. Yeah.
Mm.
All right. FOC. Good Lord, the 1-100 by Frank Miller. Shitty, dude. We love ugly. There's some good covers for this black and white. Number 1 for Darth Vader. There is
He's
a
getting
Frank Miller
electrocuted.
regular cover in a 1-100. It is horribly ugly. You know what that means? It's probably going to sell because ugly colors has been selling.
No, it's not. It's not going to sell. I understand
Oh,
ugly
yeah.
Thrawn sells. Ugly Maul is not going to sell.
It's Frank
Yeah.
Miller.
Yeah, well.
You tell that to the other fucking ugly books. This isn't just a
Yeah.
Star Wars thing. This is
If
an
that ugly ass
Frank Miller
Thrawn
stuff.
Chevy can sell. I think it was going to
Yeah.
sell. 'Cause it's
All
Frank
right.
Miller and it's
Frank
ugly.
Miller
son.
sells,
If
man.
this thing
Did
it
it,
goes,
did it. He's too legit
this
to
thing
quit.
goes for over $100, the 1-100.
Looks like a tattoo.
I'll be
Oh, it's going
shocked.
over. He's going to go for over 100.
I like how his legs are just like, I don't know. They look like rubber. Like he's just like stretched them like
Dude,
a Stretch
ever since
Armstrong.
Ever since I told him a couple years ago that I thought he was dead and he was looking pretty good,
Are
he's
those
come out
his
with some
legs?
terrible covers. Yeah, those are his
That's
legs.
his legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So is the one on the left?
Yes,
is that a
he gave
125 or what is that?
Did I mark the 125? This is the 125. The one on the right.
Yeah, the
No.
portrait or whatever.
I like the one. I like the
The one on the far left?
Yeah.
That's just the movie poster cover.
I love that cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a movie poster, 1-100. I can't remember what they called the other one in the 125. The 125 I think is really cool. I like that. Fet's also got Fet number 2 coming out. We got the 1-25 is what it is. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about these covers. The read's pretty decent though. So there's that.
Is that one in is that second one from the left? Is that the same artist that did that was it Johnson that did the Boba Fett helmet
No,
with the reflection in it?
Oh, you're talking about the A cover? Yeah.
No,
the
the
left.
second one from the left.
That's the main cover. Yeah, that's the main cover.
The one with
Oh, that's the main
thing
cover,
on it.
the one
Yeah.
with what's her name on it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You also
Oh.
have a cover with Django on it,
Still, who's the artist?
with Mace Windu coming at him through the reflection in his helmet. The original Django book.
Okay. So there we go. Next up. Oh, I want to go back to last week because we were looking at a couple of these books. The high for a couple of weeks ago for the Star Wars Adventures with the cover or whatever was $20. Average sale now is going down to about $5.67 on the A cover. Still hard to find the B cover. Last sale was $3.99. I didn't include that in the average sale for the A cover, but it is definitely coming down. So maybe now's the time to stop scoping it. I know there's a lot of offers out there for $12, $14, $16 asking, but eventually that's going to tap out, I think. The Vision cover, although on Wednesday we saw a high of $38, it drastically started falling, has fallen down to about an average of $18 this week. So if you want that 125, it's cool. But now's probably the time to get that. However, the 1 in 100, it's fucking around and finding out. We had that huge 191 early pre-sale that we just noted. We had the week before 159.99. It started off on Wednesday going 141.59 and steadily gaining to the last two sales being 163.82. And I think today 174.99. This does not look like it's cooling down. People are loving this cover. So good luck.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
They love the series.
I would have to get one eventually.
Yeah, good luck. It's gonna be
okay. That's probably the hottest Star Wars artist right now too.
Yeah, he's doing really good, and the inside's good too. I mean, it's everything about it's good. Everything's about it's good. Next up, Star Wars Thrawn. Number 3, the 125, the ugly cover. We had leading up the week of 59.95, 59.99, and 33.24. The average the week of, that is, I'm considering Wednesday and thereon, 46.99. The last sale for this, it started growing back up. It started going back up too. A lot of those sales were in the 42 range and up. Last sale was 61.99. Also one that ugly selling and hasn't fallen off yet. But Wayseeker has decided not to heed our warnings and thinks Frank Miller cover is not going to sell.
Nope.
Okay. Good luck with that.
That's
All
not
right.
the same. One is Thrawn. Everybody loves Thrawn.
Everybody loves Frank Miller. He's not dead. Okay.
Nobody likes Frank Miller. Look at the chat. Nobody in the chat likes Frank Miller.
Frank Miller. No, as a person, he's cool. People like him. Yeah, people
Well,
collect him.
fine.
They line up all the time for him. They line up for his art. Okay. Obi-Wan Kenobi's 125 is currently selling for $12.95, and it's going down. Like down. So good luck with that. Okay, we added in, because of the Bane talk earlier, I figured we'd throw a couple books. Maybe these are just to entertain Darth Lopez, but then he went to bed already, so whatever. After the trailer dropped, I just looked at the sales after the trailer dropped. Wasn't tons of sales. And the only reason I'm doing the A cover is because the A cover was $10. For some reason, I think people misunderstood and started buying the A cover for double price, $20. Where the B cover, which is where you see the little thing, cameo there's a cameo of Plagueis in that B cover. Supposedly, actually, it's just a robe. It's just a robe, right, JJ? It's just a robe. You're muted, but it's just a robe. Yes.
That's issue 1 and 2 of 2 different books. It's not AB.
They were selling them. No, what? Yeah, I know it's the return. They're selling. Yes, they're selling these as pairs. I will tell you. I'll explain in a minute. But yeah, so number 2, when they're selling 2, yes, it's just the robes. Correct?
2 is yeah.
They're just the robes of Plague. So some people say it's cameo, some people say it's first, but really it's cameo of it. Was $20, now selling for $35. And people are selling sets of this for some reason. The sets were $10, and now the sets are going for $30. I don't understand this, JJ. Can you explain it to me?
I don't know why the book on the left is referenced at all, but the one on the right, this is only comic appearance, more or less.
Yeah, it's all. I mean, it really is but I don't understand this. If you can find the sets, it has been a couple sets that have sold this way. Feel free to split them up. And by the way, they'll all say newsstand on it too. Good luck with that. So there you go. I'm glad you enjoyed that.
Lopez. Direct sales on it.
Can't wait till he sees this and I get 5 missed phone calls tomorrow. All right. Yeah. What'd you say, JJ?
They all list them as newsstands despite the barcode.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Sales.
It all says newsstands on it. Speaking of saying newsstands on everything too, it's because they copy the.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we got Bane, and technically we got, what's Darth Zayna's name before? Is it Rain? It's Rain, right?
Yes. Yeah, we got Rain, but not. Yeah,
we got Rain, but not Zayna.
Not
I mean,
Zayna.
it's her like non-Sith conversion thing, and blowing up kids' hands. This was averaging about $24. It's averaging about $24, highs of 36. The book that everybody loves, however, is the DF. It's gold foiled. It's very interesting how a lot of these are listed. I didn't want to go too far back. I did want to show up the next couple that had sold because it doesn't sell a lot. There's a 9.6 for $687.40. 701. That's what this book is at. It has nothing to do with the trailer, but some did sell recently because of it, I guess, or they just sold. And this is also our book of the day or listing of the day because a Raw did sell very recently within the last couple of days for $249.99. It says, please refer to picture for details, picture of the actual item you are buying. And this time, I typically don't do this, even though people always ask for it. But this time I did. I decided to show you the pictures so you can judge for yourself the condition of this book.
Ooh. That color up?
I don't know. It's in a bag on a board.
Yeah, it could just be glare.
It's in a bag on a board. And they didn't show the back or any of
it. Could be a nice copy.
Yeah.
It could be.
Judge for yourself.
It
Refer to
could
those
be
pictures, okay?
Once again, these are I'm not
Joke's
fucking
on you.
around.
Joke's
Please
on you,
refer
it's
to
just the
pictures for
cover.
details.
Could be anywhere between an 8.0 and a 9.6 from that cover. That's what I would say.
Well, the back cover could be ripped off. It could be.
It
Where's
could
the-
be. I'm
It
just
could be
saying.
just the cover.
From right there.
Just the cover. There's no,
I would
nothing
put this
else, just
between
the
an
front
8.0 and
cover.
a 9.6. So good luck.
But I will tell you this: if you like, I would do this. I'll be honest with you. I understand. I'm not knocking the seller for this. I would do this because there was an actual seller who sold it. Actually, I could say it. Red 5 sold one of these right around the same time that this sold. He took actually like 7 pictures. I think Red 5 is a friend of Bruce's or something like that. He's been on this show before. Hasn't he? I think he has. So,
There's
anyways,
2 red 5s. There's 2 red 5s. One's
Well,
a friend
whatever.
of yours, one's a friend of mine. They came on the show.
okay, is it a friend of yours? Somebody's friend sold this book, and they took like 7 pictures, showed everything, showed all the indentions. It looked about the same as this. It sold like within 24 hours or within a couple days, and it sold for a decent amount less.
I will
So
give him a
don't-
tiny bit of credit for keeping the Dynamic Forces sticker on there. And
Yeah,
everything.
fair. But don't do that. Just take the book from now on, take 2 pictures, and send it. That's all you got to do. Put it in an extra bag and board, send it. Who cares?
wonder if
with
it's ever
a
been
cleaner
out of the
press and
bag.
9.8.
Those stickers are kind of hard to like peel off and keep intact. So I wonder if it's ever actually been out of the bag.
I'm telling you, if you're going to list comics, do this. It's working out for you. You'll sell for like another $60 or $70, dude.
I have a feeling a lot of people who buy comics don't even read the description.
But you know this is.
Well,
you
they
do
don't.
understand- Hey,
They
you
don't.
guys understand this isn't just single bag and board. This is double bag and board, right? You get that, right? Yeah. Okay. So the Korean dude, BK, cheers to you. Korean Press 9.8. Yeah. We could use the magic wheel and just decide what it is there.
Here's a question:
Yes.
Is that the original backboard with that? Because that the holographic sticker that's holding
On the inside, it is. Yeah. But that's
Okay.
Yeah,
you can
it
tell
looks like
that
it's never been opened.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
never
kind
been
of.
open.
Okay.
Yeah, but Dom, here's the problem with it. You got a bag and board on there. Keep moving it around,
Rub.
Yeah.
especially on that golden. That shit can't be fixed. All right. So these are a couple other books. Here it is, and this is. It used to be, and let me explain this. So
5 went for what?
what?
What the 5 sell for?
Yeah. So these were selling a lot. I did a before and after. So this is first of row is actually number 2. Number 3, some people were trying to say that was the first full. That's gone completely out. Nobody's buying that at all. Marvel's now trying to push that 5 is the first because we know because of how they're doing the thing.
Yeah.
It seems like, but everybody, including like Star Wars fandom, just everybody universally who's an actual fan considers 2 the first appearance. Okay. We can just, that's what we'll say. Everybody considers 2 the first. If you, Marvel's doing what Marvel does. But those number two for a 9.8 was selling before Monday for 20. There was one sold for $22. Not a lot sold, but like 6 months ago, one sold for $22. Now, there was 2 sales after the trailer for $50 and $62. Still, it's dirt cheap for a 9.8 for a character that's showing up. And the 1 in 25, that's what this bottom cover there is for number 2, was $37. That was the last sale for it. It is now doubled almost the price, going for $63.75.
It's such
Yeah,
a
still
good
cheap,
cover.
still
I love that cover. I think it's a good Kiwi cover.
Those are for 98.
Good
I
job.
probably should just put them in the thing. Now, the other one, the one that Marvel's trying to push on the free comic book day thing and getting people confused, CGC 9.8 is selling. Most recently, it wasn't selling at all. It just wasn't selling. but it has sold recently for $89, and the raw average prices were going for $14. The raw average on the number 2 is all over the place. Mainly, like it went up to about $8-9. You know what I mean? It's not anything we're talking about. The 1 in 25, however, one sale for $179.99 out of the blue. But the raw around the same time was selling for an average of $17.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
None.
No, it does. Grab 17s, grade them real quickly, get a 9.8. Throw it out there.
Whoever just
Don't
bought the
do that.
179s on crack is more like
By
Oh, do it. Do it.
By the time it comes back, you're gonna be losing your money.
Hey, post on it. No, post on it. First appearance, super rare. By the way, none of these shits are rare. The print run on this shit is fucking disgusting. Put on it. I'm sorry. There's a bunch of
Marco's
also
turning into a car salesman right
there's
now.
also a bunch of store exclusives. Like I've never seen as many store exclusives that came out for these first like 8. So tons of copies. But here, just put on it. Super rare fire emoji. Never seen before. Low census numbers. Fire.
Exclusives.
What's that?
I have all the exclusives where they drop.
You wasted a lot of fucking money. We were telling you while you were buying them.
I got a bunch.
Actually, by 5 they kind of had backed off some, but there's still a lot.
I think like if you
don't
go
think
back
Five
and
has
watch,
any.
I think it's funny
I
now.
think 5 had was it a Mayhew or didn't it have
7
like a
does.
Mayhew of what's the one
5,
that has
5 does.
Geos?
5 does. Geos, it's 5.
Oh,
Is it
Geos
Geos?
is 5?
Yeah.
I got that set.
If you listen to us, you
I
didn't
lost
do
money on
bad.
that
If
one.
you didn't, then you lost a lot of money. For some reason, you guys wouldn't listen. And now you hear a lot of people talking about how, store exclusives, whatever. But once again, buy what you like. Just don't overspend on it. And that's all we've got for those. I was going to do more, but I ran out of time because I had to put together some stupid bracket thing that we're doing eventually.
Bracket time.
No, but before we get into brackets, let's get into. Oh yeah, we could. You guys want to do brackets because you're all here? It's gonna be quick.
We're doing comics.
All right, I did the wheel. You guys didn't know about it. This is how it turned out. Witter versus, believe Young versus Frizen.
I like my chances on Scotty.
Oh, I don't. You who? Oh, I know. You might not. But won't go versus Hughes. I'm going to send all these over to Pete afterwards. We're going to put it up as a poll starting on Monday. You guys can vote on the poll. You can vote live. You can vote underneath the thing. Vote early. Vote often. This is not a democracy. You can vote 20 times. I will count every 20 votes. The only votes I won't count are the guys that are on the panel. I'll only count their votes for one. But yeah, vote all you want, dude. All right. Don't worry, we're also getting Star Wars Unlimited stuff too and going over some of those cards. All right, here we go. Oops, I didn't put the winner in there. Who was the winner?
Winner lost.
Forfeit.
Believe one. There you go. Who was winner, by the way?
Jedi.
I don't know.
No,
No,
Jedi
I'm the
was
lead.
no. It was you.
No, he's the lead.
Basically, you didn't give me any of your picks.
I gave you Noto.
No,
And I gave
wait.
you Noto and winner
Oh
was you.
no, it was Dom. And what happened was Dom tried to use a store exclusive, and I told him multiple times no store exclusive.
So he's
The store
disqualified.
exclusive was hot.
Disqualified.
It doesn't matter. It was a store exclusive. Everybody, the main chat.
Dom's team.
I said no. I said yes. I gave him fucking 20 covers to choose from.
There's like
He goes, "Can I choose a store exclusive?" I said
Like
no.
Witter did like an entire AFA run.
After run. Yeah. He then went to the main chat where you guys are like, "This is a hot cover, but it's exclusive. We can't use it." Dom goes, "You sure I can't use it?" I said, "No, it's exclusive." And then his internet went
The
out.
winner just got disqualified.
We won't disqualify him because his internet went out. We'll allow him to resubmit.
Oh,
All right.
Excuses.
yeah, boo, boo.
Next
Oh, yeah, so I don't even get to make my pitch for.
No,
Go ahead and make your pitch. Go ahead and make your pitch.
Well, I don't know. I feel like I'm at a disadvantage now because Dom can like.
Well, hey, listen. If
you know,
everybody just keeps putting Dom DQ, then he got DQ'd on winner.
DQ.
Yeah,
I'm with David
sucks
Bowie.
'cause there's a lot of
I'm
IFR covers.
disqualifying it.
This is why I hate doing this shit. I really hate doing this shit. This is torture. Like
You were supposed to be Dom's advisor in this contest.
You were.
I can't tell
Drop
you.
the ball.
Hold on.
Just gotta follow
No.
the rules.
You were
Hold
horrible.
on. Hold on. How many times in the general chat did I say, "Hey Dom,
I
left some
know
things in the mess"?
Hey, listen. Hey, look. Unfortunately, I took the damn store exclusives that look freaking hot. What do you want me to do? I'm sorry. That's
That was the opposite of what we were supposed to do.
Because that one store exclusive would have took everybody out.
But Marco, you should have just put something in there. You should have put something in there.
No, that's then I get accused of cheating again.
That's fine. No. It's better than this.
But you guys were supposed to be a team.
You're a team.
No, I said I'd help. Give him covers.
Help is a team. Help is a team.
No, but then I'd be accused of pushing his thing up every time.
There's no
Jedi, would you like to defend this cover or move along? You got a quick W.
Well, it depends. I mean, do I get the automatic W or
you get the win?
You get the win. I say give him the win.
You got the win. You got the win. You're moving on.
Okay. Well, this is a great cover by Maleev. You got you got the walkers in the background. You got Vader coming, leading the charge. It's just. You got the reflection in the water. It's just a great cover.
I will tell you this. I did. If you sent me like textless a version of this, whatever played better, I put up there. So just know that's
Wait,
true.
so you did stack the deck.
I did it.
This is Star Wars 25 for those.
I did for everybody.
Star Wars 25.
You didn't let us know that.
That's what they gave me. They didn't. They just gave me. They just give it to me. Go ahead. Star Wars 25. Thank you, Jedi.
Yeah. That's it. The winner.
John, I gave him all the answers.
Because my other one's gonna.
He didn't turn the paper
fail
in
miserably, so I need this.
Hold on.
Marco is as good at this game as he's good at Star Wars Unlimited, which means
this is bullshit. This is bullshit. I literally gave him the cheat sheet. I gave him all the answers.
Marco's the kid in the class project that does the work and just expects all the credit in the end.
Yep. That's not what happened. Young in prison. Here you guys go. Young, we get with Wayseeker. Go ahead and pitch us on this Young title.
Scotty Young has the best Kanan cover as a kid that we've ever seen.
This is fucking
That's
horrible.
It. That's all I got. It's horrible.
It's
horrible.
This segment was your idea, and you fucking don't even pitch it.
Why do I get Scotty Young? Why do we put this person on the wheel? It's prison.
Go ahead, JJ. You're the other person who's in charge of this fucking train wreck. So please try to make this at least a little bit entertaining.
So far, this is not a train wreck because this prison cover is one of the best covers of that year. It is one of the most sought after Afra covers, and it makes Scotty Young look like trash. So that's all I gotta say.
It's true. It's true. I agree with JJ. I vote for
JJ. I don't think anything Wayseeker could have thrown up would beat the prison. I personally would have went with the Star Wars with the Vader #1 from 2015. The Scotty Young, but even that's probably not going to beat prison. It's a bad draw.
They all suck.
You could have pitched it differently. You can't just say this guy sucks. You guys
don't suck.
But you were the guys that put them in there.
He sucks.
All right, Dom. Now, Grandoff, defend it.
Wait. Virgin covers out of nowhere.
That's what he submitted.
But there's no virgin cover.
There's no virgin on that cover.
There wasn't a Virgin 25 either. That was his regular art.
It's a regular. It's just a cover.
There was the virgin was the 1 in 100. I believe.
There's no version of this one.
There's no version.
It doesn't matter.
Right again. Dom's disqualified.
No, he's not. This is fire. Go ahead.
Version to this. It's just a picture of the cover of Vader 3.
We're deciding the artwork. It looks good. Yes, Dom. That's all you have, though. Come on, Dom. Defend it better than that.
Why? But it's the artwork. It's without the cover, without the lettering on top. It's just it is the actual book.
Don't talk about that.
Yeah,
talk
I know
about
that.
why.
But why is it good?
Tom's not even trying to sell it because he's going up against Boba Fett. He's tanking.
A shitty Boba Fett cover. He's taking it against a shitty Boba Fett cover.
It's got Bosk on it. You know that's not shitty.
Listen,
this is the best Afra cover ever. It's sexy Afra. It's the best Afra cover to this date, actually.
Not only that, also it's got the Killjoys on it, which everybody loves. And what number is this? What number is this?
That's 3.
And it's her first appearance too, which is awesome because everybody loves that character. It's great. Huh?
Tommy Lomax has a point. Who's Gandalf?
Who's Gandalf? Another disqualified because Marco can't spell. He cheats. He can't spell.
Bullshit! Because I took that off of the thing that was spun last week. I just took it out of the wheel, so that was taken off your guys' chat. Okay, Noda, let's go, Noda.
That's a good Noda cover. I love Boba Fett here on the colors in the background. You got Slave One back there. You got Boss. You got Balance.
Not even a high res picture. Looks like shit.
I use an actual cover.
It looked like shit. You didn't send a high res pic. It looks terrible. Looks like nonsense behind it. Sketch cover.
It is a very good Boba Fett color. This is the 1 in 25. It's Yeah, it's one of Minoto's best.
You fucking wanted to play this game, Wayseeker. You put in these artists, and then you drew two of the worst. Not only that, you gave a worse cover for Noto that you could have.
Noto's good. I like Noto.
Yeah, he is, but he gave this cover. He's throwing the game.
Tom, do you not love this cover?
Hey, yeah, I have it. I have that cover.
It's a great cover.
You know, it's a nice cover, but you know what? The Grandolph cover is done because he actually draws after his wife. So he made a sexy ass Dr. Afra modeling his wife on the cover. So win-win there.
Damn.
End the story.
Some insider news. I did not know that.
Over. Grandolph the Wise is one.
Noto is going to win this one. The chat
Wayseeker, you threw this game. You're
an
an asshole, Wayseeker.
This cheating
You
bullshit.
first off, you're Scotty
Not
Young.
even
You're the
Virgin
best
Virgin.
Scotty Young,
Can't
and
spell
then
the
you
name.
put this piece of shit out
on
here.
there when you do it too, because everyone's
This
like,
is bottom
"Good,
5
Noto."
fucking books, Wayseeker. Bottom 5 of his collection. You know what you're doing.
There's so many. No,
Hey, just because you visit that dump hole Cleveland this week doesn't mean you got to put dog doo-doo out here.
Go find a better Noto cover.
All right, next up, that's Wayseeker got disqualified. I'm not even putting these up as polls. This is fucking embarrassing. Hughes, that's JJ versus Momoka. At least, hey, I changed the background. I'll be honest, I changed the background because the background didn't work with the books. It looks better this way, so I'm giving you both a fair shot. Go ahead, JJ.
So this, in my opinion, is one of the better Boba Fett covers of all time. It's a clear cover buy. There's no reason to buy this book, although in collection,
the story inside's funny. It's
amazing
funny
Boba Fett cover.
I have that book. Great.
That is very Western motif. We always talk about how Mandalorian kind of had that Western motif when it came out. This thing kind of inspired. Looks a little bit like a Night Firefly cover too, as far as the Western thing goes. Great cover by Hughes, especially for a one shot. Fantastic cover.
Well, the inside's fun. Yeah. Go ahead, Jedi. You're gonna be tough here.
So this is obviously Momoko. It's one of her best, probably her best artwork. There is some versions of this. I was not allowed to use them because they are exclusives, and I follow the rules. So this is what you're going to get with the trade dress. It is Momoko. She kind of departs from her normal palette. Momoko's normally like a lot of like pastel, kind of like festive Easter kind of colors. This is a little bit different for color palettes, very dark to fit Vader, but it's Momoko usually does a lot of the like anime style, happy. This obviously is Vader looking very grim and angry. So I think had I thought Momoko would get past the first round, I might have saved this one and used her Sabe. I really wanted to use this one, but I really didn't think Momoko was going to get past the first round because you either love her or you hate her, and so
I got to load up in the first round.
I swung for the fences in the first round because I didn't know what would happen beyond
the chat vote means you might win because like there's some Momoko fans out here that could come out 500 times and vote for Momoko. So
I hate to tell you, it's less of a home run, more of a foul ball because this is still exclusive.
That's the incentive.
The trade and the Virgin were both exclusives.
Yes, they were.
See the RE retailer exclusive.
RI is good. RE is good. Bad, yeah. But still,
you're still alive with Maleev. You're still alive.
So much.
Why did he get disqualified?
Because he used
exclusive.
Disqualified.
And Marco didn't
what's the vote on? Everybody.
Marco didn't warn me. Marco didn't give me any warnings. Thanks a lot, Marco. I didn't get the warnings that you gave Dom that he ignored.
Yes,
Dom didn't follow them. No.
Hey, at least there was a cover there. Unlike
you
Dom
actually asked. You asked in the chat, and it was voted that no exclusives. And then
well, I saw the RE, and I thought it was an incentive, so that was an honest mistake.
Yeah, honest mistake.
It's cool.
Yeah.
The Noto.
There is a much rarer Virgin exclusive.
Guys, I just would like to say, screw you all.
I
thought
Order
this shit
66
was going to fall apart,
and
it fell apart in week one. Congratulations.
Dude, the chat loved it. They loved it.
You got disqualified too. All right, so how many books? Wait, can we go back to that? How many books do we actually have?
We may already have a winner.
Hughes moving on. Let's see. Hughes moved on.
Hughes moved on.
Well, you got to vote on it.
The Wizard. It doesn't matter.
Vote on it, right?
But Momoko got disqualified. Hughes moves on automatically.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hughes moves on and Maleev moves on automatically.
The other one's got to get voted on.
Yeah.
Put the other two up
Moto
this
and
week,
Granov and
Marco.
Prison and Young.
What's this look
I
like? Does
mean-
it look like Frizen versus? It's going to be Frizen versus.
And then next week it's going to be Maleev versus nothing.
Yeah.
You got. Well, no, but see, the thing is, you can't use the same cover twice. So he
You can't.
I know.
You can't.
That's
You
the
can't.
problem.
There's no other cover that he can use. It's done.
Yeah.
Dude,
Maleev's gonna get like the
hey,
easiest
Hey,
path.
Maleev drew a
Championship
double
game.
bye to the final four.
Vote Young so we can have a match next week.
Dude,
Does the
Hold
City
on.
Prison cover come
I
out
swear
next
to
week?
God,
I don't know
swear,
about it.
I'm gonna make a movie called The Laugh, and freaking Wave Seeker with that laugh, there's a horror flick right there.
dude,
Like the
no,
Joker
wait.
in
For
Batman.
those people that don't know the history of games on Dark Side, Jedi will get to the
They all go
finals and
terribly.
blow it somehow. He's gonna fucking
Yeah.
blow it. He got a double bye to the finals, and he's gonna blow it.
Granov versus
My internet will go
Maleev.
out, and then whoever covers for me will fall asleep, and yeah, it'll be something like that.
Oh my god, that's great. All right, well, that's what we got. So pretty much just believe all the way because Frizen doesn't have another cover.
Young has a chance.
Young does not.
Yeah, you still got to vote on that one. Young could win.
It's
Well,
got,
I mean,
it's
Young
got
has a
chance.
lot of. There's a lot of young fans out there. Yeah, it
Yeah.
just depends on who votes.
Yeah.
I would have chose a different cover, but
Well,
there
he
are
might
a
be.
lot of
Well, he
young
might be
fans.
saving the Vader.
I wanted
cover.
to save something.
Well, I would have.
There's like-
If Frizen's
there's
gonna be
no
the
good
harder of
cover.
the two, I would have taken Frizen. I will use the. That's
I
where
didn't
the,
have a choice for Prison. That was the only one.
But like the Chewy one is tolerable.
oh, yeah, we got to bring. We might be able to bring Steve on to do.
But, like,
yeah,
What other covers do we got that are any good? You got the other Vader one, which is horrible, with like Palpatine making a joke about Vader and the
Well,
No,
little
you've
yeah,
got-
right. The one
his
from 2015 I
2015.
like.
the
those are
2015 is
pedestal.
okay.
Yeah.
But
I
you-
think you'd be surprised if you do the Emperor one. It might get some love.
I hate that cover.
You've got the 2015 Leia one.
Wait,
I think
Seeker,
pretty-
you don't know the audience. You're still pushing a blue fucking teddy bear. So go with whatever you think the opposite. Whatever you think the opposite is probably the right answer. Bud.
Well, what can I do? I actually
Yeah.
love the Noto. That's like one of my favorite Noto covers.
I like the what was it? The young was it Obi-Wan? Was it Obi-Wan and Anakin?
Yeah,
Where they're getting attacked by the Wampa?
that cover sucks.
I like that one.
Yeah. See, you don't know what to do. You should have done those. You should have pieced
You know,
out. You could have pitched that Kanan had first. Oh man, you did so many wrong things.
Well,
All right.
come to think, I really wish that the Vader 3 first Afra did have a virgin cover. That'd be awesome like that. But
Kind of surprised it has been
I
reprinted,
like it with
like in a
trying-
foil virgin or something stupid.
Trying to help,
like that.
trying to help you out there. Trying to help you out. After they say I don't help you out, try
It's
to help
gonna
you out.
be. It's gonna be someday. They'll do one. They'll do one. Don't worry, in Turkish, and it'll be a
no, they're gonna do
Turkish.
50,000 million copies, but there'll be 250 of them.
when Dr. Afra gets announced for television, animation or something. They'll come out.
All right, we're removing this. Oh God, we just went through a bunch of yelling, and we have toys or Bad Batch. I gotta load toys.
Bad Batch.
Yeah, let's do Bad Batch.
Okay, we might leave toys. All right, Bad Batch it is. More yelling by me. Here we go. Let me see what the list order is. It is JJ's going first. Season 3, Bad Territory. For those people that don't know, we play a game kind of like Around the Horn, where these idiots try to say stuff and I mute them or give them points. I need to get my notebook. By the way, before we start, I would like to add Wayseeker minus 20 points. He guaranteed
Off the rip.
something here. He guaranteed that he's already got minus 20. He guaranteed 100% that Fennec Shan was going to be a teammate and be on the side of the Bad Batch characters. That was his exact quote.
She was.
She was not. No,
She was
she
not.
was not.
She was
She
not.
used the Bad
Used
Batch
the-
characters.
There you go.
That is minus 20
Mm.
points right off the
No,
bat.
she was on the side.
That was
No,
minus,
no.
and they got a mute. That was minus 20
And
points.
listen, and
Another
on top
minus
of that,
5.
he freaking saw that clip already and he knew already. So end the story.
Well, he didn't.
I
No, we
did
got
not
it wrong.
see that clip yet because the clip came out on Monday.
Nope,
I didn't.
lies.
Muted
I
again.
do not have the ability to
Still muted. You can't. The game only works if
I
we can
do-
mute you.
do this. No.
All right, removed minus 20.
Whoa.
All right, all right. So you're already starting
Or he read
25
the
in the hole.
reviews.
I read the
Screener test.
reviews. with a view said that she's a
Bad
teammate.
territory. Hey, nobody's talking about it. You got your take your punishment. You got your minus 25 points. All right, scene 1. This is JJ. JJ, go with Operation Mantis.
So we start the episode with whoever Wanda Sykes' character is that nobody likes, and basically she directs them to basically all these bounty hunters and all these type of people. They kind of research the count, and Omega's like, well, let's go find Fennec Shan. So that's where we end. You meet Fennec Shan. I thought the interesting thing about this was obviously you meet up with Fennec Shan. We've seen her in Bad Batch before. They kind of have a weird relationship, if you want to call it that, with Fennec Shan. And then one of the interesting things is when they give him the target, it's I can't remember his name now, but the Mantis guy from Ortis, and Ortis is a planet from Fallen Order, so a little bit of a nice Fallen Order connection there. And
cool.
No, it doesn't look anything like the planet from Fallen Order when we get to it later. But
JJ called a good scene. He gets 10. He gets a call back to video games. He gets a lot of insight in there. Very good. Dom, go ahead. Oh wait, I was supposed to do something like this. Nope, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Oop. There we go. There we go. All right, Dom, you're up.
Where am I? Oh, I'm up. Now I'm saying the fact it is kind of cool that the bosses that he took out were actually from Fallen Order. The syndicate that is in Fallen Order, which is cool with that. And I always like a bounty hunter type of story-ish, and I'm happy that Fennec Shan came back because I do like Fennec Shan. And
all right, I do like Fennec Shan. You get a couple points for that. You do like her.
Yeah, so and it was kind of cool that you knew that side mission was coming up, that to get some answers.
Okay, Dom, you get plus 10 points because you did say that Fennec Shan would not be on their side, and she does rat him out. But you get minus 10 points because you also said you guarantee she's not going to show up. So you broke even there, but 10 and minus 10. So you're plus 2 right now. Okay, next up, Jedi, what do you got?
I mean, we kind of knew this was coming, and I don't know about getting information. They didn't get any information from her. They ended up doing this practically what I would say a filler episode of them tracking, doing her dirty work or whatever. So, I mean, the only thing that would have made this scene good for me is if the Rhodian that she was talking to had been Greedo, and when he refused to leave, if she would have said, "Do you want me to shoot you?" that would have been pretty cool.
All right, plus 1.
That did not happen, but so other than that,
let's be very clear. Wayseeker was very specific on what he said happened. He said they were going to team up and she was going to help them out. That is not what happened. Wayseeker, don't get muted.
I can go back to the quote. That is not true.
Please do.
I said they were going to turn to Fennec Shan because they were wanting to figure out what happened with the M count. At the very end of the episode, when you're talking about Rex, you got to figure this thing out. And so I said, okay, they're going to go to Fennec Shan because
you said Fennec Shan is going to help them out.
And they did exactly that. They went to Fennec Shan.
No, you said Fennec Shan. Look, I went back and watched it. You said Fennec Shan's going to help them out.
You might hate my hat, Wookie, but Wookie's on my side. Other people, they did what she said.
Minus 50. All right.
I am going to boycott the rest of this segment.
You good boy. Okay, mute again. Muted. All right, next up.
I think he's up next.
Next up, he's muted. This is the way, I guess. What is this nonsense?
I don't know.
Unmute Wayseeker. Now I got to unmute Wayseeker.
He's not even there.
All right. More negative points for this. Does anybody know what he wanted to talk about?
Negative 50 for not being there for your segment.
Negative 50, yeah. Negative 50.
Come back,
I don't know why I picked this. I thought this scene was kind of silly. I don't know. I get the whole meditation thing, and she claims she learned it from the Wookiees on Kashyyyk. But I don't know the
best scene either.
Gunji.
Huh?
She learned it from Gunji in the episode.
Oh, you're saying she learned it from a Jedi Wookiee? Is that what you're saying?
No, Gunji.
I mean, I know it's so basically they're doing the meditation right because the stupid droid can't heal Crosshair's hand, or his shakiness. And she's like, "Oh, meditation is clearly the answer," which I don't think that really fits Crosshair, but is what it is.
All right, minus 20 for Wayseeker. Plus 10 for JJ for explaining whatever this nonsense was. Dom, what do you got on this?
Well, listen. I like the fact that Omega is trying to help Crosshairs out. Finding different ways of making him relax. And look, I'm putting this out there could be true or not. But everybody's talking about Omega with the force powers. I think, Crosshairs might become the one with the force powers. That is a thing with the meditation because he's been experimented on with, and he might wind up with some kind of force abilities.
Is that a prediction?
Yes.
Okay, he's getting 10 points
Wow.
for recklessly predicting something, but
Very
see if that happens.
recklessly.
Very recklessly predicting it. Marco keep. Oh, what? I don't know what that means. All right. Anyways, all right. Good job, Don. There you go. 10 points for him. Let's get back to who's next. Jedi. Let's go, Jedi. What do you got on this? You like Omega, I guess.
I do like Omega, but I think the whole meditation thing. Okay, fine. I think it was just a means to get Omega and Crosshair together. Something she said to him was kind of struck me when she talked about where she learned this from the Wookiees, and he said something to the effect where you've done a lot or something, and she said, well, you've missed a lot. And there was what I took as a real kind of look of remorse on his face, for remorse for the decisions he made that caused him to miss out on a lot of her growing up, because he now feels this connection with her. So he's probably remorseful. And I think that kind of showed his remorse, because it kind of right in his face. Yeah, you have missed a lot.
All right, you should do a show with Ruben, because that's about as like reaching for some type of nonsensical nonsense that I
did do a show with Ruben for a short period.
minus 2 for that, Jedi. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, bud.
I actually agree with that. I thought that was a good take.
Nobody minus 2 for you agreeing for something that I don't.
Right.
I was falling asleep during. All right, next up,
we're
keeping Wayseeker muted at this point. Next up is Jedi. Jedi, we got Swamp People or Star Wars. What?
Well, the main thing I took from this scene was just I thought it was kind of funny. Obviously, in this scene, they're traveling the swamps to go after the bounty.
Oh yeah.
And they run into some obstacles on the way. The thing I thought was kind of funny was when Wrecker, when she said something about "don't go in the water," I wouldn't go in the water. What's in the water? At that point, you knew they were going in the water. You knew it was going to happen. So I just thought that was, the foreshadowing there was actually kind of funny to me. They're like, okay, yeah, you're going in the water. We know this. So that's all I got.
If you said Space Crocs, I think I would have given you more points than I did.
They weren't in space. They weren't Space Crocs. They were not Space Crocs.
That's true. They were on a planet.
They were on a planet.
Yeah, but Space Crocs sound funnier.
Well, okay.
Minus 2 for both of you for correcting our illustrious audience. Illustrious. I'm not partial. I'm a great impartial judge. Thank you very much. All right, JJ, go ahead. Even though you're starting off in the negative.
This is very much Swamp People. If you've ever seen Swamp People, they were Hunter and Wrecker getting a nice tussle with a gator, which reminded me of like a small version of the gigantic gator from Mandalorian. I don't remember that, but I don't know. I thought the scene was kind of very, very Heart of the Darkness. Was it Apocalypse Now? Kind of silly. I don't really know why it was there. It's like somebody watched like a bunch of like Apocalypse Now clips or something, and we should put that in our show. Seems like a bunch of filler. I don't know.
Dom, what do you got? Dom, you got to have something good.
Yeah, I actually really thought about this. The Crocs in it. If there was a video game, Luke Skywalker game, that he fought some Crocs in the game, kind of been similar to those Crocs that they were in there. But I like the fact that they went to a planet that the air was toxic. The air was toxic, and they had to wear masks and stuff like that. Because every planet they go to, you could breathe, you could do things. Yes, in the Mandalorian, they were doing on Mandalore but it's cool to see it. I like that. And yeah,
I think they had a game called Pitfall where you have to step on the Croc's head.
Well, it's also like Louisiana in space. You know what I'm saying?
Or Mario.
I like that. Louisiana in space. Exactly. Louisiana in space. Good. Dom, good job there. Another +5 for that. +2. Very good argument.
He's taking off by Swamp People.
We're in space.
All right. Last and final scene we have is Dom. Well, you're there. Well, good. This worked out like it was planned, like I did it before. All right, Dom, what do you got? This is a mysterious contact. Yeah.
So everybody's thinking that she's going to betray the Bad Batch, and everybody's saying, "Oh, it could be Cad Bane." and some speculation. I wish personally it was Boba Fett, but I know it's not. If you listen to the theme music in the background, it's Ventress. Ventress's theme. So it's Ventress she's talking to. And that's who is going to show up in the next episode because it was on the and the music in the background. Every time you hear music of the theme of a certain character, that's who's coming. So that's who she's going to talk to.
Wait, are you saying that she didn't sell out the Bad Batch?
No, she didn't. She told the Bad Batch because she knows that the Ventress is looking for.
Yes, Ventress.
Ventress is looking for M count.
How does she know that?
Hey, because listen,
Dom,
the
you
mercenaries.
do understand. You do understand what you're saying.
Yes.
What you're saying is you want me to give Wayseeker 10 points and take 10 points away from you.
What the? Wait. I'm just saying that's.
Well,
the
why
fact.
would you give Wayseeker 10 points?
Because then if she actually he lost 20 points because he made two statements. One was that she teamed up with him, which they didn't. Two was that she was on their side.
I get it
now they
Wait,
hired her, so she was not teamed up with them like on their side. But if she does give him the help for the end count, because she was paid or not, he gets 10 points.
Wayseeker's going to win this without even being here.
Let me finish this off real quick. Yes, because they finished the task with her, and now she's going to help them out. But also, I'm going to give you something to look forward into the future.
Dom, you're about to lose a lot of points here, buddy.
I'm not. Because listen, Ventress is looking for the M count people too as well. They're going to bring it back because Boss is going to definitely be involved in this somewhere down the road. That's the whole thing. She's trying to find. Ventress is actually good, and she's doing things.
Did you say Voss or Bosk?
Voss.
Quinlan
Voss.
Quinlan Voss.
Okay. Well, I don't even understand what he's like.
No,
he
Quinlan
just said a
Voss
bunch of words at this point.
is
What are you guaranteeing? What are you guaranteeing?
Quinlan Voss is going to be.
God, he's getting a lot of time.
Yeah, this is like, where's the gavel?
I'm just trying to. I don't even know how to score what he just said. All right, Jedi. I'm going to try to figure out how to. I don't know.
Well, it's what he said was a bunch of guessing. There's nothing that we know. Let me emphasize the word "know" that says that what's her name? I'm so flustered I can't even think of her
Ventress.
name now. Ventress there's nothing that we know that says she's looking for them for any reason. We don't know any of that.
Is
So
this
you can
episode
guess
8?
and say, okay, throw against the wall and see if it sticks. Maybe it will, but we don't know that. And I think who she was talking to, I think who she's talking to is obvious. She's talking to Hemlock. Who else? That's who she's talking to on the thing is Hemlock.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give Dom 10 points because he thinks she's talking to Vent. He guaranteed that portion of it. I'm going to give him minus 20 points for flip-flopping on saying Wayseeker was wrong, then Wayseeker was right. I'm going to give Wayseeker 10 points for somehow making Dom make his argument for him, even though he was muted and banned. But Jedi, you get 20 points because I'm just as confused with what the shit just happened as you. Okay, next up. JJ, go ahead.
So, I will say this. I don't. What is Ventress's theme music? Ventress has a theme music.
I don't know that either.
I don't know what that is. But
points.
Whether that exists, I actually do agree with the premise that we are most likely to see Ventress in either episode 9 or episode 10 because we all know Ventress is coming.
And
it's pretty obvious that at some point you have to include her in there, and she's mysteriously contacting somebody who knows about M counts, which we all know M counts are midichlorians, hence force users, hence a bounty hunter force user, which is Ventress. Done.
Good. 5 points on that. But I also just looked at my notes. If you go back, in the first episode, Dom guaranteed that Ventress would be showing up in the 8. JJ and Dom had a argument over this. JJ gets another 10 points because he's right. This is episode 8. She has not shown up. Dom gets another minus 10 because she didn't show up yet. All right. Who hasn't gone yet? Wayseeker. Okay. I don't know. Should we even give Wayseeker anything? He's already so far in the hole. We'll give you a little chance to redeem yourself because Dom apparently wants you to redeem yourself. Here you go.
Dom, what YouTube channel are you talking about listening to about this Ventress theme song? Because that doesn't exist.
I watched the episode twice.
Stop listening to them. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Just
There's
stop.
music in the background. Listen, you got to listen very slightly. Her music plays in the background.
But what is her music? We don't know what that is.
Clone Wars, when she was in Clone Wars. When
She's like a professional wrestler. She has a theme. And
All right. This is what I will say.
Ahsoka's melody, when you hear Ahsoka's music in the background, that's that she has a theme music. Her theme, her instrumentals.
This is what I'll say. Dom, I hope you're right. I do think it's Ventress. And I think if it would line up, that would be Ventress still working with Quinlan and working with the Path. And so we could see Ventress helping, those Force sensitives get away and escape the Empire. And that would be totally cool. I'd be all for that if that's the way they're bringing back Ventress. And then I don't know how they know each other. That doesn't make sense that Phoenix would know Ventress and work with him. But this show never makes sense.
Well, the whole thing is
so
she does.
Filoni never makes sense. So it totally is plausible that it doesn't make sense. I hope that happens. I hope you're right. I'm all in on your theory because your theory lines up with me, as Marco says. And so.
But
all right, we're back to it. They've been muted. We've had enough. I don't know what that nonsense was. It's minus 20 points for both those guys because they're attacking each other.
Ventress, and we don't even know how she resurrects herself from the dead. We're just.
I wouldn't jump into that conversation, Jedi, because if you do, you're probably gonna just get minus points at this point. So I wouldn't do that. All right, here we go. Wayseeker has got that's a negative 40. Oh, it's not as bad. It's only negative 15 points, all said and done for Wayseeker. I don't know how he came out of that. JJ 10, 20, -2, that's -4, +5, -4 is 1. So it's 21, 26, 36 points for JJ. Good job this week, JJ. Dom, start off strong. Start off with, there's a 10, -10, but 10, 12. Then there's a -20 for agreeing with him, but another 10. So that's minus, then you're +2, 7, 9, -20, -10. Okay, well, that's minus 21. So Dom, first time with -21. You probably shouldn't agree with Wayseeker anymore. And Jedi, yours is pretty easy. You're looking at -2, +6, -4, +3, +20. Jedi is looking at 29 points. The winner this week is JJ with 36. JJ, you ready for your moment of Zen?
Yep. So I want to take this moment for a Star Wars PSA to say, for the love of God, quit resurrecting people. Stay dead, Star Wars characters. Stay dead. Like Jedi just said, we have no idea how they bring Ventress back. And I'm going to feel like we have no idea whether they're even going to tell us how Ventress is resurrected, probably. She's going to magically be alive. It's going to be some other MacGuffin thing. It's going to be totally stupid. Every character that comes back comes out of the woodwork, this and that. Nobody actually dies anymore. Stay dead, Star Wars characters. Please stay dead. And one last thing, on a personal note, today would have been my mom's 80th birthday. I love you, Mom, and I miss you.
Hey, what a way to win. All right, man. Sorry to hear it, dude. All right. Well, good job.
I want to start a petition right now.
You're not starting a petition after you just said first mob. Whoa. After you just said first mob, you're sorry.
I want the BK to be the new judge. How do we make BK be the judge of this? Because Marco is totally a sham.
Well, then we have to wait for him to Google everything, though.
Yeah, I mean, we're not doing that.
And listen,
BK is the judge.
Advice: go back and listen to the music. Listen to her theme music in Clone Wars. You're gonna hear it.
Okay. So do we want to try to get, what time is it? Okay, we can either try to get to toys or we can get into Star Wars Unlimited. I got some packs to open. I've got some I never loaded in toys anyways because I didn't know he's coming. Let's see if I can load him in.
Next week. I can tell you.
All right.
Next week, and then do the cards because cards got to open them up.
All right, so two things real quickly. We've got two ways. There's a thing called Force Table. We will explain to you guys a little bit about Force Table and maybe how to do it and how to build a deck off of it. I actually did come up with I don't know how we're going to do this. I came up with a deck we could build, which a lot of people are playing. So I got creamed by this deck. There's 2 decks that were being played at the.
Got beat by a Harris Specter deck.
Yeah, dude.
That's horrible. That is
terrible. That's like weak ass. That's like
that is.
They had something. It wasn't. They had some other card that's not in this deck. They had some. Yeah, they had some card that was not in this deck that like cleared the entire board, and it had it when I was Vader, and that's what really screwed me. But this went very long. We went into between this and the Vader deck that I had. We went pretty darn far. The problem was that they were able to. They had whatever card the one was where you can play it and you can just knock somebody off the board. And they got it as soon as I drew the Vader. Plus, I forgot to draw Vader early again. I'll tell you the biggest problem with playing live is you forget to add a card to your research every hand. Like, that's the one thing I think is probably just a little different. Because, like, when you play...
They don't remind you. If you forget that, if you forget to add a card to your resource pile, they're just like, that's his dumb ass, right?
Yep. It's because it's optional. It's because it's optional.
It's because it's optional.
But the exception of the start, it's optional.
Yeah. And by the way, the guys this week, nothing against the guys the week before, they were great. The guys this week were top tier motherfuckers. Like they weren't dudes that are playing around. Like they're like the Wayseeker. They all got some like imprint on their fucking map from some championship they won and shit.
They were probably better than Wayseeker.
No, yeah, for sure. I actually saw the Ahsoka one. I was gonna take a picture of it, dude. There was a guy that was there that was playing with that Boba Fett. He's the showcase. He was playing with the Boba Fett the showcase. I asked on average, each one of them had opened up over 2. They weren't telling me, but they'd opened over 2 cases, not boxes, cases. They had everything. Huh?
What was he was playing the Boba Fett leader in a case or the
showcase one?
Showcase,
the $900 card.
$900 card.
That's the leader.
Yes, but it's the showcase one. Okay. Yeah, here I'll open some packs.
I've told you before. There are people that build max rarity decks worth thousands of dollars, and they'll play with them.
It's
weird. Dude, that's them for sure, dude. That's 100% them. They weren't playing. They were very nice, by the way, but they weren't playing around.
The other cards.
Okay, hold on.
Go ahead. So I was just gonna say, I can see that with the leader, but you have to shuffle the other cards. So how do you shuffle cards that are in like these nice a top loader? How do you shuffle?
You can't play with them in top loaders. It's not allowed.
You have to put them in deck sleeves, which is
it's this card, but in the version that's expensive.
But they don't care.
Anyways, so here's the thing. Like Wayseeker's making fun of it, but here's the thing. Oh, I think I got something good. But here's the thing that I'm going to tell you. One, I drew the guy that's running the tournament. That's my first draw, which, that guy's got every card that he wants. And he was good. We went pretty far, though. It was nice. Huh?
BK's telling me I'm on my own for trivia from now on because I'm...
because you exposed him.
Don't expose BK, I tried to get you to judge next week.
We said vote for him.
Yeah, I said vote for him. All right. So anyway,
I left me hanging the last 2 weeks for trivia anyway, so I don't. Oh, I'm apologizing for, to be honest.
No, so you're saying no loss? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. That was my first. So I stepped into that one, which it was great. It was a great learning experience, but definitely 100% didn't even like. I forgot like twice to put down resources, which at that point, I mean that's especially with Vader. Especially with Vader, because Vader. Oh, I should open this first, though.
So do you have Vader?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I started with. I have the one, and he even said he's like, "Oh crap," because I just pulled Palps, and put it out there, and I only had one in my deck, and he said if you had the Vader, it would have been a different game.
I didn't know you had any Vaders.
You're talking about the Vader leader.
Oh no, right? I don't have that. No, I was just using Vader as a leader.
Oh, Vader leader.
Yeah. He was saying
7 resources, you can bring him out.
No. Yeah, you can bring him out, which is pretty good. All right, let's see if I get the
good Vader lightsaber.
Nice, but
yeah, not really.
You get your rare.
Don't play 2 of those at the same time. That's the hard way.
Nobody wants Veers.
Rare.
Nobody wants Veers.
No one wants Veers as their rare. That's
like Veers.
Yeah, he's all right, but as your rare, that's not what you want.
You get one rare, and you don't want Veers.
Yeah. All right. So, anyways, I got pretty well creamed. I got pretty well creamed in that first round. The second round, I think they were a Boba Fett deck too. I played pretty well at that, but I lost. It was close though. I mean, it wasn't as bad as the first game.
You're talking about how you do pack openings.
What's that? I'm just trying to. Though they want me to go through and not go through the comments, so.
I was saying, but
All I give a crap about is getting Darth
What was your
Vader.
rare from the last pack? You didn't show us your rare from the last pack.
his rare was the I Am Your Father, right?
Oh Jesus! Yeah.
The event card.
Listen,
Yeah.
Mark, you know what you should do? Open up all the packs, put them together, and then just randomly put the cards.
The what?
Once you open all the packs, put them together. You don't look at the cards, put them together, and you show them all.
Well, no, they only want to see the front two
Or
and the back
have a
two.
camera that just points at the table in your hands, and then you can actually
Got a
see
W
it.
round 3. Got a W round 3. Just
Did you
luck,
buy?
luck-
Did you beat a buy or did you beat a
luck,
person?
luck is the best of the friends. And then round 4, I played a guy who had the Boba Fett showcase, and it was going well. Like it was going well to the point that I thought I actually had a chance, and then it went too long. It literally went too long. But that dude was super cool, man. His name's John, and like everybody there is named John or James. His name's John. Dude was super cool, and as being super cool, he was like explaining stuff, and I was like, yeah, da 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 da, and he's like, that's cool. And then we started talking. I like the Kanan card. That's the killer in that Spectre deck. Like if you get the K,
Yeah, Kanan can be harsh.
yeah, it gets, especially when you get a point. Damn, dude.
That's a weird Spectre deck, though. I don't know why you build a Spectre deck without Ghost.
I don't know, dude. It's the one that it's the one they put up.
Is there Force Ghost cards?
That's actually where that deck is tough, is because that deck, because Spectre, I think that's a non-rare. Isn't Ghost rare?
Ghost is rare, I guess. Yeah. But
Yeah.
still,
It's just a basic.
like, Home 1's a legendary, and Home 1 was in the deck.
No, was it? Home one sucks. I'll switch you around and put the other one. I'll teach you how to do that too. Oh, Chewy. But that's a full art or a hyperspace one?
Hyperspace.
Yeah, hyperspace is fine. Last 3? Sometimes they put something in the middle of the deck, though. I caught something in the middle of the deck the other day.
Yeah, you can get hyperspaces in the middle of the deck.
That sucks. Lando's ass.
Your pack so far has been underwhelming. So hopefully
Yes,
you get
very
some good
underwhelming.
ones.
Yeah, hopefully your promo pack's good.
What's that?
But hopefully your promo pack is good.
I already opened the promo pack. We saw it. It wasn't good.
Beers.
Oh,
It was Veers.
Veers.
That's why we were all saying it sucked.
I didn't know there was a promo pack.
But talking to them, then all of a sudden we started talking about the High Republic or whatever. We started talking about comics and everything. And that's when like 2 or 3 of them sat back down, really cool, and started chatting it up. And I pulled out the clipboard and started asking them questions. And a lot of them had said,
Why are you taking a clipboard to a game shop? Like, come on now.
He takes the clipboard everywhere.
I take it everywhere, dude. But that's where a lot of them said they fell in love with High Republic because it was something different. It was giving a different option. They were reading, they weren't keeping up on all the novels, but they were definitely reading some of the novels and trying to keep up on the stuff as much as possible. But when it got to phase 2, they really started to fall off a little bit. And they were asking, and I didn't give away any of phase 3 whatsoever, but I did tell them, like, I hope you get back in at phase 3 because phase 3 is really a lot like phase 2. Or phase 1, sorry.
Phase 1.
Yeah, it's a lot like phase 1. Choker, chopper. Yeah, nothing good. All right, well, what are you gonna do?
Hey, what's the deal with the pre-release boxes? What are those? What's in those?
Pre-release boxes.
JJ had one of those.
Packs. They have
Say again?
6 packs.
Uh-huh.
They have a promo Vader, a promo Luke, which is just
Which is what you
Royal
get anyways
of
in the starter pack.
you get tokens.
I actually got one of those token things they were handing out the plastic.
And you get 2 deck boxes.
Instructions and deck box.
It's just something that they do to get people to do it, come out a week early and get some packs and have a good event. I wouldn't pay anything more than $30 for them because it's really not worth anything more than the packs. So,
I will tell you all the accessories too. Like if you want the plastic chips that came out with everything else, it's hard to get those. If you want those like foldable collector pack things to keep your cards, and it's hard to get those. The mats they had at the store, the only mats that were left in the store was like What the hell was it? Was it Darth
Somebody
Vader?
official
Nobody
match.
wants
The
it.
official match
Nobody
was
wants the Darth Vader mat. Well, they sold out all the other ones. It's the Darth Vader one nobody
No,
wants.
but you can buy mats anywhere. Mats,
Yeah,
some
Boba Fett-
actually Etsy and places they've been pretty high quality.
The stupid thing about that, it's not true. That Unlimited has this stupid rule. I hate this rule. In a tournament, you can only use one of those mats that they've released. I can't use one of my old mats. I can't use anything from FFG.
That's only official tournaments, though, right?
Yeah, you have for official tournaments, you can only use one.
But that's not weekly play, though, right?
No, right.
Yeah, no, weekly pay.
Are you saying you can only use the paper mats that came in the starter deck?
No, you can only use there's 3 mats that they came out with for set 1. There's a Vader one, there's a Luke one, and then there's I forget the third one. What's the third one?
Luke, Leia, and X-Wing.
It's X-Wing. Yeah.
Luke, no, for what? Their official mats, it's Darth Vader. There's the X-Wing. They've got the hyperspace one.
Okay, maybe there's 4.
Yeah,
the Vader one's the same as the card everybody wants, right? The image.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
So you have to use one of those in an official tournament if you use a map, which is dumb. It's a dumb rule, but whatever.
You know what the weird part to me is? They don't even have the zones, which is fine, but it's like, if you're gonna make like an official mat using a tournament, you'd think they'd make it more.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, it's weird.
All right, these are the 2 starter decks that you guys.
What I want to do is get one of the XL mats that's 2 slots and just roll it over the other guy's mat.
So I saw a video. I'm internet. Who get you just a grain of salt. But I saw a video that said always take the mulligan. I don't agree with that.
No, you do if you don't have Kanan in the spec. Yeah, no.
Yeah, I was like, what are you talking about? Always take the mulligan.
That person should be
on. In this case, I would take the mulligan.
I probably should have, but I'm not going to do it. Remember, these are the starter decks.
Why don't you tell everybody what happened first?
Well, I was just going to run through this and play one through, and then we could start over while you guys were talking about stuff. But I didn't think we were going to stop and go on.
Right. Jedi, what questions do you have about Unlimited? We can just talk about that while he's doing whatever in the background.
So I'll just kind of talk about what I do. So I usually, the first 2 mulligans, the ones the first 2 discards or resource cards I kick out are usually cards that have a very high resource tally because I can't use them right away, so I kick them out. I put them in my resource pile. Because I play Vader, I really like getting that Hera card that you can discard. That when you discard it or play it, it goes to your resource pile because it gives you, it kind of puts you on even ground with Luke because you can bring out the Luke leader a lot sooner than you can the Vader, so it kind of puts you on even ground. So I like doing that.
So the term for that is called.
Having said that, I lose probably 50% of the time I play this. Play the computer.
You're learning. Okay. It takes time, and I lose probably more than 50% of the time. But it's called using the card, which is called resupply, where you add it. It basically just gets added directly to your resources. When you're building up your resources quickly like that, it's called ramping. So you're basically ramping up your resources so you can use your higher resource cards quicker.
Yeah, I do it because I want to bring Vader out.
There's also the other one. There's actually one in here, and hopefully we see it, Jedi, where you can take it and you can actually, the strategy is to attack your own card because it puts it active into the thing when you're playing Vader. I've noticed that like playing Vader, and this is kind of one of the reasons why I get it, you can be super aggressive with it.
Yeah, you can. It's an aggressive deck.
And the whole goal is to down here get it 7 cards as quickly and in any way possible.
Yeah.
That is just the thing to do. So
the one thing though, Jedi, you said you throw the high resource cards away. It's not a horrible strategy, but you have to be careful of what you have in your deck. So if you have, for instance, only 1 Palpatine or something like that, Palpatine's an 8 resource card. It's one of the highest ones you can get. But if you only have 1 in your deck, you have to remember that you've then taken the 1 in your deck and thrown it, and you can't ever use it again for the rest of that game.
I didn't think of that, but that's good. That's a good thing.
Right.
It makes it tougher. That's why if you pull a lot of high resource cards early, you probably will want to take the mulligan.
Mm-hmm. So the whole when I first started playing, and I still don't know if I'm getting it right, the whole taking initiative thing, because a lot of times before I knew, I would take the initiative and then not realize that if my opponent still had a lot of plays, he's just playing like one after another.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Right. You take the initiative, you're done. You're saying my turn is done. You get to do whatever else you want to do from here on out.
But on the flip side, if you just pass, it's pretty much the same thing. You're just continually passing, so it's kind of the same thing, only slower.
It just depends on if you think you have another play later, and
Well,
so
if you don't have a play,
then you just take the initiative. You might as well just take the initiative if you have no play.
Yeah, most people.
It is good to go first. I mean,
And
the nice thing about taking initiative is you get to go first on the next turn.
Well,
Which is
playing this
important.
website, I don't know if you've ever played this, JJ or Wayseeker, but this thing, and this is because I haven't actually played, like physically played anybody. I just, you can kind of get spoiled on this website because this website will kind of hold your hand and make you,
well,
tell you
it'll make
not
you
doing something right.
Well, it's a good way to learn the rules, though, and the fact that it does kind of hold your hand, and it won't let you commit a rule infraction, which is good. Because that's the way you learn in a way,
but that's where I found the problem with like playing live action.
But
you forget that sometimes because this little thing doesn't come up to say play your resources, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
That's what I think. I think at some point you gotta, if you're gonna play online, you gotta move up to Tabletop Simulator because Tabletop Simulator doesn't hold your hand in the same way that this one holds.
And the AI is better too.
Yeah.
Also, though, if you're doing this, a good way to learn and to remember the actual physics of like putting the resource card over there and everything is play it on force table, but also have it laid out in front of you and quite literally play it the same way you're playing in the computer. That way you get the physicality of, I have to put that over there, and you're physically moving it and you're doing it all that.
So I got a question. This may sound like a silly question because I want to play, although my son has told me he will eventually play when he can tear himself away from his video games. But has JJ or Wayseeker, have any one of you, and I know the chat, what we have left may twist my words here. Have you ever played yourself? Like actually played both sides of the table?
No, I've never played myself, but I'll just draw and just practice with my deck, right? I won't even actually play against somebody. I'd be like, this is what I would probably do with this hand. And just see how my deck runs. And I'll do that like 10, 15 times. And so this is what I could do. And again, you don't know what the other side's going to do, but this is how my deck will run.
And some people do that, Jedi. Like I do know people that have done that. They'll play against themselves. And basically what you're doing is it's a good way to learn how two decks work against one another too, and physically do it. And it's also a good way to learn the abilities of the cards as you're going. So, but yeah, believe it or not, actually playing against yourself can gain you, if nothing else, at least the knowledge and the memory to remember what the abilities are and everything else.
Marco, here's the thing. Here's the trick about when you forget. This is something we actually do in the game store back when.
Why is it not knocking down the shields? It's supposed to knock down the shields? It doesn't. It's not.
What shield?
All right. Anyways, go ahead.
Every time you miss a trigger or you misplay and you forget to do something, you do 10 push-ups right there in the store. So we would do sometimes we would do we were playing like 5 hours. I did like 500 or 600 push-ups. You do every time.
The military?
There's not enough room in these places.
You do 10 push-ups and you're tired and you won't keep messing up because
there really isn't enough places. I'll be honest with you, these places are packed. They are jam-packed with people.
You just get down on the floor and you do your 10 push-ups.
People smell, man. Don't go to the floor. People
go out in the parking lot. Come back in.
It works.
Then if you screw up twice in a row, you got to do it one-handed, and then.
Yeah, this actually looks like there's a glitch in here because
that's why there's so many buff people, Jedi. With the hot girlfriends because they're doing lots of push-ups.
They're supposed to. It's supposed to knock even with his thing. When he uses his extra thing, it's supposed to knock the shield off, and neither shield's been knocked off of either one of these.
What shield? Which card has a shield? You have to tell me.
Both Luke and the gunship.
They both have shields.
Yeah, they do. Oh man, and this just.
Are you attacking them?
Are you losing the AI?
And it's going to attack myself too, by the way. Because it didn't let me get this. All right, dial 4. Yeah, like if this doesn't knock it out, then it means.
Well, you can have more than one shield. It only takes one off at a time. Right?
Yeah, especially with Luke. Like, you can have 3 or 4 shields on something.
See, he's got another shield.
I've already knocked 2 shields off of him. He couldn't have put more shields on because Luke can only put 1 on a unit. He can only put one on.
Every time
Luke
put
one on an action phase.
But he's been activated for 3 rounds, so he can't put. That's not part of his action play.
No, it's on every
On
attack
attack.
he uses.
He does it on attack, not when he gets played.
It's
All
only
right,
when
so
he's stationary in the middle.
let's go back over what I was doing before that. How do I get out of it? Can I get out of this somehow? I can't.
Yeah, just go back to delete the quick match part at the top
Okay. Where's that
at the address bar.
Oh, yeah.
Where it says quick match and just hit enter.
All right.
It'll take you back to the start.
So you go to forcetable.net. You go to Star Wars. There's a bunch of other stuff that you can play. We go to the Star Wars one real quickly. He'll ask you about these 3. It costs. Does it cost to play sealed and draft or whatever the premium is?
I believe you have to do a Patreon, I think.
Oh, I don't do that because I'm cheap. Whatever. So I do quick match.
It's not really worth it anyways, honestly.
What's that?
It's not worth it.
Not worth it.
So they give you the 2 starter decks right off the bat. If you want to build a deck yourself, you can. This is a question Jedi had. Go to create. You can name the deck. Then you pick whatever leader you want. So you can pick. Who should we pick?
Pick
How about Hera? You lost to a Hera.
Pick Hera. Yeah, everybody likes Hera.
Okay, here's the Hera deck. Okay, we can do the Hera deck.
I haven't
And
drawn
then
Hera.
what base do you want? A lot of people do the energy conversion lab with that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
energy conversion lab.
So the reason you do that is because it has special abilities over the other bases.
Okay, then you click on this and it starts. Then you have to hit edit for deck 1. It allows you to build it. These are so you can change around whatever your base is. You can change. Then you can start going into ground. I don't have the ground list in front of me off the bat, but we do know that we're going to need, and it lets you choose 0, 1, 2, and 3. It leaves a counter there. Let's go down to, we know we need 3 Kanan. We know we're going to need 3 Sabine.
Yeah, you're usually going to take 3 of every Spectre. So 3 Sabine.
Every Spectre. We need
3
3
Ezra.
Zeb. Where is Ezra? Is here. Where is Chopper? Metal Menace. We need 3 of those.
3 ghosts.
Okay. This card right here, where is it? You saw it on my other one. Oh, yeah, we should put 3 ghosts. But it isn't ghost, it's a base. It's a
Ghost
No.
ship. Yeah.
Ghost
ship.
ship
I mean, it's
in
in the
space.
ship section, though. It's in the ship section. We can get to that in a minute. This right here adds 1/1 all the time. The general does a lot. This is mainly in a lot of your rebel decks. People play it all the time. It adds a shield and an attack to everybody that you have played on the board. So it's kind of OP for that type of stuff. Once again, I'm like Jedi. I don't play a lot of the high end like the AT-ATs and stuff like that because I play a lot of Vader decks, or I at least try to get to the action fast. And playing those high things, unless you keep them, I do usually keep a couple Palpatines in my Vader deck, so that when you're playing Vader, when you've activated it, you can then double that up with Palps, who comes in and draws like +4. I mean, it's crazy how he gets it if you can get that card out. You got to throw in probably a couple of the little guys up here, not the Legion. Oh, they do
Akbar.
like. Do you guys like the Akbar one?
Akbar
can be good use.
strong.
If you're going
I
to
don't-
build a Spectre deck, you're going to have Akbar probably.
Yeah, because I mean you're mainly green. You just have a few.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like I wouldn't even put Dodonna in there to be honest.
really. I was using Dodonna. We can get Dodonna out. I was using him. I like him.
I like a Yularen as a 1 or 2 of. Gain some health.
Put one of those
So
in.
when you're building your deck, there's something I saw that says you can only. I'm getting this. I know I'm getting this a little wrong, but so I play Vader, so I use a lot of the cards with it says Imperial on it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can only you can only have those cards in your deck, or you can
Look up
only
here at
play-
aspect.
No.
It'll cost you more. You can put anything in your deck you want.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah. So let's say you want to run a Rebel card in an Imperial deck, you can do that, but the cost, the yellow number at the top,
Yeah.
will then increase by 2.
So,
if it's a 3-cost card, it costs you 5 resources to play that card instead of 3.
So like the 2 hottest cards right now are that Vader card where he's leading the First Legion or whatever, and then
That
the Boba
counts.
Fett disintegration card.
right.
So I could actually play that Boba Fett card in a Vader deck. It
you
just costs
could,
me
but
more
it's
to
going to
play.
cost you more. Yeah.
Or you could just play red yellow. Like your base could be yellow.
Yeah. If your
Right.
base is the same color as the Boba, for instance, then it doesn't cost you more.
So you get access to three colors basically, right?
Mhm.
Marco is here choosing only 2, but he's doubling up on green, so he can play a lot of those double green cards without playing penalty. But lots of decks will take 3. So like you could play green, yellow, Jedi with this deck, or green, red, Jedi.
Also,
by just picking a different base.
Hera's ability is that it's for, at least for Spectre cards, she ignores extra costs.
Right. So
It's a good card too. It gives you 2 experience tokens to all the rebels too, or to at least one.
I don't think it's that good.
Oh,
it's just such a badly statted 3-drop.
3-drop, 2
So
hit.
do you guys prefer? Do you guys find yourself playing one side or the other more often? Like, do you play like ground more than space? Because I find myself playing ground more than space.
A lot of people's decks are kind of ground heavy. I don't know. There's some like I'm trying to make a Thrawn deck that's more space heavy and more control.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on the leader and what it works for. And like the Hera deck actually has a decent amount of space you can put in there. But most people play ground because of there's as far as Spectre, there's 5, there's Ghost, and then there's 5 ground characters you can play.
Yeah.
So
Sticks is asking.
I played a card. I can't remember the name of the card. It's kind of one of those you just kind of learn as you go. But then when you play the card, one of the effects was 3 damage on an opponent's unit, right?
Or base. That's K2. K2 labels you do either base.
I don't think so. I think it was the unit. But anyway, what happened? Because the computer wouldn't let me choose the base, or else I would have. But because this was a space card, and my opponent didn't have any space cards, the computer made me like use them on myself, and cost my card went to my deck.
Yeah,
like I shot myself.
So, well, sometimes if you're playing on this, you also have to make sure there should be there'll be a thing of like, do you want to give out damage? And sometimes it's only your own cards that you can issue the damage to, but there'll also be an option to pass at the very bottom where it's asking you the question. So you just hit pass, and then it'll go on to the next turn.
Maybe there was, I just didn't see it.
It's kind of hard to see.
I think it's the intercept
shooting myself.
you're talking about. But yeah, the 4-drop. It's a 4/1. When it comes in, it does 3 damage to another space unit.
So, all right, I gotta get rid of 3 more cards, guys. What should I get rid of?
You got to get rid of stuff.
I'm at 53 already. Yeah,
Dodonna is probably the 3 that I would drop. I agree with JJ. Yeah. Just drop the Dodonnas.
You don't have to though, right?
What do you mean?
You can play 53 if you want.
No, I'm trying to make it legit 50, dude.
Hey,
unlegit about 53.
Sticks. That's real funny, Sticks. But I was telling the guys before, so I actually went to a card the LCS goes to recommended I go to this. It's called Dole Cannery. It's an abandoned cannery that they've kind of turned into like a mall type, but there's not a lot of stores there. And the food court area, they will play cards out like all the time. They'll play cards because there's a card shop right there. So I went there yesterday, just kind of stick my toe in the water and see what I thought. And they weren't playing Star Wars; they were playing Yu-Gi-Oh. So, but I did kind of look around, and
wait.
There were some what we would call nerds there. But I was telling the guys before the show, there were some guys there with really hot chicks. I was kind of blown away. Some of them were some of them looked like they could play professional football. These guys were big.
Yeah, I mean, there's different types of people
with them. So something's.
I don't know about hot chicks. I don't know what the hell's going on.
These chicks were hot.
Go ahead. Wait, JJ.
No, go back to your deck selection screen you were just on. Okay, so
go back to where it was.
No.
Okay.
So reset your decks.
What do you mean? You want to
reset decks? No. Where you just were.
What are you talking
about? Hit add new.
Okay.
So there's another way to do this where you can add a built-in deck off the database. So there's
import,
Star Wars. Yeah. So hit import. I just want to show everybody how to do it. So there's a link right there that'll say add a deck using Star Wars database. Okay, so you need to go to you don't have any decks built in the database, but go to hot decks there. See at the top where it says hot decks.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay.
Hot decks. And then so let's say
wow, that's awesome.
So you get I didn't know you could do this.
Yeah. Pick your deck.
Oh damn, dude! This was an easier way of doing it. Why didn't I do this before?
Let's
Where's the Boba deck? Where's the
So
Boba deck?
where? I don't know. There'll probably be one come up. There's one.
Boba Green.
Bottom. Boba Green.
Okay.
Okay. Now, so it gives you the list there on the right, the left-hand side. See where it says copy JSON? Be one of those gray tabs kind of in the middle there. There should be like download doc, download JSON, copy JSON. Oh, sorry. It's the third one over. Third one from the left.
Yep. See, it says copy. Yep.
Okay. So click that. Okay. So go back to your force table. All right. Now, where it says deck contents, paste it into there. Paste the whole thing. Now name it. And you got to name it first.
Boba.
You name it whatever you want. I don't know. Boba Green if you want or whatever.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I'm just getting add. I don't.
So what's the difference between the Boba?
So now it's built that entire deck in there for you.
Well, let's not play the Hera deck. Now let's play this deck.
Hey, Jedi,
Oh, wait, can you talk about Boba, the Boba Green, Boba whatever? What is that?
So I mean, you get to pick what other color cards you want in there.
So it's green here.
Like, if you wanted to play Boba Green, as you can see here, there's going to be a few green cards. So
you're going to have yellow and black already. You need to.
This enables you to play that Vader Legendary because Vader Legendary is green. So now you can play Boba, and you can play Vader in the same deck.
Yeah,
dude, we could hold on now. Let's go back since we're effing around. Let's find out.
Do you understand that? Because Jedi,
kind of, yeah, kind
of. Because Vader is a green card and Boba's a yellow card.
What it's done is the two things that control the aspect that you play is your leader, which has one color, and the other thing is your base. So what he's done, he's taken a green base and a yellow leader because Boba's yellow, and he's taking a green base, and that allows him to play both those, green and yellow, without paying the penalty of a cost. Because otherwise, if you're only playing one color and you try to play that Vader instead of 7, which that Vader normally costs you, if you were playing Boba, it would cost you 9. But because you're playing a green base and it's a green card, it only costs them 7.
Another interesting thing about this game is just because you have Vader, Jedi, just because you have Vader as your leader, you can also have Vader as a unit. And you can have both of them on the board at the same time, which is because it goes by their subtitle, and they have different subtitles. So you could play a double Vader deck if you're all in on Vader and play red, green.
So Boba is yellow?
Boba's yellow.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm looking. I'm just calling up the cards.
6, right?
Yeah, pull up. Can you? Well, you've got the thing up there.
So then, if I wanted to load a deck on here, because I like playing Vader, because I'm familiar with. But if I wanted to bring the Boba into it, I'd pick like a Boba. I'd pick like a Vader yellow deck.
You would pick a yellow base to go with your Vader, and that would be able to play them both. Yep. Or if you wanted to play Vader, you would play red green, and then you could play both Vaders.
Yep. The Vader card's a green card. Like the first Legion card, is a green card.
All right, so should I mulligan these? We're using your guys' help this time. So we've got 2 of the same cards there. These actually are the ones I was talking about.
I would keep those though. Yeah,
these are great because you can use them to attack, and when they die, you put them as activated into your thing.
Although you don't need as many resources for Boba as you do Vader,
but you can add extra people on.
But this is green. This is green, so you do want to get to 7 for your
to bring out if you pull the Vader.
All right, so let's go with no mulligan, right?
No mulligan. I'd probably drop Traitorous personally as a 5.
Yeah,
really.
Cost is high. Yeah, cost is high. Yeah. Doesn't get you much in return.
Well,
I ditched this pirated. Is it a pirated space on the left? Oh, so
we have
I don't know. I ditch high cost space cards early because usually people's decks aren't too space heavy.
Because you're going to want to play your 3 drops are going to be.
Yeah, I know, but the simulator has a tendency when you ditch your freaking ship that they're going to bring in like 6
I can't tell you what cards it's going to deal you in the future, but yeah, I agree. It'll probably hamstring you. The AI will.
We don't have anything we can play because these are add-on cards. So we're going to take the initiative. We're going to let them go, and we'll start the next round first. They ended up playing Rebel Pathfinder, which is a saboteur. It means that they ignore any sentinels, which will also be shield-based. This is what this little knife here means, a saboteur. And they don't have to deal with shields. Huh? Yeah. Yep. So that would have been nice against Luke last round. All right, these are the 2 cards we picked up. Greedo.
I would keep Greedo. What's your other one? What's the other card you pick up? No Good to Me Dead. It's a good card too. I
That's
would
a
drop
real
one of
good
your
card.
events.
That thing screwed me. That thing screwed me
that's
a lot.
good because it means they can't attack for 2 turns.
They put that's the one this last round. Almost every guy played
cost.
this. The rounds I lost, all 3 guys had this. It was low cost. They shut down my Vader, and when they shut down your Vader, you're done.
Yeah, 2 turns.
Early
I
on-
would drop one of your 2-cost events, one of the surprise strikes.
Okay.
Personally, because it looks like
I
next
like
turn
that. I would have dropped it anyways. That's all right.
Yeah.
Now the
Now
question
you
is,
have
what
to
do you
play one of
play?
your super lasers.
We have to play this
Yeah.
super laser because it'll give us the +1. Watch what happens. This will give us into this area. When this is turned up, that means you have energy to play a card.
What's your base?
The card is
Conversion
hold on,
Lab?
it's Conversion Lab.
Okay, I was just trying to make sure I didn't know what it was.
So we're going to take the initiative because we have no more energy to play any of our cards. As we say, this takes 2, this takes 3, this takes 1, and this takes 2.
It's really important when you're ramping up your resources, when you're building your resources early in the game like this, and you don't have a lot of plays, to try to keep the initiative if you can. Because if you don't have any cards on the board to attack, and they can go first, they can hit your base, or they can deal a really heavy event card and take out what resources you're building. So you have to be careful to try to keep the initiative on your side.
So yeah, this is a tough one. So the nice thing is here, you can strike with your technician and clear the board, and then get an extra resource to use this turn, right? Because you could play the strike card; it gives it +3/+0. Is that right? The event. So you could surprise strike and take out one of their units. I don't know what units they have. What's the health on their 2 units?
But strike only exhausts the unit, right? It won't attack with the technician; it'll just exhaust it. Right?
Attack with a unit, it gets +3/+0. So I'm just
It
saying.
says attack with the unit. Okay.
The technician could take out the sentinel, the 4/3.
Yeah.
Right, this turn.
2/3.
The 2/3. No,
You
it's a
take out
4/3.
you
It's a
take out
4/3.
your shielded. Yeah, your shielded sentinel.
It's a 4/3, the echo-based defender. You could take out the 4/3 here, and then you would still have 3 resources left next to play your other technician. I would probably. Oh, this is a tough one. I'd probably dump.
Oh, sorry, Wayseeker. My mic was muted. That's not true. If I play this, I will only have 2 resources left, so I cannot.
I know, but the technician gives you one. It
goes
goes
you're right.
ready. So
I gotta get rid of Greedo. I'm getting rid of Greedo.
I'd get rid of Greedo. So yeah, you'll have 2 left, but you'll also get the technician.
Yeah, because we get it. Okay, we'll show how it works.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. So that's my play. I'm playing this card.
Mm-hmm.
Can we activate Boba Fett, by the way?
Not yet.
Okay, I don't remember what his is.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go on a night.
Gotcha. Yep.
So
we're gonna attack this card. Yep. Here.
Later, Dom.
Later,
See you, Dom.
Now it asks you. You put your technician into your hand, and it's an activated card.
What's it asking you now? I don't know. What does it say?
Boba Fett collects the bounty. Exhaust Boba Fett, collecting the bounty to ready a resource.
Do you want to get another resource?
Yes.
Yep.
Sure we do?
Yes.
So yeah, you could have kept Greedo and played it. Oh well.
Yeah. It'll give you another active resource. But now you can. What do you have left?
We can't. I have 4 left. The only thing I can do is play this guy again.
No, you can't. You got plenty left. What are you talking about? What do you got left on your hand?
That's what I'm telling you.
Fire spray.
It's 6. We only have 4.
You can play. You can exhaust the saboteur so you don't take damage.
Huh?
Well, either play the super laser technician.
That's what we're going to do, right? Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So Boba costs how many to play?
Your leader.
I'm looking. 5, which we have 5.
You have 5, so you could bring Boba in.
Yep, that's what I was going to. They took the initiative, but we can attack with Boba because whenever you bring in your guy, you can attack. Who am I attacking? The base?
What's your? I can't read. When this unit completes an attack, what does it say?
If an enemy unit left the play of this phase, ready up to 2 resources. So if we use him to attack this guy, either one of these
you
guys
can attack the. No. You don't have to attack the guys. You can attack the base, just on any attack, right?
Yeah, but you don't need the resources aren't going to do you much good. I don't know if you can I don't know if you can take Sabine out or not because Sabine He's annoying.
He's a 3.
But can you attack her? Does she have?
Yeah,
are
we
there
can attack her.
Okay, I didn't know if there were 3 aspects.
See, I don't like that. I'd rather attack the base and not take damage to your leader yet. But...
Yeah, plus we get 2 back. That only gives us 3, and there's not really a card I can play. Well, there's this card. I can flip somebody over, but that doesn't.
So that you don't want to play that card, right?
We want to wait for a more powerful enemy on it. Okay. Ready? Oh, okay. Ready to research. We must knock somebody off. Oh, we did. We knocked somebody off already. Yes.
Yeah, we did that. There's nothing else you can do with these, unless you just want to.
No.
Yeah. Just F around. Okay. All right. We're going to pass.
See, it's stuff like that. If the computer didn't tell us that, I would be like, I didn't know I would be able to do that.
These are the 2 cards we want to get. These are the 3 cards.
You learn as you go. That's the thing.
Oh my God! You got the.
We got a full hand at this point. I don't know
what's your event card. What's your event card?
The event card is board clearing.
It exhausts you.
Yeah, don't do
the
that.
Barrage, right?
This barrage, you end up doing 7 damage or 5 damage you can give out to anybody, and then get +2/+2.
Oh, no, that's fine. Huh? I would actually. What do you think, Wasik? I would ditch the fire spray. But...
So it depends on what you're playing this turn. Are you playing the fire spray? Are you playing the barrage? So you could play because you have 6 resources this turn. You could play the fire spray. Fire spray comes in active.
I would.
Yeah, but we can go.
But all he can do is attack a base if he plays it first.
But what else are you going to play this turn? You going to play the barrage?
But if I play, if I start off, yeah, I can wipe out their.
So you got 5. You got 5 right now, right?
Yep.
If you ditch the fire spray.
Yeah.
Play the super laser technician.
Yep.
That gives you 7, right?
Yep.
In the end. So then you can bring out Vader right away.
I could bring out Vader right away. You're right.
Or you could or you don't have to do that. Or you could play the barrage, ready 2 resources, and play Boba Fett.
Because it's 5, I'd have 6.
Yeah. I guess the question is, do you want to use Vader this turn or do you want to use it next turn?
Yep.
I want to use it next turn. That's fine because they haven't put anybody big down yet, anyways.
So well, then you're going to keep the barrage, and you're either going to probably ditch your.
Then you need to ditch the fire spray.
Yeah, we're ditching the fire spray either way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I need to attack with him. Oh, geez. Okay,
that's fine. Attack with him anyways.
Yeah. Who do I want to attack?
You don't have to attack. You don't have to
attack the base.
I do because I got to get 7, and that way I can get Vader.
If he wants Vader, he has to.
With barrage with Boba clears them both.
That's true. You could play the barrage and then play Boba.
I would just barrage here on the Boba, right?
The play card, yeah.
Because it gives it +2/+2. Put it on the Boba. Put up barrage on Boba.
Okay.
And then you get to deal 3 damage to
6
Boba.
damage.
Yep.
We need more than 3 damage to take them both.
I need 3. It's 3+3, so
you're
I only
need
take out
6 and 5, right?
Oh, yeah. I didn't see the
4.
buff.
It's okay.
I can't. Yeah, I can't see how many.
It's 6. It's 6 here. I need 6 here, and I need 5.
Is it 1?
I would just kill Sabine. Just kill Sabine.
Kill Sabine.
Yeah, take Sabine out because she's gonna be annoying as hell.
That's all right. Then I'll use. Then I'm going to use this trooper to attack.
You don't even have to.
Boba gives you an extra point.
Boba's going to give you.
Well, you can't use that extra point for anything right now.
Boba can clear that other dude out there if you want, or you just put 6 to base. I don't know which one you want to do.
Yeah, I'm just going to do that. Just let me do this first.
I like to keep the bases close.
Don't attack in. Do not do that.
Why?
Because you don't need to. Attack with Boba. Yeah. Which one do you want to attack with?
2,
Boba
3,
gives
4,
you 2
5,
resources.
6. Gives me 7. Then I don't have to get rid of anybody.
Resources.
But yeah.
Attack
so
with
Boba's your leader.
Okay.
His bounty can claim you back 2 resources. So you're right.
Okay. Yeah.
Attack the base with Boba.
Attack the base with Boba. That gives me 2 back because we knocked somebody out already. Then that gives me.
So how many you got there? You got
3 so now. I can play Boba Fett.
Now you can play Boba.
Mm-hmm.
And now Technician.
Yeah, I would go ahead and just get rid of
attack. Yeah.
I would just attack base, right?
No, you attack
the
guy.
You can attack base and take the points, or you can attack the guy and get the resources.
Attack the guy gives me 7
resources. But the resources isn't going to help you this round.
Yeah, but it's going to help me the next round. So now I start off with 7. Yeah, this round it doesn't matter because they already had the initiative.
But oh well.
Doesn't matter. They already had it.
Damn.
You're two Vader.
Got another
so
Vader.
you don't need to do any resources now.
Yeah, I'm not discarding anything. That's what I was doing. Yeah.
Unless next turn you want to play 9. So you'd be able to play Vader.
Palpatine. Yeah.
Yeah, but at that point I can drop. If I draw, I can drop. All right. So I'm going done because I'm not going to do the resources. That's where it gets screwed up. That's what you were asking about earlier, Jedi. And that's why, because you can always do that and not add resources.
Right. Play that Vader.
Which now this is interesting because we can do ambush, which I do.
Yeah, ambush.
I always do ambush with him.
You want to search? Yeah, you can do it neither or, right?
Yeah, you can do it neither
it
or.
gives you the option either one.
And you want to take out that thing.
Mm-hmm.
A little OP for that, but that's all right. Okay, now it shows you your whole deck. Now I get to choose 2, which means I can just choose this guy, which gives me an extra thing anyways.
What's the other card that you can get?
What's the other card?
The other card is...
That's better.
2.
That's better.
You have over 6 resources.
That guy's at 4/3. He's better.
Okay. Yeah, but with the other one too, once again, it's an easy resource dump. I'm used to playing that Vader thing.
But you don't need the resource that much at this point.
Okay.
I attack with Boba and ready.
I attack this thing with this Boba, right? I attack this with this Boba, and then ready's 2, and then I turn Hera down. Correct?
If it depends on what they do with Hera, but yeah, if you get a chance, they shouldn't let you do that. But yeah, attack.
Well, I turn. Don't I turn her? Oh, I turn her down at the beginning of the next.
Yeah, they'll get a chance to go. But
okay. Damn, dude. You guys are going to get this attack the base with because should I take the initiative here? Because it gets so much power, I can wipe out their board pretty much.
Actually, what you probably should have done there is I would have just played my event card.
You can. There's no loss, but you can play it out.
Too late
Right?
now.
I would just play the event card. I agree with JJ.
It was too late.
I take the damage.
No, I can do it. No, who do I want to play it on?
Whichever one's stronger.
There's no point though. You're not going to exhaust anybody.
But you get to exhaust them for next turn, don't you?
Next turn after that, which means that they can only attack my base with whatever I leave them available.
Bale sucks.
Yeah, Bale sucks. I'll leave him with Bale, who can do 2 damage. All my cards turn around. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 5 is 12, and another 4 is 16. And that's if I don't add another Vader.
I mean, you could take the initiative.
Good question.
You can't add another Vader.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
What is the number in black on the card? Like the 11.
What time you played them at?
Yeah, the round.
The round.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So take the initiative or play the card.
I would probably take the initiative. Knocks her on an extra turn.
I agree.
Yep. Take the initiative. I still had an attack I could have played, but I chose not to. I don't need to get rid of any cards. Huh? I don't need to get rid of
I was about to say I wouldn't get rid of anything.
I'm going to pass again. I can now turn off Hera if I want, which is what I'm going to do.
Yeah, for 2 turns.
Oh, fuck me. Wait, don't I have 16 points left? It doesn't matter. I win.
I was going to say, it looks like you can run the
board. I win.
Almost.
I win. I just win. I win. It doesn't matter. Watch. Let him attack.
And now it's all you.
Yeah, now I'm going to attack unless he draws a card that's a shield. So I'm leaving Boba up because I can draw 2 again if I need to. He took the initiative. He's over. Game over. I think playing live, the key is to slow down a little bit. As you can see, I was going to make a mistake. Yeah, I was going to make a mistake on this game editor. You know, they always say it's time 20 minutes, so I'm always in a rush anyhow. So,
yeah.
I always say, so granted, I don't play a lot in person, but I always say just go with the pay. If you hit time, you hit time. But chances are the other person's going to be playing aggressive enough that you won't hit time anyways.
Well,
if you're playing the person in front of you, it doesn't really matter.
Here's the thing. They've been lenient about it. There's been 2 games now 3 games, 2 at the first one. There was one that we went into deep overtime. They kind of let us play, but they were about to say, like, if you guys don't finish now, you guys are both going to take a loss. They're usually pretty cool about it.
Yeah.
And also too at this area, because I am learning by losing. I don't mind losing. You know what I mean?
You also say you'll get quicker.
Yeah.
The more you play the game, the quicker you'll get.
I just have to take a note every time. And hey, what's going on, Bird? I have to just take a note and just go like, hey, dude, make sure you burn your resources, especially if I'm going to keep that Vader deck going.
Yeah.
Because all these other decks are really fast. Like, you can say what you want, but that Hera deck is a faster deck. Obviously, I've had to play against this Boba deck. We saw how that got big really quickly. Realistically, by round 9, we had both Boba Fett's out and Vader out. I mean, it was over. It was over at that point.
Do what I told you, and when you're playing Force tables, set up a real deck in front of you and play as you go. Believe it or not, the muscle memory will help.
I do use my actual deck in Force.
No, I'm saying not just use it. I'm saying use your actual deck in Force table, like in the computer, but play along with it with the actual deck as you're playing. See what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
The physical deck, do that and actually move your hands and move the cards and everything else, and the muscle memory will help with reminding you to play the resource each time.
Yep.
Yeah, fair.
Jedi, do you think you got it better?
Usually I just lift some weights.
Yeah, I understand it. There's still some stuff I don't understand. So, I mean, just some stuff that I ran into early on that because I am a beginner was like I tried playing 2 of the Vader Saber boost or whatever they're called at the same time, and the computer's like, nope, can't do that. You got to discard one of them, or you can't play 2 of the same cards. Can't be active at the same time in the
yes and no. So at the top of the card, like show that Vader real quick, Marco, if you can.
Yep.
Okay. See how next to Darth Vader's name there's a little black diamond? I don't know if you can see it on that screen.
It's right. So, it says black diamond to Darth Vader.
That's what that diamond indicates. What's called a unique card or unique character, or a unique card. So those are the cards you can only play one of at a time. You can only have one active on the board at a time.
Mulligan to me. I would have mulligan this thing.
It's all right. We'll see what happens. Just keep talking.
So with that black diamond, you only play one of those. But like, let's say you had, 2 stormtroopers. You can play both stormtroopers because they're not unique cards. It's just the ones with the black diamond.
Because the 2 I played, it wasn't Vader because I didn't have that Vader. I wish. Mm-hmm. But maybe they did have the diamond. I didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. I mean, it grains up. You really have to pay attention to the card. Because everything on that card means something. That's something else I've learned. You got to read what the card says. Mm-hmm. And sometimes the way that they word things on the card can be a little unclear. So you really have to maybe read it again if you don't understand exactly what it says. Kind of like you guys were talking, you got to slow down a little bit and read it again.
Yep.
Yeah, like Wasting Your said,
because you get to play. Yeah, you get to play Bosk and Boba this turn.
Like Wasting Your said, play slow at first, and you'll be slow, and it'll be fine. But you're learning, and the more you learn, the faster you get. But playing slow is what lets you learn.
This really has nothing to do with what's going on the board, but that Vader card, the Vader leads the First Legion. Like right now, unless you pull it in a deck, which no one's been able to do except for I think JJ has, right? But that thing is like $80. But if they're gonna go back to the printers on the wave 1, those prices come down, or
the prices will come down. Yes, they will, but it all depends on how the game does long term. I mean, as more sets go on, if you get new players, people are going to want to go back and get that Vader.
Yeah, so it's a roller coaster situation. So every trading card game when it comes out, I don't care what it is, almost enjoys a huge spike in prices at the beginning. Normally because there's either a shortage or just the hype or some other reason, just like a comic would when it first comes out, enjoys a price spike. And then usually as more of the product gets ripped or printed or both in this case, so more booster boxes get opened, more booster boxes get printed and then get open, you'll see that price start to go down. But then maybe 6 months down the line when there's another set that comes out or even a set after that comes out, it could be that Vader is still the strongest card you could possibly have in a deck, right? if that's the case, the price of that Vader will start to trend back up.
Mm-hmm.
So,
if as the game goes on, there's this thing called power creep, which happens in every card game, but you don't want to see it for a while. And power creep means cards get better. The power of the card gets better as the game goes on. And they do that because they want you to buy the new cards and not just buy the old cards. So there will be a day when Vader is not nearly as strong as maybe like a future Vader. But hopefully that's like 2 or 3 years down the road before we start seeing some power creep. Usually you don't see it for the first couple of sets because they probably all were developed together. And, they'll be still strong for a year.
There exist situations too where if a card remains too powerful, they'll ban it. So you can't use it in official play.
Dub's asking the good question tonight. Dom has the link to the Ventress.
I listened to it. I googled it. Ventress does apparently have a theme.
He put it in our chat already, guys.
I didn't.
He left here to do that purposely. You didn't know that, right?
I listened. I haven't gone and listened to. So I listened to it a little bit while somebody was talking, but I didn't. At least it says it's her theme. I didn't go back and watch the end of Bad Batch to see if it matches what they played when.
They kind of already told us it was going to be Ventress.
Well, yeah, I mean, we know it because they said she's not in there in the 8th episode, but she's coming very soon.
I just don't see a link. Give me a link as to why.
I don't think anybody knows the link. They're not good.
Finnick has nothing to do with Ventress. Nothing other than they're both bounty hunters, I guess.
Yeah. So basically, well, I don't know how they explain it because she's supposed to. The time when Ventress was supposed to be a bounty hunter was like pre Dark Disciples,
yes.
Yeah. And now, obviously, this is not pre Dark Disciples, so who the hell knows?
I don't think she's going to be a bounty hunter. I think she's working with the Jedi to save.
Obi-Wan brought her in. She was a bounty hunter, and Obi-Wan brought her in to work with Voss.
Yeah.
Quinlan. Yeah. To take down.
It makes no sense. But it's Star Wars, so that's totally on par.
Also, too, the only thing I heard in that scene was like the weird Charlie Brown garbled voice they had for whoever she was talking to.
Yeah, I mean, kudos to Dom for catching it. I don't pay attention to that.
Yeah, did he catch it or did he just watch
it? Did he catch it or did
if he did,
he found it. He didn't catch it. He listened to some YouTube person that.
It's like saying BK knows all the answers without looking at the shit up on Google, bro. Come on.
We know he didn't catch it.
Oh, let's go, bro. Come on. Don't spoil the sauce, but hey, why didn't he activate 2? Oh, because I didn't knock somebody out.
He didn't kill anything.
Thank you, AC.
You're going too fast.
Because I should have got what?
You're going to think if there's anything. Oh, so there's a card in here where it's like it's a Vader card, and it says 2 damage to your enemy, or the enemy draws 3. They get to choose, I guess, right? Your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
So I try using that because sometimes I'll just try, like Marco was saying. Sometimes I'll just try stuff even though I don't have a clue what's going to happen because it's a learning experience. And so I will play that card, and it'll say which card do you want to go your destruction points to, and I will pick one that I think it should exhaust their energy and send them to the pile, but it doesn't.
This is the wrong move.
And I'm like, I can't figure out why. Unless I'm doing something wrong.
I should have played Vader. That's why I thought I was gonna get the 2 points. That's where I screwed up because I'm not used to that mechanic.
Yep.
2 things to answer that question, Jedi. One is, like, let's say it deals 7 points of damage, right? When you play that card, it's what you call an event card. So you play that card, it deals 7, and you pick the card. You have to look for 2 things. It's kind of a little bit more difficult on Force Table because the screen can only show so much, but you have to look out for buffs. So let's say, like the cards that say 1+1.
I still.
So you take the blue number and you add the other blue number. That gives you the damage they're supposed to absorb.
Right.
But it can also, let's say it says 2 updates.
That's why I was
something on the card, or 2 upgrades. On the card. One of those can be a shield. The shield will take if it's 7. The shield takes all the damage you issue in an attack. So if it's 7 damage or 1 damage, that shield absorbs
and you can't really see it because it's hidden behind the card. Right?
This is what happens when you roll over
small.
card. You see this right here. Remember, you're asking about these cards in your deck.
Mm-hmm. So you want to take your time to roll over each card to see if it has a shield or whatever on it.
Well, that's not saying on the Luke ones though is malfunctioning because you're running over the AI cards and you couldn't find the shield on it.
Yeah.
Well, if you click it when it says two upgrades or what? Well, it has to say 2 upgrades, I think.
No, I know, but I did that on the Luke one, and it wasn't showing that. That's why I was complaining about with the glitch.
Yeah.
So I've never seen that Luke upgrade playing the Vader deck.
Sometimes they try to fix things, and
the one that Marco just showed, where Luke has Yoda standing on his foot.
That's an experience token.
That's the back.
The thing that says 1+1. That's usually what's getting added onto the card.
That's the back of your shield. If you would pull out your shield, you turn it over to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Where's your shield? That one that you asked about earlier.
I can. What do you guys want to do?
Can you show in reality? Can you show them how it would look on a table? Like if you stack it underneath another.
So this is what I would see if I was playing Vader's deck.
Well, usually you only see the very bottom part where it says 0+0 and shield.
I don't have the card.
I have one.
I don't know if I've ever even seen that. When I draw resources or when I draw cards, when I take initiative or whatever, I don't think I've ever been dealt a card.
Hold on, I have it. Yes,
it's
in your pack. Here, hold on, I'll show you.
So that card is a token.
Here's my Luke deck. Here, I can explain it like this. Here's my Luke deck. Okay, now in your Luke deck, you got the checklist on the side. Where's the 2 cards that are in here? Oh, I put them into my other deck. But we'll use the back of this card to do it because they give you more of these on the back end. So here's the Luke card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here, Jedi, here's the Luke card. So then to describe how we do +1/+1 when you're playing a hand, where's my other camera? I don't have it in here. Okay. But let's say you have this card down, right? You're playing this card. We've seen this card before. So to explain, you could either put tokens down if you're fancy, but if you're not fancy,
I said he means like actual tokens.
Yeah, like actual +1/+1 tokens that guys have their plastic and stuff like that. But if you're not fancy, you put this on top of it, and then it gives you below it. Whatever.
You put it under it,
right like that.
So then it tells the person, hey, there's +1 attack plus. So
you got to do math. So it's a 4/4.
4/4 now.
But if they only give you 3, what if you need more than 3?
You ask the guy you ask the guy playing against to give you more.
No.
There's these in every.
The back of every base gives you one or other.
Yeah.
So
in every pack there'll be one.
On the back of one, you either get a shield or an experience. You just take some extras.
I guess
that's where I got that out of there. Yeah.
Yep. Always gotta look at the back of trading card game cards.
It's kind of nice that the bases actually have other uses.
So the back of every.
Just your bases.
Or Jedi, you do what I do. Ghetto as hell. You take them out of your packs that you already have, your trainer packs, and you just take all 4 and put it into whatever pack you're going to play and carry those around.
So Jedi, I have 3 bases.
So this is my base.
Yep.
Okay, but on the back of my base, it's a checklist.
Because that's not. Yeah, it's a starter deck. Outside of the starter, whenever you open up one of these, here, Jedi, here, watch. Opened up a pack.
Yeah.
Every pack comes with
only in a pack.
Hold on, wait a second. Every pack comes with a leader card and a base card. And on the back of the pack with the base card, there's a shield. Now we can open up another one.
Starters too. It seems like they should make them the same.
Well, they give you 4.
They
give you 4. Jedi,
they give you 4.
They also want to have a checklist.
So they give you 3 per deck.
Yeah, so just take the 3 out of the one deck and put them in with the other. That's what I'm saying. That's what I do.
It doesn't really matter. Like you could quite literally take a Post-it note and write +1/+1 on it and stick it to the card.
If you tell them, you're like, hey, dude.
Yeah. It's just
it's just a token. I haven't even broken them up yet, but I assume that's what these things were for. That you could use them for damage or
that's damage. No, just damage.
I thought you could use it for either one.
Bro, dude, Jedi, I'm telling you, they got all these plastic. They got these cool shit. Some people use dice. Yeah. Some people use dice to different dice to do shit.
I saw some at the place I was at yesterday.
Bro, people are the plastic ones. If you can find those, I'm looking for those plastic, the Star Wars
official ones.
Yeah,
I don't know if they were Star Wars. I think they might have just been generic plastic.
Yeah, some people use them for different games, so they might just have generic ones.
Yeah.
All right,
we're almost 4 hours.
I gotta go. I'm actually so I'm going. So hey, here's it. The guys hit me up. This is how cool. I'm already in it, dude. I'm in it to win it. The guys hit me up. They're like, "Yo, bro, Monday draft style. You in?" Yes, sir.
You're in.
And Dan, the man, a guy that watches regularly, he's also supposedly in.
Cool.
So we'll see. I think that's gonna be a little bit more of an equalizer, right? Because what I said in that chat, to be clear, Wayseekers give it a hard time. I was like, oh shit, I get it. I get why people are buying cases now. I was like, smoke show. Dudes are running with that. Like they're running with the decks that we have fought. Like the decks we just downloaded there. Those are the decks they have.
I'll be honest with you. And Wayseeker said it before. That's not how you build a deck, though. You build a deck by buying singles. Don't buy booster boxes to try to build a deck. You ultimately won't get the cards that you want for your deck.
It's better. It's better to buy a Vader than to buy a box if you want Vader.
Yep.
Because the chances you get Vader is pretty low.
Except for UD3.
So the place I was at yesterday, when I was talking to the guys at the card shop,
see you, Tommy.
It's kind of a neat setup because they play outside.
Enjoy the rest of the trip, Tommy.
The food court. Huh?
Tommy's in the U.S. doing like Route 66. I said enjoy the rest of your trip.
So they play. It's a pretty good setup because they have a food almost abandoned food court outside where they play, and then it's right next to the card shop. So, but I was in the card shop talking to the people that work there, and I asked them. I said, "Are there ever going to be any Star Wars Unlimited? I'm new to the game, blah blah blah." So they were like, "Oh yeah, we're sold out. It's been sold out, et cetera, et cetera." He goes, "But there's a draft tournament tonight." And I was like, "Oh, cool. What time?" They were like, "Oh, it's like 6 o'clock." And it was like it's like 1 o'clock. I'm not hanging around there for 5 hours.
For 5 hours.
You should have gone back though, because
it's like a 40-minute drive.
So that's what they've told So all the official places, that's what they told them how to ration cards is do draft tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
Or
so everybody that's willing to do draft tournaments, they're willing to give them a box to do draft tournaments. So when they said they were allocating stock, that's how they're doing it.
Which is great. It keeps the playing going, helps the stores out that way.
It's also
they want to do events. I know it's not JJ's favorite way of doing it.
It's artificial allocation. They have stock, but they're just not going to give it out. So it's artificial allocation. So I don't like.
But they care about
it increases rarity and increases the price, and it's not good for players in the end, in my opinion.
But is it good for a newbie to do a draft tournament?
Yeah, because you're going to have cards.
Yeah, and actually draft.
True, but the way the draft works is they pass the pack around, and you take the card you want. If you don't know what the fuck you're looking for, you're going to pass over.
Hey, here's the thing. Hey, you need a Vader? That's the first card you're fucking taking, bro. Yeah, and they might not do that because they're not building their deck, or they already have. I mean,
they're taking a Vader, but they aren't going to take something else. Everyone's taking a Vader,
right? So
dude, I'd rather take like the Vader each time and then
sell it.
Have like 6 Vaders.
But if you're not, what I'm saying is, if you open the pack and that pack's got a Vader in it, no matter what you're playing,
you take the Vader.
You take the Vader.
Take the Vader.
Yeah. Just same thing with the showcase.
You open the pack and it's a showcase.
You take a showcase.
You take the showcase. That's what it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you already have a leader card. You're taking the showcase.
I would say, in my opinion, at least, I don't know. Wayseeker may have a different opinion, but in my opinion, the ultimate equalizer, like is sealed.
What's that?
Because sealed play, you get 6 packs, and you got to build your deck out of whatever you get in those 6 packs. And the best player in the world can get the world's shittiest packs and have nothing in there to play.
Yep.
And he's going to be pretty much screwed.
But
that's going to level your playing field better.
It's less packs for draft, for one. So that's part of it. 2, that's what they said. They said it's less packs when you're doing draft. Are you looking at me like, or did I misunderstand? From what my understanding is, if you're doing draft style, it's less packs because not everybody's getting 6 packs. I think it's like 2 less packs or whatever they need to do. So number 2, it could just be for the average sizes that we're getting, but I think they're limiting it. So number 2, it does even the playing field more than these guys that have got. And I'm not saying, once again, I'm not saying I wouldn't have lost all 3 or 4 of the games I lost. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it would have been a lot. Like, I took an ass beating on 2 of those games. Like, completely got my ass kicked. Like, not even on the same planet. The last guy, the nicest dude in the world, he's kicking my ass while being, like, literally the nicest dude in the world. You know what I mean? He's like, oh, my God. I was like, oh, man. And I had told him, I was like, crap, dude, I didn't play a resource. And he looked at me and he didn't say anything. And I was like, you know what, man?
this is my like 5th game. I should have, because I played 4 the other day. It was my like 4th game. So it was like, this is my 8th game. I should have known to play the resource. Don't worry about it. He's like, oh, it's okay. And then I talked to him afterwards. He goes, yeah, man, I really respected that because like I wouldn't do it either. But like I understand you're new, but I respect the fact that you didn't say like, hey, man, because that still does go on because people are learning the game. So it's not without the rules, but like it's like one of those like unwritten rules. Like you could get away doing it still because it's new, but like if you do it, they're gonna look at you some type of funny way. So, and he explained that he's
watching these games, so they're gonna remember.
Oh no, they all talk, bro. They all know each other. They know each other for years. Yeah. Like they all know.
It also depends on what you're playing. Sometimes you're not playing a tournament, you're just playing casual. Like you're just going to
they'll let you
casual games, nothing online. People don't care if you take things back in those games because.
But I mean, dude, those dudes. When I walked in, well, first off, I walk in looking like me, so like like it's not these aren't like Jedi. Like this isn't where like dudes or guys are walking. They all know each other. They're all pretty much on the same.
Well, I thought you were gonna say they didn't look as cool as me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like
you went a different direction.
No, I mean they just
actually play it too. You can take an extra beat.
No, I didn't mean you. I meant like the place where you went, where there's like dudes picking up chicks with one arm, lifting them, doing shots and shit. That's not like
I was a little shocked.
The stores I'm going into, they look like dudes that play cards.
Yeah.
Like that's it. So I'm there like, oh, what's this? What's a Met carrier? This is great. Like, because I got a clipboard and like I don't have any shame. Like if I don't know something, I'm more than happy to like go ahead. You think I look like an idiot? We're cool. Then let's go do something that I know about because I will make you look like an idiot. But like I don't have no shame in this. So like I'm just down to enjoy. And I think the first time they thought I was weird because I'm like, oh, cool, I won that game. Oh, cool, but I lost that game. Oh, what? Because it does, like, it matters for me to get better, but it doesn't in the end.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that.
I'm not like Wayseeker crying if I don't.
I don't care if I win or lose. It's just going to make me better as I climb the ladder to take down Wayseeker.
You can always ask shops and places if they have, like, some places will have casual play nights where they actually encourage new players to show up.
Here's part of the problem, though. Podcasts like 4 days a week. Coach sports, run two is I don't really have that much time. Actually, it's really weird because like I might not be able to make this Monday anymore because it's 6:00 now and it's on the east side, which it's not easy. It's like an hour drive. Yeah, it's an hour drive out, 40 minutes back. Like, yeah. So I don't know how many more I'm gonna be able to do there. I'm trying to talk to the local shop in the corner.
That's the problem I've had. Even in my area, like there's when it released, there was shops near me that had like the pre-release tournaments and stuff like that. But for some reason, at least according to the event locator, those have disappeared. And now everything's like on the north side of town, which is like a half hour away. And
I would call the shops. Some of them just might not have it.
Yeah, you just have to go to their personal calendars, I think.
Or go to their website.
The LCS I normally go to, still about 20 minutes away. I was talking to him on Friday, I think it was. And because I asked him, it's like, do you have any Star Wars Unlimited? He goes, I had it, but it was sold out. And he said, let me know. I'll let you know when Wave 2 comes out, et cetera, et cetera. But he's expanding. He's moving to another store, and he's all about bringing in the gamers. He's a Warhammer guy. He's all about bringing in the gamers. And I asked him he goes, man, if we can get the players, we'll do Unlimited. We'll do Star Wars Unlimited. If we get the players in here, I'm going to set up like tables. It's a bigger place. So he's all about expanding into the gaming stuff.
They played that.
His comics are getting smaller. His comic racks are getting smaller. I've noticed.
That's not
the gaming stuff is getting bigger.
Yeah.
Comics.
That's the way mine is.
Comics are not destroying things, and you don't. And the thing about comics, people for new comics, nobody's going out there and buying 20 comics of the same, 20 of the same comic, but somebody might go out there and buy 20 packs of the same thing, and so it's.
Dude, think about this. What was the case costing? Pre-ordering case. What's the case cost?
I mean,
about all in, I think it was about 515, 520.
The shop's probably
that was a price I had. I guess it was probably more realistically like 560 or so.
Yeah, I think it's close to almost like 600.
But shops aren't paying that much for it.
Yeah, but the shops aren't paying that much. So
shops are paying closer to that 515 figure.
Yeah, so they're making. All I was gonna say is they make about $60 off a case, somewhere around there, probably $50-$60. So making $50-$60 off. I'm talking about the pre-sale version. After that, they are then making every time you show up, as depending on what they pay out or whatever. But like
most of the stuff is a promo card anyways. They're making, you got 20 people, you know, it's $100 every time they show up. And by the way, Star Wars Unlimited is not the biggest meal in the house.
Right.
And that's if nobody else buys any packs. And if nobody, well, they don't have boxes, but they
buy
like
mats.
They're selling packs that
they have better margins on their mats.
Think about that.
Yeah,
like
the
that one
accessories
place,
have crazy margin. Like I'm
that
sure
one
those
place-
tokens cost them like $5 and they sell them for like 30.
they're out. The tokens sold out immediately.
I know, but I'm
Like
saying what they
everywhere.
cost them at the distributor level is probably cheap.
But that's what
to sell.
I mean. Your goal as a business owner is to sell out of stock, and they've sold out of all the stock that goes with that. Like think about that.
I was talking to Luke. He's the owner of the LCS that I go to.
What up, Luke?
I said, wow. It's like, I said, man, you sold out of Star Wars Unlimited? He goes, yeah, but I'm pretty sure I sold it all to flippers. And then he said, I'm pretty sure a lot of it, if not most of it.
That's the thing. You haven't really. You got to remember two things. You've sold out, but you haven't sold out because what Fantasy Flight did was they intentionally held back stock they have. It's not like the stock right now isn't growing on a tree. It came from somewhere. They've intentionally held that back. They've allocated it.
When they had the reorder as quickly as they did, they held back. Yes.
No, they held it back from the very beginning. They held it back.
No, because it wasn't so. You could get the first reorder. Because I know stores that got the first reorder.
Hold back. And they
didn't hold back. They held back from the very start. They don't have any way. It takes longer to print it than they have to get it. It's only been out for 3 weeks.
People did.
There's no way they could have gone to print it.
That's not. I think you're misunderstanding what. No, I think you're misunderstanding what we're saying. Let's say they printed, and I know this is a crazy number. We're just going to do it for math. Let's say that they printed out 100 booster boxes. 100 booster boxes. There was ordered 40 booster boxes, so they still had 60 in their warehouse, right? Like they could ship 60 more out. Then after that first weekend, reorders came up for another 40 boxes. They then said we're sold out. They kept the 20 boxes, and now they're allocating those 20 boxes out. But that doesn't mean
intentional allocation, like I just said.
Well, that's not kind of what you said. You said they intentionally
allocated.
Exactly what I said. No, you said at the beginning. You said at the beginning. That's not true. At the
very beginning, they did that. Yes.
No, that's not.
I think what JJ's saying is that was their plan from the very beginning.
Yes, that was the plan. They produced 50,000 cases. They had a very lengthy pre-order period. They knew exactly what they had to expect. They had a very lengthy pre-order. So if your shop pre-ordered 40 cases, they sent that shop 40 cases because that's what they pre-ordered.
The printing's already done. They're already printing 3 at that time. But go ahead, yeah.
What?
You're telling me you didn't think they could have? You're telling me that they purposely didn't think, oh, we could have upped the printing an extra 1,000 and easily sold those extra 1,000 cases?
No, I'm saying they took their pre-order number and they printed what they were going to print.
Yes.
And they sent them what they pre-ordered, but they overprinted the pre-order. They expected to sell more than they did. Now they're claiming, well, we sold way past our expectations. Well, you kind of sort of did, but you had literally an 8-month lead in pre-orders. That's a huge time period,
right,
in which to pre-order something. So they sent the shops what they pre-ordered, and then when the shops needed more because they ran out, they're coming back and they're saying, well, we have more, but we're not going to send it to you.
Well, no. The first time they did send it out.
It's not everything you wanted.
The first time is the pre-order.
After the pre-order.
After the pre-order, they sent more out.
No. That's the one we did. Look at the press release. From the very beginning. I know they sent out a reorder, but shops did not get the full amount that they reordered.
Yes, they did.
Well, yes, they did. The 4 shops I talked to. I don't. Your shop apparently saying that, but
what did they do? They ordered like 1 case.
No.
Our shop here got like 16 or 17 cases.
Yeah, the one that I played at had gotten 20 cases.
Second week.
Yeah, and the other one that they had gotten a bunch of cases. No, that's not like by the time if you let it go past that week, it got cut off. It did.
They fulfilled full orders after that first reorder.
Yeah.
And then the second reorder, they said we got.
Yeah, after that. No, it wasn't even the second reorder. After the first week, they were after that week.
That's not what their press release said.
Well, I don't give a shit what
their press release said. From the beginning, they had a plan to intentionally allocate the product.
They said after when they hit a certain mark.
No, that's not what it said.
They expected that mark wouldn't be hit until the end of March. It came quicker than they expected.
It is the end of March. You're 5 days from the end of March.
But it was a week ago.
It's been 2 weeks ago. They've allocated. Yes.
So
this press release was on Monday.
Now it is
2 weeks.
17th when they
Quit
said
making
that.
up
It was
stuff.
2 weeks away.
No,
No,
it's
get
2
out of
weeks.
here.
It's the reorder.
No.
It is.
Yes.
JJ. Okay, everybody else is wrong except for you. Okay, JJ. That's fine.
I don't
Everybody, we're the guys that are in the shops buying the stuff, but all right. Okay, I get it.
You don't know what you're talking about. Get out of here.
Yeah.
You don't know the market at all.
Except for I'm still
I told
opening
the
fresh.
people in shop.
Except for I'm still opening fresh stuff every week. Fresh
this.
stuff every week. I still got fresh stuff
Plenty
every
of
week.
stock was available online in the first week. Not that many people reordered that much stuff in the first
But
week.
I didn't buy any.
Stuff
stock
was
online.
$90 on TCG Player in the first week. The price was low. Stock was available.
There was lots of shops, but our shops here in Denver all sold out. Everyone.
Well, then why are you telling me 1 week after it came out, people were reordering?
Then they got the reorders the second week, and every shop had tons of product. And it sold out again.
Every shop had tons of product from the start.
But they sold out of it.
They sold it out.
Yeah,
that's what we're
like 2 weeks later, and then when they
A
went
day
to
later.
No.
A day later.
No,
it wasn't
Dude,
a day. I don't know where you guys get your shops from. There was plenty of stock here and plenty of stock online.
There was
JJ.
no stock in all of Denver.
Yeah.
All of Denver sold out.
There was plenty of stock in the rest of the United States, apparently.
Not here and not Colorado.
Denver was
every shop I looked at online had boxes for $95. Every shop.
Only thing left here are starter boxes. That's all there is.
Well, now, but I'm saying 2 weeks ago.
I think. Do you remember when I got the first booster box? I said we had the only store that hadn't sold out in 2 days. I had to have my brother go past 50 miles to get there, to get the box. You can rewind the tape to 2 weeks ago.
It's intentional.
And then, but hold on.
Yeah.
But then last week, the restock hit, and I got a box less than 50 miles away.
Right.
Yeah,
And
but they're
then-
releasing it, and it's not really waves that they're doing. Waves. When I think of waves, I think of reprints, but they're releasing it in these. That's what I'm saying. From the start, they held some back to releasing these waves. There's no way they could have gone back to the printers and then released it a week
didn't
after.
go back to
No, nobody's saying they're going to. We don't think that, JJ. We agree with you on that. We agree 100%.
Well, then why are you telling me that I was wrong?
No, we're saying that they didn't go back to the printers. We're saying
saying they fully restocked the first after the
Reorder.
first reorder, and then the second reorder they didn't.
Okay, well, they're still intentionally allocating it then, right? Whether
Now
it's the
they
first
are.
reorder or the second.
after the first reorder. Yes.
Yeah, after the first reorder.
Which is also what we've been saying.
So when in your mind was the first reorder?
After
Like within 4 days of the release, when they sold, when all the stores were selling out and trying to reorder.
Yep.
And they had a reorder window of about 5 days. And after that 5 days, so 9 days after the first day that dropped for original selling, they shut down reorder.
correct.
Within 9
So
days.
did that not tell you then that they only like I just told you, they only supplied stores with what they pre-ordered, correct?
No, because they got the pre-orders and they got one more order.
What do you think a reorder means?
No, a reorder was after the release. I'm saying before the release.
Yes, my shop reordered it after the release, ordered like 16 boxes or cases.
Yes.
20.
They got those 16 cases.
Got all 20.
And then it was
And
allocated.
then they tried to order 16 more cases or whatever. And they
Because
said,
it sold out in
also,
2 days.
How do you know it wasn't allocated? How do you know that your shop just didn't get lucky and got their full order?
Because that's when the
Because you talk to your shop, but you're talking to your shop. You see what I'm saying?
All right, Jedi.
we got it. It's 4 hours. We got to go.
Yeah, we gotta go. All right,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you, everybody who stayed around this long, talking circles and learning. Well, at least we appreciate you guys all teaching us how to. You guys did help us out, by the way. Whatever you think, you helped me and Jedi out because while I was playing that second game by myself, I would have made a mistake and easily lost that second game. But because I heard you two in the back of my head, I actually won it. So I know beating AI isn't too tough for you guys. But as Jedi will attest, sometimes for us newbies,
I lose the AI sometimes.
It's a little hard to beat the
50-50.
AI. There we go. All right. Thanks again, everybody. Have a great show. We'll see you next week. And maybe we won't, actually, because it's Easter. We'll figure out something.
It is Easter, yeah.
All right. Later.